Azam and his team prayers and best wishes from the nation.
मेरे
All
लिए था कि हम
we expect from you is to fight till the last ball. Last ball.
यार नहीं लेके जाए लास्ट
Yes.
बॉल तक वैसे मेरा ख्याल है.
Yeah, okay. GGM silent. Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Dugout Live. We are here with you for another ball by ball live analysis of the game, and this is a blockbuster game, to say the least. Pakistan are facing New Zealand in the first semi-final of ICC T20 World Cup 2022. This showdown is going to take place at SCG. A few moments ago, New Zealand won the toss and elected to bat first. Kane Williamson's New Zealand have had kind of a smooth starting to this World Cup, while Babar Azam's Pakistan had a topsy-turvy run of form. So today it is going to be a good and enthralling contest between both the teams. And in the meanwhile, first ball has been bowled, which Finn Allen has smacked for a 4 to straight. As usual, I've got with me my in-house analysts Kumail Jafri and Arham Sarfraz. And without much ado, I'll move towards you guys. We are up and running. What do you guys make of this start?
देखें सबसे पहले तो सबको एक बार ले मुबारक हो और शाहीन तो पिच पे है so hopefully we can have a good start as well. लेकिन oh that looks out.
That looks like out. It looks
close.
like out.
और
Let's see इसके ऊपर अंपायर क्या अब
That's-
अंपायर ने आउट दे
Oh,
दिया
yeah.
है. Wow.
That's amazing.
Shaheen Afridi has
Brilliant
struck.
shot.
Look at that. And I
Wow.
think that's what he was trying to do
Yeah.
with the first full ball. He was trying
Yeah.
to bring it in.
Bring
It's
it
gone for the
in.
review, but I think it looked quite
Finn Allen
straight.
ने इसको
Yeah.
upstairs भेज दिया.
Unless there's bat involved, I think.
हाँ,
it's fine.
let's see.
But this
I
is a
think-
huge wicket. If it had hit his bat, he would have gone straight away. लेकिन उसने
Exactly.
जाके अपने
Exactly. This is-
non-striker bat.
This was quite, I mean, typical of Shaheen Afridi, bring the ball back
Yes.
in, hit the pads, and umpire kind of took his time,
Yeah.
but then he stand right away. और interesting बात ये कि Mares Erasmus हैं umpiring पे.
अभी
Well,
तक
Finn
हमने-
Allen does not look that
अभी तक
confident.
हमने शाहीन को ये करते हुए
Is
नहीं
it?
देखा है इस ओवर में.
Okay.
इस tournament में.
Oh, there's a
that's
big
definitely an
edge. Oh my
That's definitely
God.
So he took a really long time to.
Okay, so there was a
Take
huge
the-
edge. पहले बैट पे बॉल
But I
लगा
think
और
maybe
वहाँ
it
से
was bad first. No.
नहीं.
Maybe.
I think
I
Balata,
guess-
it was definitely.
I guess it
bad.
was bad first.
Yeah.
It was a thick edge.
Hmm.
I think उससे आगे वो गया भी नहीं
Close
है.
call.
It was a
It was a
close
very
call.
close
It shows कि I mean the umpires are pretty much under pressure.
Yes.
हाँ ये यहाँ पे
big edge.
ये edge हुआ
Quite an
और
obvious edge,
वहाँ से
yeah.
pads पे गया. I think इसमें अगर
So
आप
Mariah Erasmus is
Mariah
also
Erasmus.
up and running. I think.
true he
This
too is
match.
up and running with his decisions, his track record of decisions.
Yeah.
2 balls into the game and Erasmus has to I mean overtake decision has to
अच्छा
change the
एक और
decision.
चीज हो रही होती है इस तरह के भरे हुए ग्राउंड में इतना ज्यादा शोर होता है कि आपको निक नहीं सुनाई देती
नहीं सुनाई
और
देती.
कभी बार आपको महसूस एज अ बैट्समैन भी शायद आपको महसूस ना हो
Yeah.
which is why you have to walk up to the non-striker
Yeah.
and ask.
Plus the ball was coming in तो
And
लगता
then
है ऐसे ही है
I
कि
think-
ball
Oh, that
Oh,
looks
that
even
that
closer.
again looks like
And he's
और
gone
इसको फिर
again.
out दे दिया है. Oh wow.
I'm sure there was no bat in that. He
Let's
was
see इस
way
दफा
down-
क्या होता है.
Yeah.
इस दफा ट्रेजेक्टरी बॉल की सेम थी.
और
हाँ.
थोड़ी और फुल करवाई
Full
ताकि
करवाई
बैट
थी.
और एज का चांस
And
Edge
Phil
के
Allen,
chance नहीं लगे.
Allen भी थोड़ा और ज्यादा बाहर
और-
गया इस दफा, so
हाँ.
I think that is what has
Exactly.
got him in
और
goes
रिव्यू
up again.
हाँ और रिव्यू वेस्ट नहीं हुआ था इसलिए वो रिव्यू उन्होंने दोबारा लिया है. लेट्स सी इस दफा क्या होता है.
This
I mean,
is very interesting.
This
3
is
balls.
drama.
Yeah, this is drama
This is
of the
drama.
highest
What a
kind.
start to the
Yeah.
semi-final.
But it's
Exactly.
also typical Shaheen over.
This
हाँ.
is typical Shaheen over.
I think
You
this
know
is
कि
our
होना.
इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में हमें
पहली
पहली
दफा
दफा
देखा
देखने
है.
को मिल रहा है.
And we are 3 balls into the knockout game of a World Cup and see what is
Exactly.
happening in the game.
Yeah.
This is absolute drama.
Yeah.
Shaheen, first ball 4, second ball Shaheen hits the pads, that was an edge, and third ball he
Yeah.
again hits the pads, it is given out. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, this one looks out to me.
Yeah.
This looks a bit plumb.
Yeah.
He's getting it swinging, and I think ये मतलब इससे बेहतर start हमें मिल नहीं सकता था. Phil Allen was the big wicket which we
Yeah.
were looking for
Of course.
for this match. He was the key player here.
फिन एलन ने अभी तक इस वर्ल्ड कप के अंदर 4 मैचेस में 91 रन्स किए हैं और हम ये जानते हैं कि यहीं पर ही जब वर्ल्ड कप का पहला मैच था तो इसने एक ब्रिस्क स्टार्ट दिया था. He does not shy away from hitting.
Let's
और
see.
Let's see इस पे क्या होता है.
It's in, and that
It's
should be
in
hitting straight.
and that should be
Oh,
hitting. That is
beautiful.
plumb as it gets.
Brilliant from Shaheen.
Yeah, and this
Brilliant
is exactly what we needed. मैं अरहम से भी आते ही बात
Exactly.
कर रहा था कि शाहीन ने ऊपर से विकेट नहीं ली.
Hmm.
And for us to win or to restrict New Zealand to a decent total, we need
Yeah.
Shaheen to strike
Absolutely.
in its typical way. I think this is one of the first few indications that Pakistan is pumped
Yeah.
and Shaheen is back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was Shaheen's ninth wicket. तो शाहीन ने अब तक आठ आउट किए थे और as Pakistan expected कि Shaheen Afridi gives them a good start with the ball. That Shaheen has done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even matchup से मैच से पहले Finn Allen struggles the most against a left arm
pace.
so this was a very
Exactly.
good breakthrough for
Exactly.
Pakistan.
इसके ऊपर we saw a tweet from Rayhan ul Haq जिसके अंदर उसने बताया था कि उसका 140-ish 145 का strike rate है against
अच्छा.
left arm pace.
Yeah.
But the thing is that most of his dismissals have come against left arm pace.
अच्छा, एक बहुत अच्छी बात जो मुझे लगी है इस ओवर की so far, इसके पहली बॉल शाहीन went for 4 और सेमीज में आप पे ये प्रेशर होता है if you go for a 4 तो
Yeah.
आपको तो यार मैं थोड़ी पीछे करा लूं.
Yeah.
But Shaheen stuck to his plan.
Yeah.
He knew कि I want to bowl full. जब तक बॉल मूव हो रही है, I want to take all the risk in the world.
Yeah.
And if I can put some pressure on the other team, I think this is courageous bowling.
Yeah.
It's not only smart. I think it takes a lot of
Yeah.
courage. It takes a lot of confidence in yourself as a bowler कि आप आगे बॉल करें और आप consistently करें and you demand कुदरत to sort of move the ball
Exactly.
as well.
अच्छा, this is what is about our new generation. अगर हम आज से 11 साल पहले चले जाएं, हम एक सेमीफाइनल खेल रहे थे और जहाँ पे उमर गुल को अगर चौके लग रहे थे तो फिर चौके लगते ही जा रहे थे. But I mean, this generation, they do not shy away from repeating what they are doing, what is working for them.
Yeah.
And Arham, we have seen Kane Williamson has walked in. I mean,
Yeah.
he has had a topsy-turvy tournament.
Yeah,
What do you
he's had
make
a
of it?
tough tournament and मैं यही सोच रहा हूँ कि Finn Allen was kind of the batter that was giving them a lot of quick runs from the top. तो अब New Zealand का response जो हमने पिछले matches में भी देखा है कि when wickets fall from the top तो they do tend to get a bit conservative in the middle. मुझे ये लग रहा है कि they will perhaps go with that approach for a while now. Kane Williamson is a solid batsman and if he stays in there for long enough he can score big, but abhi tak it kind of hasn't worked out for him in this tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the last game we saw against Ireland, he got going. And before that, there was a lot of criticism that he's wasting a lot of balls. And now he's in earlier, he'll have to build an innings.
Yeah.
Another close run. You can definitely see the pressure building here. They don't want to stop or stall their run rate over here. And I think strategy where we go all out for New Zealand.
Yeah.
We know that they have the highest run rate in this tournament in the power play, and I think that's their strategy. I don't think they'd be very shocked. You're surprised by the first wicket. The big danger sign for them would be Shaheen is moving the ball. How to negotiate that movement alongside trying to get a good score in the power play. I think that is what New Zealand have to contend with.
Right.
I think what they're going to try to do now is build a foundation for someone like Glenn Phillips to come in, and we might see him coming in early if we don't see a few more wickets falling. So ये बहुत interesting होगा ये phase of the game. In fact, I would also like to see कि हम अगर अपने spinners को भी थोड़ा early ले आए, like perhaps right at the end of the power play or right after the power play, because I think left arm यहाँ Nawaz का could be good,
vital
against
Kane
Williamson, and दूसरी बात Shadab has gotten Williamson. We remember 2019 में World Cup में
Exactly.
he bowled a brilliant delivery to get Williamson, and you need something like that.
I think it was caught behind.
Yep, it was caught behind.
Safas ने बहुत अच्छा कैच किया था. So at the end of first over, New Zealand have lost one wicket. I mean, this is the kind of start Pakistan could have asked for.
For sure.
From Shaheen. Normally, हमने देखा Shaheen was struggling. We wanted a peak Shaheen to turn up in this World Cup, but then there was injury, and then he was. I mean, people were saying he was rushed into the World Cup. Come the semi-final, come at the hour, come at the man.
Indeed.
I mean, this is the Shaheen that Pakistan would be looking for. I mean, in the rest of the game.
Yeah. और I think कि एक चीज अभी केन विलियमसन ने की है जो कि T20s में या मॉडर्न क्रिकेट में ज्यादा नहीं होती, वो ये था कि he left the ball. But not only did he leave the ball, he actually watched the ball go to the wicketkeeper to see कि वो कितनी move कर रही है, right? And I think that's also him trying to understand कि आज किस फील्ड में शाहीन आया है, क्योंकि उससे पहले का शाहीन थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट था, वेरिएशंस पे विकटें, कैचेस पे विकटें, और आज वाला शाहीन seems slightly different.
Okay. Naseem has come on to bowl. He's been really good in the tournament. लेकिन what I think has happened is कि बाकी pacers इतना अच्छा perform करें that his performances have gone a bit unnoticed. Varna, I think Naseem was brilliant in the last match. He was really good in the South Africa game as well.
Naseem has been bit. I mean, he hasn't got the wickets, but he has been putting in all that energy, which is quite natural of Naseem Shah.
Yeah, his economy is 5.66, which is the best out of all our fast bowlers right now.
True.
I remember वो India game में भी आप देखें, Naseem ने I think he bowled the 17th over there and he went for about 4 runs. So even in the games which we've lost, he's bowled exceptionally well in terms of economy.
Okay, so I mean he has been putting those hard yard, but he hasn't been rewarded with the wickets so far. और अक्सर ऐसे ही होता है कि एक एंड से एक फास्ट बॉलर थोड़ा प्रेशर पुट कर रहा होता है, रन्स कंटेन कर रहा होता है, और दूसरे एंड से बाकी लोग कैपिटलाइज कर रहे होते हैं. नसीम हैज प्लेड दैट एक्ट. तो हमने देखा कि यहाँ पे रन्स काफी सारे होते हैं इस विकेट पे, एंड दिस इज अ फ्रेश विकेट, दिस एसएसजी विकेट. तो गिवन के पाकिस्तान ने थोड़ा शुरू अर्ली ऑन में स्ट्रैंगुलेट कर लिया, न्यूजीलैंड विल बी लुकिंग टू build the innings, and both of them are anchors by nature. What is the target that New Zealand would be looking at?
New Zealand would want 170, 180 at the very least. Pakistan would want to restrict them to 140, 150. एक चीज अगर हम सोचें वो ये है कि न्यूजीलैंड ने अभी तक एक्सट्रीम पेस या एक्सप्रेस पेस जो है वो उस तरह से फेस नहीं की. उनके ग्रुप में साउथ अफ्रीका नहीं थी, जो कि मेरा ख्याल है बस एक ही और साइड है जिसके पास इतनी ज्यादा पेस है consistently. Zimbabwe guy, I think
that's a good shot.
That's a good shot. That
was a short ball and pulled away towards mid wicket for 4.
That was just slightly slow. He's been bowling around 88. This was 84. I think Conway picked it quicker.
And went to the back foot.
Yeah, went to the back foot. He saw the gap as well. I think this was just smart cricket. थोड़ी सी low रही. I think he was expecting it to bounce a little more. But coming back to Naseem, I think he has been tremendous. And as you said कि वो कभी कभार लक होता है आपका कि एक साइड से विकेट ले जाते हैं सारे और आप बैठे होते हो खाली हाथ. But I mean, just to come in and bowl the first ball at like 88. इतना आसान नहीं होता कि आप अभी भी वार्म अप हो रहे होते, you're getting used to the conditions. That sheer pace, or honestly, except for perhaps this ball, I think he's kept it very tight.
That's very good. And that was really close. Almost chopped it on.
Almost had him.
Times have we seen
Look at the pressure he's putting on.
And 2-3 दफा तो उसने chopped on से because of the bounce.
True.
And 4 dot balls in this over. I think this is great. He's not letting the batter.
Look at the way he has bowled.
That was really close.
Almost chopped it on.
Wow.
It missed the stumps. Just missed.
Just kind of brushed maybe a little bit.
Yeah. All sorts of things happening.
The batter would definitely be in a lot of pressure.
Exactly. क्योंकि वो पहुंच नहीं रहा था, उसको अगर बॉल के डायरेक्शन थोड़ी सी विकेटों की तरफ होती तो
his bat could have hit the stumps.
Yes,
exactly. तो Naseem is bowling fire here.
Absolutely. Naseem is, or he's also kept just that tight length to build that pressure. Look at that. Like that's
his charge down the wicket, or is hit it towards.
It's not timed. It might go for 4.
He's making them work for their runs, so it's not easy at all for them.
उनको कह रहा है कि आओ chances
low.
और वही बात है कि इसी वजह से दूसरी साइड से फिर प्लेयर्स को होता है यार अच्छा हम नसीम के खिलाफ तो स्कोर नहीं कर सकते, let us try against the other one, and the other one sort of gets the wicket.
But यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा पॉजिटिव इंटेंट था डेवन कॉनवे की तरफ से भी. लास्ट बॉल में he was almost out. उससे पहले उसने एक चौका लिया, फिर 3 डॉट बॉल्स थी, पूरे ओवर में 4 डॉट बॉल्स, but then he came down the wicket. This is one of the things about Devon Conway. He takes on the fight.
और ये साइकोलॉजिकल बैटल बहुत मजेदार होगा देखने के लिए, क्योंकि न्यूजीलैंड वो टीम नहीं है जो बैक डाउन कर जाए, डर जाए, शेल में चली जाए, और पाकिस्तान वो टीम नहीं है कि बॉलिंग अपनी जो है वो नपी तुली कर दे. like if they have to bowl fast, they will bowl fast.
I mean, we were just discussing before this match that Pakistan has the best economy in the World Cup and New Zealand has the best run rate. So it's a great battle between the two best.
Absolutely.
And there were, I mean, so many of our fans were talking जब हमारा सेमीफाइनल के लिए ifs and buts चल रहे थे, तो कि पाकिस्तान जैसी bowling lineup, इतनी अच्छी bowling lineup, they should be in the semifinals. And now we see that Pakistan are in the semifinals.
Shaheen is back, and
this was a wide ball
was
and
a chance.
That wasn't, I think,
he's making him play up.
काफी wide ball था और थोड़ा slow था, 125 का ball था.
I think Shaheen चाह रहा है कि थोड़ी सी अंदर आए, right? Like तो he's, I mean, the pitch has not been. It hasn't suggested a lot so far.
But was that a cutter?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll need to see that closely.
थोड़ा change of pace था.
हाँ, हो सकता है.
और he's played it थोड़ा apish खेला है केन विलियमसन ने.
And I think that is what Shaheen wanted as well. That's why he just threw it full so he could.
Yeah.
And he had fielders in place for it. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Kane Williamson managed to find the gap, and he could not get the boundary, but he got 3 runs from there. अच्छा, थोड़ा सा शाम का वक्त है, वहाँ पे सूरज गरूब हो रहा है सिडनी में,
Yes.
and I mean it would kind of suit our bowling. जिस तरह से हमने देखा कि शाहीन अच्छा कर, अच्छा स्कोर प्रिडिक्टर यहाँ पे बता रहा है कि 171 at the current scoring rate. तो न्यूजीलैंड would try to get maybe 10-15 more runs from there.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल 180 170 180 190 anything that they could manage.
Yeah.
लेकिन Pakistan would hate that.
Oh, that's
the thing
great.
on
That's
the
very
best.
close. I think
Umpire
they'll go
will
up for
be-
this.
Umpire
might
unmoved
actually,
है इसके
because-
ऊपर.
Yeah.
Mariah Erasmus thinks it's
Do you
going
think there
down
was
the
back?
leg. No, I think he thinks it's going down the leg.
शाहीन के रिएक्शन से शाहीन
नहीं, I
वापस
don't
जा
think
रहे हैं.
they're going up.
I think Pakistan feels like there was something wrong with it. They did appeal, अच्छे से
It
appeal
looked
किया था.
very
नहीं,
close.
मुझे लग रहा है कि umpires call की वजह से वो ऊपर नहीं गए. This does look it's going down the leg.
Yeah.
और even if it is clipping तो half clip कर रहा होगा तो फिर decision overturn नहीं होगा.
Rizwan
But
with
Shaheen
a
is
full-hearted
really.
appeal there.
रिजवान की
Shaheen
appeals का तो हमें पता है.
पता है.
But
Always-
Shaheen's making them play and making them miss. So
That's
इस तरह
always
के
a good
chances.
sign.
Yeah,
हाँ.
definitely.
And once
Brilliant.
more-
He's still keeping that full length.
Yeah.
He's
Ball
bowling
कितनी
the-
move हो रही है अभी भी.
I'm really enjoying this actually.
Yeah.
you know?
pitching it up front always. I mean,
क्योंकि इससे पहले तक हमारी स्ट्रेटजी रही है कि थोड़ा पीछे करो, रन्स रोको, बट शाहीन इज गोइंग फॉर इट. He's like मुझे 2 विकेट चाहिए या 3 विकेट चाहिए पावर प्ले में, मैंने वो लेके रहना. I mean, and just the way he set Allen up right there.
Yeah.
एक बाहर निकली. I mean, he's such a dangerous bowler, and अगर
exactly.
आप एक ही लेंथ से दोनों तरफ मूव कर सकते हैं, then I mean,
It's yeah,
at like 90 or like 88,
definitely.
it's
बिल्कुल.
just crazy.
That makes you a dangerous customer.
Shaheen coming in again
अच्छा.
and
This was banked short because he saw the
down
batsman
to
coming down the
deep
wicket.
square.
अच्छा, हम हेड टू हेड की बात करें अगर पाकिस्तान और न्यूजीलैंड के दरमियान, तो पाकिस्तान हैज got advantage. Pakistan are ahead with basically Pakistan have won 17 games against New Zealand. From the 28 games these both teams have faced each other in, and New Zealand have won 11 games. So normally we see that Pakistan is ahead of New Zealand. और recently भी जो record है उसमें last 5 matches में
4 हम जीते.
4 हम जीते हैं, 1 न्यूजीलैंड जीता है. और the interesting thing is that 4 of the games were in New Zealand.
अच्छा, okay.
Yeah.
And one was in Sharjah, the World Cup game.
Yes.
So advantage Pakistan.
Advantage Pakistan for sure. We're also coming out of a victorious triangular series.
Yeah.
So I think वो तो दिमाग में चल रहा होता है.
वो एक
कि
psychological-
last जो हमारा fixture था उसमें क्या हुआ था.
हम एक फाइनल खेल के आ रहे हैं न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ और हमने वो जीता था.
And also, I think, again, it seems like we've had that psychological advantage at times over New Zealand, not just in T20s, but in the ODI World Cup as well.
Yeah.
तो वो भी, you know, जिस तरह से South Africa भी एक तरह से we've become like a boogie team for them के World Cups में हमसे हार जाते हैं, no matter how strong their team is.
Exactly.
So I think New Zealand has been a similar one, as we were seeing. The last 3 encounters were 92 semi-final, 99 semi-final,
Semi-final.
2007 semi-final.
Semi-final 2010 में नहीं 2007
2007 में
2007 में था.
Shaheen
semi-final.
conceding again just 5 runs
5
on
runs,
that
yeah,
over,
yeah.
and
there was an
half
appeal
chance
as
there,
well.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they bring Naseem or do they go for Haris, because
मुझे
that's
लगता है
what they
नसीम
usually
से
do.
एक और ओवर करा देंगे.
I think they might leave Naseem
अच्छा.
to bring in the middle.
हो सकता
What do you
है.
think?
हाँ,
मुझे लग रहा है नसीम can take a wicket here, and I think Babar might go with Naseem.
उसने एक चांस बनाया था, अभी 100 के वो कर रहा है. तो I guess बाबर should
देखते
take a
हैं.
chance इस अगले ओवर में.
Yeah, I would like him to bowl.
Right.
But I don't think Haris को भी लाने में कुछ है. I think Haris has done really good with the new ball
Absolutely.
as well. और वो मतलब 150 पे जब आपके ऊपर आती है बॉल तो फिर you know you're forced into playing some shots.
Exactly. This is one of the things about, I mean, Babar must be at very ease. He's got options. उसके पास fast bowling में options हैं. Wasim Junior
And then
है,
we have 3
Haris है.
spinners to go with. So
Yeah.
I mean that's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Even you can bring in Ifti at any point
Yes.
of time, given कि एक left-hander वहाँ पे खड़ा है.
बिल्कुल.
And I feel like they will use Ifti here. He's I think पिछले मैच में he didn't even show like you know he hasn't bowled in the whole tournament. He looked ready to bowl.
शंटो को आउट किया था इफ्तिखार ने
बिल्कुल.
last match.
The big wicket, yeah.
Yeah, right. So I mean, Babar will be looking for wickets, and it will be interesting to see कि यहाँ पे कौन सा bowling change करता है बाबर. हारिस रऊफ को लेके आए हैं as Arham
हाँ,
called
I
it.
think they stuck with their plan.
Okay.
slightly full.
And that's
Uh,
really good fielding
yeah,
try.
uh, acha, due to some of the technical, I mean, issues, we'll be going offline for a moment, and of course, we'll be back as soon as possible. Just stay tuned.
अच्छा होता ही
हाँ जी,
यू थिंक ये
ये चीज होती है। हाँ जी, हाँ जी, मैं अब आपकी आवाज चले, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, ओके। हाँ जी, वी आर गोइंग लाइव। ये चीज होती है, ब्लैक बॉल व्हाइट बॉल आ रही है। Okay. So we are back after a little technical glitch. Pardon us for that break. That was, if that was inconvenient. So Haris Rauf was brought into the attack into the in fourth over of the innings, and was it a good move?
Yeah, I think they stuck to their plan. वही करते हैं, वो एक नसीम से करवाते हैं. And I think I sort of also appreciate this क्योंकि they're not trying to overdo something. नसीम से करवा सकते थे over. I don't think उसमें भी कोई मसला होता. But I think it also depends on what confidence or message the captain wants to convey to their bowlers.
Right.
तो मुझे लगता है कि रऊफ के साथ they went because उसका
हाँ.
बनता है हमेशा चौथा ओवर तो
हाँ.
वो करवा रहे हैं उसे. 23 for 1 है. चौथा ओवर मुकम्मल होने लगा है और he's just given 4 runs. I mean, this is sensational.
Yeah.
I think Pakistan could not have asked for a better start. Perhaps the wicket may be over here. And
But
they would
even
love
if he
it.
doesn't get a wicket, like if he ends this over with not more than 5 or 6 runs given,
Yeah.
so they will be forced to hit the next bowler
Yeah.
who comes in. Jo I think could be Shaheen as well. Uska bhi khatam
Yeah.
kar sakte hain. Could be. I mean, it could be a spinner as well.
अच्छा, केन विलियमसन को थोड़ा मसला आ रहा है, सामने साइड स्क्रीन के ऊपर कुछ लोग मूवमेंट हो रही है, और ये एज यू आस्क्ड मी,
हाँ, मैं ये पूछ रहा था आपसे कि ये होता है और ये कितना तंग करता है.
बिल्कुल ये चीज होती है क्योंकि यू आर ट्राइंग टू फोकस ऑन द बॉल एंड द बॉल्स कलर इज वाइट, पीछे ब्लैक साइड स्क्रीन लगी हुई है और आप देख रहे होते हैं बॉलर की आर्म को,
uh,
और अगर उसके पीछे थोड़ी सी भी मूवमेंट हो फिर आपको पता नहीं चलता फ्रॉम वेयर द बॉल इज कमिंग।
अच्छा तो आपको रिलीज पॉइंट
आपको रिलीज पॉइंट में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन होता है।
And
This is
he's
one.
finished over with the dot ball.
He's
4
finished
runs.
over with the dot
Brilliant.
ball. So this was a great start from Haris Rauf, great start from Pakistan, and Pakistan will be looking to build on to this start.
But it'll be also, एक पॉइंट आएगा जहां न्यूजीलैंड भी काउंटर अटैक पे आएगी, and that will be, I think, a very difficult phase for us to deal with as
और
well.
हो सकता है they go after the spinners.
Yeah, absolutely.
क्योंकि विलियमसन का भी मैं देख रहा था, they were showing the stats and they were like he's secure against pacers but he has a high average against spinners. And he might go for those.
लेकिन उसमें हमारे पास आज ये लग्जरी है कि हम फंसेंगे नहीं। हमारे पास 4 फास्ट बॉलर्स हैं और एक हमारा प्रीमियर स्पिनर शादाब खान है, तो उसके बाद हमारे पास इफ्तिखार और नवाज हैं। नवाज हैज bowled around 7-8 overs in this tournament. इफ्तिखार ने भी थोड़ी बॉलिंग की है, तो all we have to do is to chip in with 2 or 3 overs from either of नवाज और इफ्तिखार डिपेंडिंग ऑन के विकेट के ऊपर कौन है।
अभी तो we have one right and one left-handed batter, तो I think उनकी नजरें होंगी विलियमसन की विकेट पे, because he's definitely the more dangerous one.
वसीम जूनियर आए हैं बॉलिंग पे, और
अच्छा और एक डिफरेंट प्लान के साथ वसीम आए यहाँ पर। यू सॉ हिम बॉलिंग शॉट और मुझे नहीं लग रहा था कि वो लेग स्लिपेज शॉर्ट फाइन लेग खड़ी होगी वहां पे। मुझे लग रहा था कि इट विल गो टू
फाइन लेग पीछे होगा।
अब दैट्स इंटरेस्टिंग, जिसका मतलब है कि ही बोल्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लान। तो मेरा ख्याल है कि इससे वो कह रहे हैं कि शॉट कराओ, थोड़ी सी
इसे शॉट कराओ
या थोड़ा प्रेशर डालो।
हाँ बिल्कुल। और इसके एग्जैक्टली उसके इस रीजन में अगर आप थोड़ा टारगेट करें तो यहाँ पे ही कैन गिव यू दैट एज जो आपने फील्डर पीछे
लगाया। ट्राई टू क्रैम्प द बैट्समैन, आई एम अज्यूमिंग।
या और वसीम जूनियर की एक बड़ी एक अच्छी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है कि वसीम जूनियर ही हिट्स द गुड हार्ड प्रोबिंग लेंथ।
There we go.
Brilliant.
This is a good fielding from Haris Rauf at short fine leg.
Almost a replay of the previous ball.
It'll be great to see ke again. The question is which bowler will New Zealand target. I think we're at a point now. आप तकरीबन 7 bowlers के साथ आए हुए हैं, तो we have a lot of, we're spoiled for choice.
And this is what we have learned from our first game against India, जहाँ पे हम bowlers की choices हमारे पास थी नहीं और हम फंस चुके थे। हमने आखिरी ओवर नवाज से करवाया और इस conundrum की वजह से हमसे एक इतना important मैच चला गया। तो it's good कि we have learned our lessons and now we are enjoying that.
An inside edge once again.
He might have chopped it on.
That
was a direct hit.
Well.
But I guess the batsman was in by.
But definitely puts pressure on the batters that are running between the wickets.
उनके माइंड में ये होगा कि टीम they are on their toes and they are hitting the stumps.
और momentum Pakistan, I mean very easily. That was Naseem with a strong right arm. I'm not surprised that he managed to hit the stumps, honestly.
Exactly.
और उसको खड़ा भी उधर किया भाई, लेफ्टी के लिए रऊफ खड़ा होता है फाइन लेग पे और ये यहाँ पे रहते हैं।
Both have really strong
bowlers in there with their strong
और फास्ट बॉलर जब अपनी बॉलिंग आर्म से थ्रो करता है तो I mean you dare not take a chance on that.
That's a good ball. That's a good shot.
Again we see कि अगर आप विलियमसन को उस लेंथ के ऊपर करवाते रहेंगे तो बहुत आराम से रोटेट करेगा स्ट्राइक,
वो नज करता रहेगा।
मुझे लगता है थोड़ा चांस देना चाहिए इनको विलियमसन के अगेंस्ट। मे बी दे शुड बोल स्लाइटली फुल या स्लाइटली शॉर्ट, क्योंकि अगर आप लेंथ बॉल कराते रहेंगे तो यू सी हिम एट ईज ओवर।
राइट, लेकिन बट गिवन दैट वी आर प्लेइंग T20 इंटरनेशनल्स, if they are not scoring boundaries, तो पाकिस्तान वुड काइंड ऑफ एक थोड़ा नेगेटिव टैक्टिक भी आ जाता है, बट दे वुड लाइक कि केन विलियमसन मिडिल में ही रहे।
हाँ, लेकिन आई थिंक ही इज अ प्लेयर लाइक कोहली, यू नो। अगर आपने उसको रहने दिया तो वो ले जाएगा मैच आपसे। तो एट सम पॉइंट यू विल हैव टू डिवाइस अ स्ट्रेटजी टू गेट हिम आउट।
True, in the last game against Ireland, he started playing those shots that I mean he played with a good strike rate. लेकिन overall अगर हम इसका केन विलियमसन का टूर्नामेंट का स्ट्राइक रेट देखें तो that is 118 and his scores were 132 before the start of this game, and is New Zealand's second leading run scorer in this tournament. And his highest score was 61. So I mean again the onus is on him to build the innings and to give New Zealand a good start.
But the bowler to watch out for me is again Shadab. Has been so good in this tournament, highest wicket taker from the spinners, And he's also, let's not forget, at 97 international T20
Yeah,
wickets,
and he's
joint highest with Shahid
joint
Afridi.
highest.
Wow.
And if he takes a
Wow.
wicket today, तो वो पाकिस्तान का leading T20 international wicket
Yeah.
taker बन जाएगा.
And he
How
could be the
amazing
first
is that?
100 to 100 very
हाँ,
soon.
he could
in
also
this
become the
tournament.
first 200
Of
T20
course,
nationals.
of course.
अभी शादाब के ऊपर अगर हम बात करें, शादाब ने 2017 अप्रैल में अपना T20 करियर स्टार्ट किया. ऑफ कोर्स हम सबके सामने ये स्टार्ट हुआ है, और
Yes.
इतने शॉर्ट टाइम में फॉर अ लेग स्पिनर टू
Yeah.
टेक ऑल दोस विकेट्स,
Yeah.
इट्स जस्ट ब्रिलियंट.
He's becoming a world class leg spinner. I
हाँ.
mean, there's no doubt about it. और वही हमने बात उस दिन भी की थी कि डरता नहीं है फ्लाइट देने से, बॉल को स्लो रखने से, लेंथ बहुत अच्छी है, वेरिएशन बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है, लेकिन जब एक
Yeah.
गोगली है, एंड आई थिंक दैट डज द जॉब.
स्पॉट ऑन वेरिएशन है. हाँ,
हाँ, एक ही लेंथ पे पहली बॉल पे he'll do his normal spin and then उसी लेंथ के ऊपर he'll just bring it in.
शादाब के बारे में अक्सर ये बात सुनी है, जब ये अंडर 19 में भी ग्रो कर रहा था,
Yeah.
तो इसके पास एक पक्की गूगली थी, और ये बैट्समैन को सेट करता है, लेग ब्रेक लेग ब्रेक लेग ब्रेक,
Classic.
और हाँ क्लासिक और गूगली. और इसका जो बॉलिंग एक्शन है वो लगता है कि ऑफ स्पिनर बॉलिंग करने आ रहा है.
हाँ,
उसमें
okay,
भी
very
थोड़ी सी एक
interesting.
डिसेप्शन का एलिमेंट है, लेकिन
Yeah.
बट देन उसका स्ट्रेटेशन.
हाँ.
Oh,
अच्छा,
that's-
डेवन कॉनवे has come down the wicket and hit Haris Rauf over cover, one bounce for 4.
That's interesting. Bringing Rauf back for the second over. I thought they'd leave 3 for the end.
Yeah.
Bring him in the middle again.
And-
But maybe this is also an attacking approach.
हाँ.
के wicket
Six?
निकालनी है.
Was it a 6?
No,
That was a 4. But
That
do
was a
you
4.
feel like Haris is perhaps bowling a bit too full
Wide.
at this?
This was
I think
wide
it was
at
wide.
6 stump पे बॉल था, लेकिन 150 kph का था, तो हारिस will have to, I mean, come back to his length.
But very good eye. I mean, Devin Conway, all the credit to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He इतनी तेज पेस पे खेलना हुआ, I think थोड़ा अंदर करवाएगा.
Much better.
Yeah, I think that's the strategy. वो length तो वही चाह रहे हैं, but the width is sort of the
Yeah.
line is off.
He's brought his pace down a bit at 142. now.
142, 8 slower this time.
You also see how far away from the crease he
Crease,
is.
he is थोड़ा पीछे से बॉल किया
थोड़ा
था,
पीछे
अच्छा
से,
खासा एक यार्ड पीछे था वो.
So Haris actually has did this to control his no balls back when he was in Australia, I believe. And I think this is a great thing for a death bowler to have, क्योंकि no balls तो बिल्कुल ना वो game change कर देती है. And when you can bowl at 150, I think you also have the luxury कि आप थोड़ा सा पीछे से करवा लो, इतनी pace आपकी lose नहीं होगी.
और हारिस का एक ये भी है कि he has played in Big Bash, यहाँ पे इसी ग्राउंड में भी he's played for Melbourne Stars.
Yes.
तो he'll be knowing all that. और डेवन कॉनवे के बारे में अगर हम बात करें, तो एक पॉजिटिव इंटेंट था कि बेशक 150 kph का बॉल है और हम थोड़े स्ट्रैंगुलेट हो रहे हैं, लेकिन if it is a wide ball, I'm going to come down the wicket, I'm going to hit it.
Yeah.
So intent is clear from Conway's side.
और variations आती हारिस रऊफ की तरफ से. He's also saying कि वो कट किया बॉल को. So but well played by Williamson. खतरनाक लग रहा है इस वक्त. I think आहिस्ता once again it's all about getting his wicket.
Yeah.
Even Devin Conway, honestly, at this point he's perhaps more dangerous than Kane Williamson.
And goes
short
short
towards
and
square
then
leg,
towards the fine
and
leg.
that will be cut off by the boundary rider Mohammad Haris. Mohammad Haris has been a very good fielder in this the games that he has played so
He
far.
struggled a bit in the field today. एक अभी पिछले ओवर में fumble भी हुआ है. and, एक दो
That was
दफा तो-
93 mph just by the way.
Yeah,
That's
150
brilliant.
kph.
Yeah.
तो हारिस इज ब्रीथिंग फायर. अच्छा, अगर हम क्राउड की बात करें, तो हमने अब तक जितने भी जहां भी स्टैंड्स में कैमरा जाता था, तो इट वाज ऑल ग्रीन. देयर वर सो मेनी पाकिस्तानी फैंस.
Yeah, and अभी वो उन्होंने हमें एक graphic दिखाया है that it is not bouncing as much in Sydney today. So I believe this is on a used pitch as well. So perhaps उसकी वजह से भी
Right.
it's not bouncing as much as it usually does.
Right.
Yeah, this is absolutely brilliant by
Yeah.
Pakistani pacers.
135. That's a slower ball for Rauf.
For Rauf.
I mean, 38 for
That's not even his average speed.
Yeah, 38 for 5.5 overs.
Yeah.
I think this is a masterclass.
It's a good start. अगर हम देखें
Yeah.
कि फिन एलन अगर टॉप पे है, था डेवन कॉनवे है, और यहीं पर इन्होंने अपना पहला वर्ल्ड कप का मैच खेला, तो they could have gone for a, I mean, fiery start यहाँ पे, but then Pakistan have managed to kind of strangulate them to a run rate of 6 in the power play. So this is advantage
और
Pakistan.
फिर semi-final है, pressure game. I think New Zealand will even be comfortable with a score around
Again,
one.
Apish, and there's a chance.
Apish,
that's
और
direct.
ये
Go
direct
ahead.
hit थी.
But I think he's
शादाब खान
Shadab
थे.
looks like he's got it.
I do
शादाब
think
खान थे.
It
और
looked like the batter was in, but it'll be interesting
but
to see.
जिस तरह से हारिस रऊफ ने रिएक्ट किया था, it looked like कि ये आउट है, और पाकिस्तान टीम ने जिस तरह से सेलिब्रेट कर रही है, it feels like कि बैट्समैन जो है वो शॉर्ट ऑफ द क्रीज है. अभी विल सी
Wow.
जब अपस्टेयर्स जाके
That's a
देखते हैं.
beautiful throw.
शादाब खान,
खूबसूरत.
what a
Shadab is
player,
a
man.
match changer.
Yeah.
और जो भी ये देख रहा है,
बिल्कुल.
मैं ये एक यानी कि I just want to bring this to your notice कि
Sure, sure.
यहाँ से उसको एक स्टंप नजर आ रही है
बिल्कुल.
हाँ.
जहाँ से उसने फेंका है,
Let's
right?
take a look
Exactly.
at that.
लॉन्ग ऑफ पे खड़ा है और डायरेक्ट थ्रो है. लेट्स सी.
It's out.
It's out.
It's
It's
out.
out.
Brilliant.
Devon Conway's shot of the crease.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah,
What a
Shadab Khan
big
is
wicket.
Wow.
Shadab Khan is brilliant with the ball, with the
Absolutely
bat,
amazing.
in the field.
Wow.
He's taking you wickets. He's scoring runs for you.
Wow.
I mean, wow, Shadab Khan, wow.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
This could be a big moment in the game.
Yeah.
Devon Conway has been having a very good
Especially
tournament.
now that they were building the innings and coming out of the power play, आपको चाहिए था
Yeah.
कि एक टिका हुआ बैट्समैन होता है.
Yeah.
Now you've gotten the wicket.
Yeah.
38 for 2 of 6 overs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the ideal start.
Yeah.
Pakistan.
He's been averaging at
Yeah.
41 in just the T20 World
Exactly.
Cup, and
Yeah.
this is
This is
massive. I think
brilliant.
पूरे गेम पे भी
हाँ.
इसका impact
Impact
again बहुत
पड़ेगा,
बड़ा होता है. Like
exactly.
the team gets motivated a lot जब इस
Yeah.
तरह का कोई moment आता
Yeah.
है. And you know, जिस तरह से हम इस मैच के अंदर आए, it really felt like the momentum was with us, and everything
Yeah.
has kind of just gone
हाँ.
for Pakistan
Gone
जब
for
से ये मैच शुरू हुआ है. तो
Pakistan,
even the
True.
first wicket of Finn Allen, I think
Hmm.
you know, the fact that Shine stuck with it, and Finn Allen also stuck with what he was
Stuck with
wanted
what
to
he
do,
was doing.
hitting
Just
over.
cat and mouse thing, वो फिर
हाँ,
बॉल कर रहा है.
बिल्कुल,
अच्छा,
बिल्कुल.
कमिंग टुवर्ड्स दिस रन आउट, हम देखें कि नॉर्मली ये होता है कि बैट्समैन हम बॉलिंग से अपनी विकेट लेने की कोशिश कर रहे होते हैं. That we have tried, and Phil Allen, Devon Conway was one of those guys कि जो odd weak ball आ रही थी उसको वो hit भी कर रहा था, and he was taking his chances. और इस तरह के moments भी होते हैं जो changes लेके आते हैं गेम में. पर यहाँ पे शादाब खान जैसा प्लेयर who's world class, न्यूजीलैंड कहेगा कि जी अच्छा बॉल था, हमने अच्छा खेला, वीक बॉल था, उस पे हमने चौका मारा. बट यहाँ पे छोटी छोटी चीजें जो होती हैं that make a difference in big games. कि शादाब खान out of nowhere comes, hits the stumps and gets a wicket.
Yeah.
I mean, Pakistan would really take it, and New Zealand would never have expected this.
Yeah. He has a knack of getting Pakistan back into the game.
Hmm.
Either तो they were
Yeah.
never out of it, लेकिन मुझे याद है कि जो साउथ अफ्रीका वाली गेम थी 2 विकेटें और उसके बाद वो मैच ही जीत गए थे उसके बाद क्योंकि
Yeah.
वो Douglas Lewis. और यहाँ पर भी I mean it's just his impact.
And he's back.
And
Now
he's
he's back
with the ball
And we've seen Shadab get first over wickets throughout the World Cup.
throughout the World Cup.
तो I think इसके जो 4 ओवर होंगे ना, New Zealand will probably play them a bit cautiously.
अच्छा,
And the Kiwis are fast.
हाँ,
Look at that.
fast enough. अच्छा, शादाब सर्कल की एज पे थे, लेकिन शॉट थोड़ा स्लो था, तो वो भाग के आगे आए हैं और फिर उन्होंने अपना एम लिया, and this was a great throw,
Picture
brilliant throw.
perfect moment.
And
Look
he
at that.
knew that it was out.
He knew it was out. I mean, this is brilliant. This is world class fielding from Shadab Khan.
Amazing.
आप
Goosebumps.
आप you are kind of intimidating the game. Game अपने फ्लो में चल रही है, लेकिन आप खड़े हैं और आप अपने के साथ इतना impact create करते हैं कि it brings a change in the game.
Yeah.
So let's see what kind of change he brings in game with his bowling.
Keeps him down to a single. I think Williamson versus Shadab is a
Yes.
competition I really wanted to watch.
Okay.
World class bowler, world class batter.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I'm
get
surprised
better.
Conway did not jump, dive rather.
Yeah.
क्योंकि I think
That
he
goes
never
to the
thought
boundary.
कि वो
अच्छा,
out होगा.
हाँ.
Glenn Phillips is here, so he's the second, I think, key batter in New Zealand's
Yeah.
lineup
Yes.
today.
Glenn Phillips is their leading run scorer इस World Cup में, and he's got a century on this ground as well against Sri
Wow.
Lanka.
Yeah. Yes.
And
He's
he's
got
been striking at 163 with a
Exactly.
with an average of 48. So
yeah. And this boundary was his 200th run in this World Cup,
brilliant.
Yeah.
and he's striking at an strike rate of 163.
Yeah.
So he's kind of playing that sky role for New Zealand.
बिल्कुल ये रवि शास्त्री ने भी आज कहा था कि he's a very Surya Kumar type player.
Yeah.
But let's see क्या होता है because this is the wicket Pakistan want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of the bowlers are sort of looking at Glenn Phillips के
Yeah.
who gets his wicket.
अच्छा,
Matthew Hayden is stoked.
Yeah,
Absolutely
exactly.
stoked.
Matthew Hayden is doing that Viv Richard kind of thing. कि
Yes.
जब भी out होता है तो
Great.
Out में खड़े होके.
And
Achha,
if you just take a look, sorry to interrupt,
Yeah,
but
no
like if you just look, the fielders on the offside have also come in from the circle thoda sa.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're cramping Williamson for runs क्योंकि Williamson अपनी पूरी innings चलाता ही single double
हाँ.
पे है. He's
और-
so good at that, and they've look at the offside
हाँ.
fielders. They're all slightly in the circle.
और अगर वो पीछे होंगे तो वो नच करके सिंगल ले सकता
बिल्कुल.
है, तो this is a good strategy
Look
from
at that.
Pakistan. हाँ,
Brilliant.
fielders बिल्कुल ऊपर है. Pakistan have been really spot on with their
very proactive in the
strategies.
field. I think credit must go to Babar. for-
अच्छी
Exactly.
captaincy, अच्छी fielding, अच्छी bowling. I mean, I don't think they've been lacking in any department so
And
far.
Yeah.
exactly, this has been so spot on. और शादाब खान के बारे में अगर हम बात करें, of course his joint leading wicket taker with Shahid Afridi at 97, but in last 1 year he has been one of our strike bowlers.
Yeah.
I mean जहाँ पे नसीम शाह इतना अच्छा बॉलिंग कर रहा था, शाहीन अंदर से अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहा था, उसने अभी आके भी 9 आउट कर लिए हैं. तो शादाब खान in last 1 year has taken most wickets for Pakistan in T20 internationals, that is 36.
Yeah.
Wow.
तो उसके बाद हारिस रऊफ की 35 है, मोहम्मद वसीम जूनियर की 31 है, नवाज की 26 है,
Yeah.
और शाहीन अफरीदी की 18 है in last 1 year.
And a spinner to do that in Australia,
or
get
around the
some of
world.
those wickets in
Yeah.
Australia, I think is
10 of those wickets in Australia.
he is the highest wicket taker, right? Even in this World Cup for us.
I think he's joined with
For us,
Sam
yes,
Curran
he's
and all
joined.
that.
Yes.
For
And
us,
then
yeah.
Overall, where does he stand?
I think
Second.
he's third or fourth. No,
Maybe second joint.
Wow.
Second joint. है.
Second
Acha,
joint.
okay, wow.
He has 10 wickets in the
That's
tournament.
brilliant. I mean, for
Yeah.
leggy,
And I mean, for someone who's batting and batting brilliantly as well, matlab, I'm surprised actually. कुछ दिन पहले अभी ICC bowlers rankings भी update हुई हैं, all-rounder की भी हुई हैं, but you hardly find either of Pakistani bowlers or someone like Shadab Khan in the all-rounder.
Exactly.
I think he's going to be one of the greatest all-rounders Pakistan has
True.
produced
And
for a
this,
very long time.
yeah. And this is a very interesting introduction कि
Okay.
मोहम्मद नवाज को 8वें ओवर में बाबर आजम ने इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया, which I would say कि this is uncharacteristic of बाबर आजम.
But
Normally नवाज को हम रोक लेते थे.
Babar, I think, can smell blood.
Yeah.
Or he's pouncing on it.
It's two right-handers. I think ये matchups की game है.
Matchups की game है.
Williamson, Phillips दोनों left arm spin के against. I think generally right-handers don't have very good records.
और हमने फील्ड प्लेसमेंट देखी
That's
कि
really good.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Should have thrown it.
I mean, if अगर वो ट्राई करते तो
I think
थोड़ा
उसको
danger
लग नहीं रहा था
हो
कि वो इतना आगे आ गया.
Nawaz has struggled a bit with game awareness, I think, in
You
this
think
World
so?
Cup. I mean, उसका
Oh.
पिछला
Oh, that could have been out.
Yeah, that's what he's regretting. So you,
Oh,
I mean,
Babar is not happy.
you miss
about
all
that.
the chances you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky. My
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah.
अच्छा, केन विलियमसन का बैट स्टक हो गया था, अगर वो
Yeah.
थ्रो कर देते तो that was
Yeah, he could have like walked to the stumps at that point. I
हाँ,
think it would
exactly.
have been out. That is a very important chance. I think Pakistan will be regretting missing that.
लेकिन I
But
think
yeah.
ceremonially उसको
Oh.
बाद में realization हुई कि क्या हो रहा है.
Oh, that could have been out. अच्छा,
Babar is not happy. You can
नवाज
see him
ने
jumping.
नवाज ने बॉल लिया फॉलो थ्रू में, but he should have thrown to the stumps क्योंकि विलियमसन क्रीज के बाहर थे, लेकिन उन्होंने cautiously नहीं किया. So
But
that was a chance.
Nawaz की game awareness has been a bit like he's kind of been at the middle of it. पिछले मैच में भी when he got out against South Africa,
हाँ.
तो वही उसका edge लगा था, and then he
Yeah.
got given leg before, but he thought he was run out, लेकिन ball dead हो चुकी
Dead
थी.
हो चुकी
So
थी.
इस तरह की चीजों में it's better to just
अच्छा, इस तरह
sometimes take the risk.
इस तरह की चीजों में हो जाता है क्योंकि आप बहुत ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व नहीं होते एक्शन में. अगर हम देखें तो ये जो है ओवर नवाज कर रहे हैं, ये 8वां ओवर है उनका इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में.
Yeah.
तो I mean, if you are not part of the action, like somebody like Shadab is, or somebody who's a frontline spinner, so you tend to make mistakes. So
Yeah. I also think कभी-कभार होता है कि if you're in the middle of it, तो आपका बिल्कुल एक टनल विजन हो जाती है.
हाँ,
और आप एक बिगर पिक्चर ऑफ द गेम नहीं देख सकते. I
नहीं
think
देख सकते.
नवाज के साथ वही जो अरम ने भी बात की. I think इधर भी यही हुआ है कि because he's bowling and he's right in the middle of it, तो I think उसको एहसास नहीं हुआ कि स्ट्राइकर नॉन स्ट्राइकर कितना आगे आ गया.
अच्छा, तो if we already talked about head-to-head record, and if we talk about Pakistan and New Zealand facing each other in ICC knockout games, ICC tournaments knockout games, so Pakistan have beaten New Zealand in 1992 semi-final.
And that's gone! Big
Brilliant
wicket of
bowling
Glenn
from
Phillips.
Nawaz. Oh
That's-
wow, that is a
Pakistan
brilliant
have
bowling.
gotten all the key batsmen so far,
Exactly.
all the informed batsmen, and Pakistan के लिए इससे बेहतर start नहीं हो
Cotton
सकता था
ball
on the
था,
on the
exactly.
pitch of Sydney,
Sydney cricket
a
ground.
high scoring ground.
Exactly.
Pakistan is on fire.
Exactly. और नवाज ने भी अपने पहले ओवर में ब्रेक थ्रू दिया है. It's Glenn Phillips इतना बड़ा विकेट है.
I'm surprised. I
Oh,
don't know what
wow.
he was trying to do
That's
there. Like,
He was basically उसने इसको strangulate किया हुआ था, and he was trying to play towards on the on side,
yeah.
लेकिन बॉल इतना अच्छा था कि उसने चिप कर दिया उसको बिल्कुल सामने ही,
Yeah.
और नवाज वाज रियली रेडी कि इस दफा तो मैंने
इस
अपना
दफा
चांस
मैंने
लेना
chance
है,
लेना है।
एंड ही
और
टुक दैट चांस.
हाँ बिल्कुल, और नवाज अगेन न्यूजीलैंड इज टेकिंग अ cautious approach, semi-final pressure. Definitely they've been on the back foot.
Yeah.
और ये बस it looks like a very soft dismissal, and it seems like
Very
pressure
soft
में
dismissal. Yeah.
he's kind of just
From
given in.
from somebody like Glenn Phillips जो इतना अच्छा खेलता है,
Hmm.
उसके पास स्ट्रोक्स हैं, वो थोड़ा सेट
Yeah.
होने की कोशिश कर रहा था.
Hmm.
तो जैसे आपने एक बात की बड़ी मजे की कि पाकिस्तान एंड बाबर आर सेंसिंग ब्लड.
Yeah.
I mean, they know कि we have to take our chances.
Yeah.
And this is what sometimes happen कि जब पाकिस्तान रिसीविंग एंड पे होता है तो अगली टीम इस तरह से चांसेस ले रही होती है.
बिल्कुल.
तो आज आई फील लाइक कि दूसरा पाकिस्तान हैज टर्न्ड अप, द
Yes.
लीथल पाकिस्तान,
Yeah.
जो ये नहीं देखता कि आगे कौन सी टीम है,
Yeah.
whether it's केन विलियम्स न्यूजीलैंड या फिर इंडिया या कोई भी है. They take their chances, they bowl well, they field well.
Yeah.
So far Pakistan has been really great.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Daryl Mitchell will be coming out next, I believe, but
Yeah.
and he's done really well in the last World Cup. Took New Zealand to the final, played a very key role against the semi-final against England, and तक वो लेके गया था. So he'll definitely, again, इसमें you can't count out any player if they haven't been in form. You know, on their day कोई भी यहाँ निकल के गेम आपसे ले सकते हैं. So for Pakistan, important not to lose out on this huge advantage that they've got.
अच्छा, मिस टाइम किया था ग्लेन फिलिप्स ने बॉल को. He was trying to play towards on side. और पाकिस्तान के लिए अब ये एक अच्छा एक सेटअप हो गया है कि जैसे एशिया कप में हमारे मिडिल ओवर्स में नवाज और शादाब आ जाते थे, दो राइट हैंड बैट्समैन है, तो बाबर विल बी हैप्पी कि मैं इन दोनों को यूज कर रहा हूँ. अच्छा, आई हैव गॉट अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टैट कि परसेंटेज ऑफ टीम रन स्कोर्ड बाय मिडिल ऑर्डर. तो इफ यू सी कि हम न्यूजीलैंड के मिडिल ऑर्डर में ही चले गए हैं, डैरल मिचेल इज बैटिंग एंड विद हिम केन विलियमसन इज बैटिंग. तो न्यूजीलैंड देयर बैटर्स फ्रॉम 4 to 7 हैव स्कोर्ड at an average of 31 and they've struck at 150. तो उसमें एक बड़ा रोल ग्लेन फिलिप्स का था. So since Glenn Phillips is gone, where do you see New Zealand going from here?
I really hope that they go down from here.
Okay, of course we always want that. We'll
But
take
I think
that with both
Williamson-
hands.
But I think Williamson is now again, he's a world class batsman. You can't write him off. और
Yeah.
वही होता है कि बड़े बैट्समैन बड़ी प्रेशर सिचुएशंस में चल जाते हैं.
हाँ.
Let's hope that isn't the case for us, but that's what New Zealand wants, and that is what Glenn Phillips.
Oh, that was
ये भी एक
look
close
close
chance था. Darren,
Yeah.
इस दफे भी वही हुआ कि फील्डर ऊपर था, but they still took the chance of taking the run.
Probably was in,
That was
but
out, I think that was out.
that would
be
tight
close.
one.
that would have been
That would
really
be
close.
very
अच्छा, हम शान मसूद को देखें, वो अपनी पूरी शेप में नहीं थी जब थ्रो कर रहे थे, उन्होंने भागते हुए थ्रो कर दिया.
I think, I mean, you see a chance and you pounce on it. मुश्किल होता है ये
True.
chance करना.
But with every over Nawaz bowls, we also have to remember we're getting an additional option with our fast bowlers.
With our
कि हमने
fast
किसको
bowlers,
नहीं
yeah.
करवाने.
अगर
And I also see Iftikhar coming in because I feel like Jimmy Neesham ke against. Oh, that would have
that
been
was
out.
right on the line, and line
Yeah.
belongs to umpire, and I mean we would have loved to see that out.
But Jimmy Neesham जब मेरे ख्याल से आएगा left hander, he's not good against right hand off spin. So I think it'll be really good to see if Iftikhar bowl to him then.
Yeah.
Shadab has only conceded 9 runs off of his 2 overs.
Really?
First 2 overs.
Three runs
Shadab,
from this one. Shadab, yeah.
True.
And I think it's sensational how brilliant he is.
Yeah.
And I think वही है कि New Zealand really now have to plan this out and change their plans. I mean, अगर Glenn Phillips और Allen out हो चुके हैं, तो how does Kane Williamson take it from here? I think that is the question.
I mean, change of plans demands change of gears.
Yes.
और चेंज ऑफ गियर्स के लिए उनके पास डैरल मिचेल जैसा बंदा खड़ा है जो जिसने लास्ट ईयर के वर्ल्ड कप के सेमीफाइनल में दिखाया कि इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ ही उसने पहले एंकर किया, फिर देन ही स्टार्टेड गेटिंग दोस बाउंड्रीज. एंड जैसे आपने एक बड़ी मजे की बात की कि विद एवरी बॉलर एवरी ओवर दैट नवाज बॉल्स, हमारे पास ऑप्शंस बढ़ते जाएंगे. अगर वो वसीम को टारगेट करते हैं, हम नसीम को ला सकते हैं, नसीम से हारिस, हारिस से शाहीन. तो आई मीन व्हेन डू यू सी न्यूजीलैंड चेंजिंग द गियर्स?
This is a difficult question. I think again वो देख रहे होंगे कि हम एटलीस्ट आखिरी 5-6 ओवर में तक अपने आप को सेट करें. If we look at wickets fallen, it's not a lot of wickets. The only problem is New Zealand don't go as deep when it comes to their batting. इसके बाद Neesham है and then it's Mitchell Santner who can hit a bit, लेकिन he's not a proper batsman. तो ये चीज definitely उनके जहन में होगी कि at least हम आखिरी 5 ओवर में लेके जाएं 3 या एक और भी अगर विकेट लूज कर लें तो then they can go out and hit in the last five
Right.
five or six
Yeah,
overs.
so it's Nawaz versus Mitchell. This will also be interesting to see कि Mitchell नवाज को किस तरह से करते हैं.
Yeah, but again the thing is कि New Zealand, or yeah, at least the average score at SCG says 180 is the number you want to get to.
Yeah.
लेकिन हमें याद रखना होगा it's a big semi-final. I think even 160 here is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
So for Pakistan, I think they'll be trying to restrict them below 150.
Yeah.
But and similarly, अभी जो wickets गिरी हैं, they're going to be thinking कि अच्छा, what is a par score for us now?
Yeah.
Because एक चीज, और Rizwan has talked about this, players often talk about this, कि going into the next innings आपका momentum कैसा है. तो ये भी एक बहुत critical चीज होगी कि आखिरी 5 ओवर में कौन ज्यादा एक तरह से उसमें आगे होता है.
Advantage लेता है.
Also, this is the first time I've seen Pakistan being ahead of their innings timer.
Exactly. I think this advantage has come from the fact कि हमने शाहीन अपना शादाब और नवाज को जल्दी इंट्रोड्यूस करवा दिया, and they are bowling in tandem.
Yeah.
And this is a very interesting field कि आपके पास स्क्वायर पे एक स्वीपर कवर है, फिर मिड विकेट है, लॉन्ग ऑन, लॉन्ग ऑफ एंड डीप कवर.
Yeah, look at Nawaz targeting the stumps. He's trying to get that leg
True.
before here.
This was 91 kph.
Yeah.
So he's kind of darting it in.
तेज करा रहे हैं.
Yeah.
और शादाब बिल्कुल opposite है. Shadab is taking his time and fighting the ball. Two very different ways of spinning the ball.
Spinning the ball.
I mean, two very classic ways.
Two different hands, right arm, leg spin.
Yeah, and at this point you start to wonder, how long will Williamson wait as well? He also has the tendency to play a bit of a bad shot.
And I mean, if he gets out, then it's such a waste of everyone's time. Especially for New Zealand.
Especially for New Zealand. कि आपने इतना टाइम लिया है, पहले 10 ओवर आपने बैटिंग की है. आई थिंक अगर केन विलियमसन की लेंस से अगर हम देखें तो केन विलियमसन विल बी थिंकिंग कि मैं जितना ज्यादा बैटिंग कर सकूं करूं, बिकॉज यू वुड टेक इट. क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पे विकेट गिरता है तो यू लूज सम ऑफ द रन्स, यू लूज योर मोमेंटम, जो कि ऑलरेडी ही खराब है आपका मोमेंटम. तो इन द लास्ट 3 ओवर्स न्यूजीलैंड हैव स्कोर्ड एट 4.5 रन्स.
और एक चीज कहना चाहूंगा कि यहाँ पर जो बैकवर्ड पॉइंट वाली पोजीशन है ना, आई थिंक दैट्स क्रूशियल because
they're running hard,
all of the runs on the offside.
Not a good throw.
तो एक शॉर्ट थर्ड मैन खड़ा हुआ है बिल्कुल अंदर, एक डीप बैकवर्ड है, और उसके बाद फिर ऑफसाइड की फील्ड आफ्टर दैट कवर वगैरह इज ओपन. बट आई थिंक ये जो बैकवर्ड पॉइंट है, टेम्पटिंग हिम टू एक मिस हिट, एक थोड़ा सा इधर उधर, एंड द बैकवर्ड पॉइंट विल पाउंस ऑन इट. लेग साइड, आई थिंक एट दिस पॉइंट दे डोंट माइंड कंसीडरिंग लेग साइड रन्स. अब उनको पता है they are in the driving seat. So I think Pakistan is
and Pakistan won't mind giving away singles.
Yeah, and they're constantly thinking, which is the good point, right? हमने ये बात की थी कि बड़ी टीमें अपने प्लान्स को साथ-साथ बदलती रहती हैं सिचुएशन के, और हमें नजर आ रहा है नवाज को 2 ओवर देना, आपने शादाब से कंसिस्टेंटली करवाना. I think this is good captaincy by Babar.
Yeah, अच्छा, we talked about good teams changing their plans. यहाँ से मुझे याद पड़ता है कि जब हम पहले 2 मैचेस हारे थे अगेंस्ट इंडिया एंड जिम्बाब्वे, उसमें ऑलमोस्ट एवरीबॉडी वाज इन्वॉल्व्ड. नवाज भी इन्वॉल्व था, बाबर से रन्स नहीं हो रहे थे. आई मीन एवरीवन चिप्ड इन, बट रिजल्ट्स did not favor us. And then if we talk about कि जब ड्रेसिंग रूम में जाते थे तो हमने देखा कि वहां से स्पीचेस भी आती थी कि ड्रेसिंग रूम में हेडन बात कर रहा था, बाबर बात कर रहा था. तो एक वो जो मोमेंट था पहले 2 मैचेस का हारने का, मे बी हमारे बॉयज का एक वो जो एक जो कॉन्शियस लेवल है वो ज्यादा बढ़ चुका है. अब जब अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है तो दे लिटरली ग्रैब इट विद बोथ हैंड्स. और आई मीन अगर हम देखें वो कितने स्पॉट ऑन रहे हैं, शायद ये उस चीज का नतीजा है कि जो हम शुरू में हमने चांसेस मिस किए, हमने रिजल्ट्स दे दिए दूसरी टीम्स को, और अब हम दिस इज द राइट टाइम टू आई मीन काइंड ऑफ गेट इनटू मोमेंटम.
या I think एक और चीज होती है कि we have no lose, right? New Zealand feel like they have everything to lose. They're supposed to be the bigger side. They're supposed to be the better side.
They've lost just one game.
Is like हम बारिशों पे दुआएं कर करके जो है ना वो आए हैं. Like we weren't even supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And they have the momentum with the previous 3 games. So I think they're going all out. मैंने अभी तक एक भी बॉलर या फील्डर नहीं देखा who hasn't gone all out. I think एक नवाज का वो हाफ चांस जो मिस हुआ था, that was pretty much the only instance जहाँ पर हमें नजर आया थोड़ी सी हेजिटेशन थी. बट अदर देन दैट, यानी कि फ्रॉम शाहीन बॉलिंग फुल टू शादाब बॉलिंग विद फ्लाइट टू नवाज सॉर्ट ऑफ स्टिकिंग टू हिज लेंथ टू शादाब throwing the direct hit, I think they've been on point.
अच्छा, दिस इज वेरी आई मीन इम्पोर्टेंट. और साथ हमने ये बात की कि न्यूजीलैंड गियर्स कब चेंज करेगा विद नीशम एंड सेंटनर in the dugout and Santner in Mitchell and Williamson in the middle. You see, against India, we were in the game till 17th over, even
Yeah.
till 18th over. It was 19th over यहाँ पे छक्के लगे. So from Pakistan's perspective, Pakistan will have to be on the lookout के कहाँ पे गियर चेंज होने लगा है, और हमने वो गियर चेंज नहीं होने देना. हमने अगर इनिंग्स के पहले 10 ओवर अच्छा स्टार्ट लिया है, हमने फिनिश भी अच्छा करना है. So how important will it be for Babar to close this innings on a high?
Definitely. देखें, हमारी डेथ bowling has been really good. Even in the India game, आप वो 3 ओवर क्या, आप वो आखिरी 2 ओवर ही साइड पे कर दें तो the bowling was fairly good even in the death.
Yeah.
Since then भी हमारी हर मैच में death bowling has been really good. And you know that is the reason हम number 1 economy wise सबसे बेहतर रहे हैं इस टूर्नामेंट में. That is what is dangerous about Pakistan कि आप अगर पहले 10 में अच्छी बैटिंग नहीं कर रहे तो आखिरी 10 में आपके लिए मजीद मुश्किल हो जाएगा रन्स निकालना. And I think again New Zealand has 2 great batters out there, but you know it's a real question of when they're going to start hitting and when they do, if it's even going to come off. क्योंकि कितने ही और अब मतलब from this point, you know, another 80 in the next 10 is something that New Zealand will hope they can get to.
8 and over from here would give New Zealand 140.
Yeah.
And Pakistan would, I mean,
Oh,
what might something.
that
He's
was
a backward point again coming into play.
थोड़ा सा
थोड़ा gap में था, लेकिन वही, you know, he's creating
chances.
exactly.
Babar
थोड़ा-
knows that. Babar like कोई बात नहीं.
Yeah.
There was a chance.
Williamson ने थोड़ा मूव किया था towards offside and Babar followed him और उसने कट किया, बॉल एरियल गई थी, but it was towards the left side of the point fielder and towards the right side, towards the right side of the short third man. और थोड़ा of course घूमेगी बॉल.
Yeah.
And this was a good chance that he has taken.
बिल्कुल, absolutely.
Even though कि उसकी प्रोटेक्शन सारी है फील्डिंग में.
और ग्लेन फिलिप्स के लिए आपने देखा होगा कवर was also well, it was a short cover actually in for
Close
him
in.
in a catching position.
Yeah.
So Pakistan are attacking all the way. I think that's great. You know, to see from the team.
Right. So it will be interesting कि बाबर को पहले अपनी बाउंड्री लगी है तो how he reacts to it. अभी पिछली बॉल हमने देखी जिसपे 2 रन्स बने, उसने थोड़ी शॉर्ट लॉन्ग हॉप बॉल कर दिया था. फिर से it was a bit short and that is in the gap. Let's see.
That's a really good shot and
बहुत अच्छी fielding की है.
That's Rauf.
That's Haris Rauf. Haris Rauf loves throwing himself around in the field.
He's a brilliant catcher as
you
well.
You can see Darren Mitchell trying to do something here. ठीक है, शादाब की लेंथ को थोड़ा सा उसने इफेक्ट किया, लेकिन I mean
that was a long hop.
Yeah, again.
बिल्कुल आधी विकेट पे बॉल मारा था.
बॉल मारा है बिल्कुल. और शादाब is bowling his third. What do you guys think about it? यानी कि इसके बाद शादाब का एक ओवर है.
मतलब सबसे पहले तो ये लॉन्ग हॉप है. लॉन्ग हॉप पे यूजुअली छक्का पड़ता है.
लेकिन since New Zealand are down and out a bit, so they are a bit cautious के आराम से नजर.
But this is also again this could bite New Zealand back as well क्योंकि वो इस तरह की opportunities नहीं लेंगे on bad balls even, and it seems like, you know, when you start playing the bowler rather than well, that's a really
he's
good
taken
shot,
that
but
opportunity and he's
just
cleared
missing
the
the fielder.
fielder. That is a one bounce over the rope 4. तो इस ओवर में New Zealand have taken 13 runs so far and we see that they're targeting Shadab. और अभी शदाब से थोड़ा सा मसला हुआ कि वो 4 हुआ और उसके बाद, and you see this is the kind of player Daryl Mitchell is.
Yeah, absolutely. But ठीक है, they missed a chance with the long hop, but I think they're starting to, you know, wanting to change gears a bit थोड़ा बहुत.
Yeah. अच्छा अभी भी ये 11वां ओवर एंड हो गया. Yeah, his ball is full. 11वां ओवर एंड हो गया and they are still scoring at 6 and over. लेकिन यहाँ पे बाबर को पता चल जाना चाहिए कि भाई this is the kind of player Mitchell is. अगर अब वो सेट तो हो गया है, लेकिन अगर उसको थोड़ा सा भी आपने वीक बॉलिंग की तो he is going to come after you.
Yeah.
This was an over जहाँ पे उन्होंने 10 and over plus score किया. So New Zealand will be looking to score, get same kind of overs in the recent last.
Do you think there will be a bowling change now?
I think there has to be a bowling change maybe.
Yeah.
या फिर अगर bowling change करना भी है तो I would change Shadab.
Shadab तो change कर देंगे. I don't think they'll bowl a fourth from him on the trot.
But maybe let Nawaz bowl another over.
We actually don't need to. We can bowl all of them with our pacers as well right now.
Yeah.
But maybe just to get Williamson, they might try another.
I also think Ifti शायद आ जाए.
I don't think Ifti will come right now.
He will not come. Ifti के साथ नहीं.
So I think वो left-hander के against आएगा.
That's true.
Ifti को हमेशा बाबर ने वहीं पे बॉल किया जब एक लेफ्ट-हैंडर क्रीज पे हो, या फिर उसने 1-2 आउट कर लिए थे लाहौर में तो फिर उसने राइट-हैंडर के साथ
नवाज से तीसरा करवा दें and then they change Shadab.
हाँ, this is what I want personally.
That's what they'll do. Yeah.
So it will be
They
interesting.
might
to see.
actually, I think they will bowl out Shadab. I mean, I think एक over से इतना नहीं होता. They're going.
अच्छा नसीम शाह आ गया.
Yeah, that's great.
अच्छा, this is the second time maybe in the whole game अभी तक कि New Zealand has put pressure on Pakistan.
Yeah.
Or let's see how Pakistan reacts to it.
Naseem would love a wicket here. That's a
Slow bouncer, brilliant.
Wow.
Achha, he's bowled a lot of these slow bouncers in this whole tournament, and he's bowled them so well. Like it's, ये बहुत एक, I'm sure मुश्किल delivery
और
होगी.
इतना disguised
Yeah.
करना पड़ता है आपको.
हाँ.
Yeah. वही ना कि 150 से अगर आपको अगली 120 पे आ रही है और वो बाउंसर आ रही है तो it gets
तो
very difficult
exactly.
to judge.
अगर एक एक्सप्रेस पेसर आपके खिलाफ चेंज ऑफ पेस करता है तो इट रियली गेट्स यू.
Absolutely.
और डैरल मिचेल का हमने देखा है जो लास्ट बॉल का उन्होंने रिप्ले दिखाया है, उसने थोड़े शैकल्स ब्रेक किए अपने, फ्री हुआ है और he'll be looking कि इस तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटीज और आए और मैं स्कोर करूं न्यूजीलैंड के लिए.
अभी तक Williamson has struggled, but maybe he'll go after it.
Yeah, good against pace.
Yeah.
Williamson.
Yeah.
And right now, I think we can just see him rotating the strike, bringing Mitchell back.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a strategy, but I don't know. I mean, it's really doubtful. I think Williamson should go off now.
Right.
He should attack.
Right. So इसके बाद हमारे पास 8 ओवर पड़े हैं. Do you guys think we are done with Pakistan spin options?
I think they'll give Shadab his last over. Maybe इस spell में ना खत्म करें, but I think he will bowl his last one because again, key wickets उसने लेके दिए हैं हर मैच में, and you need to trust your bowler.
हारिस ने कितने ओवर करवाए हैं?
2.
हारिस ने 2 ओवर करवाए हैं.
So 2 from Shaheen, 2 from Haris, 3
2
from Wasim.
second from
and 2 from Naseem.
Yeah.
हाँ तो हो सकता है कि शादाब आ जाए फिर से.
Right.
And that will give us again it'll give us another option when we move towards the death.
Exactly. That will be a chance for Pakistan कि अगर हमने इन दोनों में से एक सेट बैट्समैन आउट करना है. और नॉर्मली हमने ये देखा कि पाकिस्तान ऑन टॉप आ जाते हैं लेकिन फिर एक पार्टनरशिप लगती है. Basically this has been for ages. एक पार्टनरशिप लगती है and that literally throws us out of the game. So it will be important to see कि पाकिस्तान इस पार्टनरशिप के साथ कैसे डील करता है.
Yeah. Naseem has been very good with his economy.
His line and length and his change of pace.
Very nice. Very, very accurate, very precise. He still hasn't gotten a wicket. I think he deserves one.
शायद यही वजह है कि नसीम की जो इकोनॉमी है इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में 6 से नीचे रही है. He's bowled, he's given runs less than run a ball.
That's crazy.
And he's been in kind of हम कह लें कि एक मिडिल ओवर्स में आके हमारे लिए वो चीज वो कर लेता है. और चैंपियन टीम के बारे में ये चीज होती है कि कहीं ना कहीं पे जो भी सिचुएशन डिमांड करती है डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर्स पुट देयर हैंड्स अप. पाकिस्तान में भी अब तक हमने देखा हारिस को हमने इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया, मोहम्मद हारिस को, या नसीम को हमने देखा कि एशिया कप में उसका रोल और था, ये वाला रोल नहीं था मिडिल ओवर्स का. बट ही
running hard. Will they come back for the second?
I don't think they're in the mood to take any chance.
Especially against, I guess it was again Shadab Khan. So this has been a good over for Pakistan comparatively. They have given away 6 runs so far. पिछले ओवर में 10 plus overs आए थे, runs आए थे, sorry.
Yeah, what's the feeling in the camp right now? What is the dugout thinking?
Pakistan, by the way, dugout here is thinking really good about the game. Pakistan's camp will be happy with the development so far.
Yeah.
But of course, Pakistan will be looking to finish on a high. So Clan, Hayden, and other think tank guys will be very
they're
happy.
running hard again and not.
अच्छा एक चीज थी कि Naseem didn't attack in this over. Like बहुत variations थी, but it was the sort where he didn't want to attack the stumps. Maybe he was expecting the batsman to take some risk.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's what his role is here, to stop those runs.
Yeah.
And now that's how Pakistan wants to take wickets by constraining the batsman और फिर कोशिश करे कि वो खुद ही risky shots खेलना शुरू होते हैं.
And he was just trying to get through the over.
Yeah.
Bowl those slower balls, bowl those, I mean, different lines and lengths.
But New Zealand are also getting to a position जहाँ 3 wickets is not bad as well.
True.
So
Exactly.
we'll be at some point मारना, मतलब again we have to delay that as well. So Pakistan, I mean we're also hoping कि एक और बस kind of wicket आ जाए ताकि मजीद
so that we have a new batsman on the crease.
Yeah.
I think we made the same mistake in the India match with Kohli. और मुझे नहीं लगता कि Kane Williamson should have stayed on the crease this long.
Okay.
Dangerous और यानी खतरनाक आसार आपको नजर आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे
हाँ,
because if Williamson gets off,
हाँ,
he starts going at it, तो he can really turn the
हाँ,
game.
अभी तक तो डैरल मिचेल ने थोड़े अपने चांसेस लिए और पिछले 2 ओवर्स में हमने देखा कि 9 एंड ओवर आया.
Wasim is back and that's
Oh,
gone
gone
for
for
6.
six.
That's gone for
Wow,
6
That is the
that's
first
over
6
mid wicket.
of
Beautiful.
the match.
There you go. That's
And
exactly what
this
I
is
was
what Kumail you were talking about. That if Williamson starts changing his gears and starts taking those chances, so it might be difficult for Pakistan. And this is what he has done.
saying.
Short ball tha, or he has slapped it over mid wicket.
Beautiful shot.
That's great.
और एक टांग पे नीचे आके उसने
नीचे आके मारा है.
so classy.
Exactly.
So Williamson will start hitting against pace. He's strong against it,
True,
and I don't think he's
true,
going to hold
true.
back. I hope Shadab comes back for his last one because I still want to see the battle between between him and the batters. Oh, that's good.
That looks like out.
I
But
don't think
no,
so. I think it's just
It was a
high.
shout for
and
that is
blue
high.
dismissal.
That hit him on the pad.
Yeah.
Wasim went for an
Probably
appeal.
going down though.
Probably going down the,
Yeah.
and maybe he was a bit
Little
down the
bit.
wicket as well. Babar is confused whether to go up
He is
or not.
the
His,
most confused
yeah,
man
he's
on
taking
the field
inputs
right now.
and he's taken
And
it
he
at,
does
go.
with just 3 seconds to go.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Williamson है आपके पास 2 reviews पड़े हैं. Why don't you?
Also slows the game down.
That's a very important point.
Gives
Slows
us
the
some
game
time
down.
to gives us some time
Yeah.
to think about
आपको एक
what to
छक्का
do.
लगा है उसके बाद this was a good comeback कि आपने आके good hard length को
It was a
try
slower
किया.
ball as well, right?
Yeah. So
Let's
for
see
the
what he
decision to be overturned, just for our audiences, कि for the decision to be overturned, ball जो है वो completely hit करे stumps
More
को.
than 50%.
Yeah, more than 50% of the ball should hit the stumps.
Our DRS record isn't that.
But I think 25% is quite okay. Like usually,
I mean 4 में से हमारे 3.
This is hitting him
That's
quite.
going way.
That's hitting him
over.
on the thigh.
Yeah, it is.
Thigh
hitting
के
on
ऊपर
the
hit
thigh.
कर रहा है तो I think it will go over the stumps.
Yeah, probably missing as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess it was a.
Wow.
There is no
A good
bat
break.
involved. But for Pakistan, this was a good break. Although Pakistan will lose one of their reviews, लेकिन हमारे पास एक review है और थोड़ा सा regroup हो गई टीम.
Yeah.
Normally हम देखें wicket गिरता है तो टीम regroup होती है, तो इसमें थोड़ा टीम regroup होगी. And Babar will surely assess कि पिछले
I
3
think
overs में runs आए.
Babar was just hoping कि इस पे कोई edge होता.
हाँ.
I think that's what he went for.
क्योंकि catch हो गया था
Yeah.
पीछे.
Yeah, that's way over.
That's missing by a long way. So this was kind of a desperate attempt from Pakistan to get a wicket.
Yes.
But although a good breather for Pakistan. So let's see. अब 4 balls रहती हैं इस ओवर में और पहले बॉल पे बड़ा एक अच्छा एक स्ट्राइक किया था विलियमसन ने. लेट्स सी कि वसीम इसको इस ओवर को फिनिश कैसे करते हैं.
I think वसीम अपनी लेंथ बॉल पे रहेगा, विकेट टू विकेट कराने की कोशिश करेगा, and he will want.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's a beautiful Yorker.
Beautiful. Probably going down, but he aimed it so well.
So
And Babar once
143.
again has a decision to
43.
make here.
it's still
and,
caught in the middle.
No one's interested.
No one's
Nope,
interested.
Rizwan's not.
Because they
Yeah.
know that it's probably umpire's call, so
Exactly.
there's no use. But it's a beautiful delivery.
हाँ.
Almost 90 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good use of, good brain used by Wasim Junior. कि अगर आपको उस पे आउट नहीं मिला तो he's gone for the Yorker.
You
और
can see
अच्छा
the
Yorker.
reverse swings. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
just
you
going
see that?
down.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, you saw the.
This
you
is a
saw
glimpse
one
of it.
side.
Yeah.
You could
Sean
also see the
Pollock
shiny side.
in the pitch report today was saying कि
Yeah.
pitch dry है and it will reverse. So we were starting to see it
Oh, this was
Again tries the Yorker, but it is a low full toss.
straight to the fielder.
I think
straight
these
to
are
the
chances
fielder.
you should take as a bowler. That's
Yeah.
again 144. That's really good.
अच्छा जिस बॉल के ऊपर यॉर्कर था उस पे इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी कि वो बॉल कहाँ पे लग रहा था क्योंकि अगर थोड़ा सा भी
An
अच्छा
edge
देयर
is
वाज एन
fine.
एज ऑन इट देयर वाज एन एज
Good call.
वरना आई फील लाइक जहां पे हिट किया है
Yeah.
इट वाज लेग स्टंप तो हो सकता था मे बी अंपायर वुड हैव थॉट अबाउट गिविंग इट
Yeah, perhaps.
सो न्यूजीलैंड्स रन रेट हैज crept up towards 7.
Yeah.
They still have a long way to go. Their work is cut out for them.
Yeah.
I think the bowlers really need to strike at this moment.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Pakistan could.
अच्छा,
be in
So
some
leg
trouble.
side heavy
हाँ,
field.
लॉन्ग ऑफ का फील्डर लॉन्ग ऑन पे है और लेग साइड हैवी फील्ड है. Is hit it towards cover and that will be a single.
Shadab is just a main character.
On the field, huh?
You know,
In this movie.
Yeah.
in this movie, yeah, absolutely.
आप उसे कुछ भी करवा लें बॉलिंग बैटिंग फील्डिंग he'll be up for it.
हर जगह and he's everywhere. And
Yeah.
the ball उसके पास जा रही है.
Is that energetic kid on the park running
Yeah.
around everywhere?
Yeah.
I mean doing the chores. अगर उसके पेरेंट्स उसको कुछ कह रहे हैं कुछ भी लाना है बॉल कहीं से लाना है तो शदाब is that kind of
भाग
character.
के लेकर आएगा.
So we are nearing the end of 13th over, and New Zealand are building on their total.
That's a
Uh,
good ball again, straight to the fielder, just
This
one
is
run.
good recovery. Like he's
Yeah.
only conceded 8 runs, given that he got a 6 on the
True.
first one.
And
Yeah.
2 runs from the next 5 balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a chance as well, which with 2 chances almost.
Yeah, with 2
yeah.
chances.
I think that's really good bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still do think Shadab Shahid would have been better.
Maybe he'll
Chacha
finish off now.
कराने
I
में
don't
चाहिए
think
था.
they'll bring Naseem
Yeah.
back. Probably want him at
So-
the death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is the time that Shadab should complete his over.
Yes, I think so.
हाँ.
कितने रह गए पीछे? 8?
पीछे
सात.
7 over रह गए.
7 रह गए, right? And who
Yeah.
has how many?
So,
Naseem has 2,
Yeah.
Haris has 2,
We have 2 extra overs of
Shaheen
pace.
has how many?
Shaheen has 2.
Shaheen has 2.
I have a feeling कि
Shaheen might.
Shaheen क्योंकि reverse हो रही है और I think they might want to get Williamson out.
I agree. Yeah.
तो अगर तो यहाँ पे फास्ट बॉलर आता है तो दैट विल बी एन इंडिकेशन, क्लियर इंडिकेशन कि हम दोबारा स्पिन की तरफ नहीं जा रहे, बिकॉज़ देन विल बी मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द डेथ ओवर्स.
Yeah.
Oh, Shadab ही
Shadab
आया.
is back,
Oh.
and that's a
Oh.
brilliant delivery.
Oh, there was a chance on bowling
Hesitation.
Was
on
this
bowling
throw
end.
on the wrong end?
हाँ,
I
throw
don't
was on
think
the
it
wrong
was
end.
the wrong end. वो end थोड़ा दूर था तो he might have
हाँ,
reached
लेकिन
it as well.
जो बैट्समैन शॉट खेल के उस साइड पे जा रहा था वो कंफ्यूज था.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
तो ये
He
चांस
did
हो सकता था.
hesitate. Let's
अगर हम
see.
देखें कि
Let's
फील्डर
see.
के पास चांस था कि फील्डर उस साइड पे हिट करे, बट देन
Yeah.
इफ्तिखार वेंट फॉर द डाइव कि वो
Yeah.
exactly.
Probably would have gotten there, but I think
Shadab is not happy.
Shadab
because
is not
उसको
happy.
पता था कि इसके
Yeah.
end पे क्या हो रहा है.
But this is courageous of Babar कि वो शदाब को लेके आए हैं
Yeah,
यहाँ पर,
बिल्कुल.
उसका स्पेल पूरा करवाया है.
and he deserves it. I think he's been so great in the tournament, and key wickets उसने दिलाई हैं.
Exactly, 10 आउट किए हैं उसने 5 मैचेस में. He is our leading wicket taker in the last 1 year. He is our leading wicket taker in T20 international history. I mean, joint leading wicket taker with
Yeah, they
Shahid
would want
Afridi.
ke Mitchell
हाँ,
या Williamson
हाँ.
go after him.
True.
So they can actually get a wicket. Look how much spin he's getting
Yeah.
as well.
Just
Yeah,
turning it
That's
big
really
time.
good. We
Yeah,
can expect
wow.
a googly actually coming up anytime.
Yeah, maybe.
After over, I think he's setting him up.
I think even it is spinning, तो Sodhi will be licking his lips.
And Santner,
Yes,
Yeah,
Santner or Sodhi.
Of course. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, Santner kind of darts it in. He can turn the ball as well. लेकिन सोधी जो है उसके जितने भी 2-3 ओवर्स होते हैं या 4 ओवर होते हैं, it will be interesting to see कि पाकिस्तान उसको कैसे negate करता है.
Yeah, let's see what Shadab's plan is here. Interesting to see how
Yeah.
he executed.
Oh,
That's-
flighted
that's-
and just
Finally.
one.
Just
right
one. They could not hit him.
Got a bit lucky, I would say.
Right, 92 kph की ball थी.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think his
उसको वो time
pace
नहीं कर-
makes it so difficult. This is
Yeah.
something which also a bowler like Saeed Ajmal had the benefit of.
हाँ.
कि he was so quick कि वो गलत भी कर देता था जहाँ तो it would be really
Yeah,
difficult to.
dart in कर देता था.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
he's come
confident.
down the wicket
That
towards
he
long
caught
off,
is
and
in
he has
the-
cleared the
That'll go
boundary.
all the
That
way
is a
for a
6.
in the crowd.
So Daryl Mitchell is in the mood to hit Pakistan back, and he has hit Shadab for the second 6 of the game. And so far, New Zealand have taken 11 runs from this game. This is advantage New
Yeah,
Zealand.
bit short, I
Absolutely.
think. Let's
Good
see what
use-
he does in the
good use of the
last
feet.
delivery.
I think googly I
So-
thought Darren Mitchell will be expecting the
Yeah,
googly.
yeah.
Uh,
And this is a 50-run partnership between Daryl Mitchell and Kane Williamson.
Oh,
Is it out?
No.
No.
No, Rizwan takes his
I
head.
think there was no edge on it. Rizwan took it on a fumble, and
But a decent end, I think.
Yeah, that's a
Not a
decent
horrible over, but
Shadab
yeah.
remained wicketless in this.
yeah,
match.
Shadab
Yeah.
remained wicketless. Very interesting to
that
see.
is.
Pakistan have started off well. Pakistan strangulated New Zealand. We got their wickets. We brought 2 of their kind of anchors on the wicket, but they have struck back. उन्होंने शदाब को टारगेट किया. Shadab has gone wicketless. They have brought up the 50-run partnership. So New Zealand are back in the game. Don't you
हाँ
think?
बिल्कुल. And yeah, definitely they're back. They have what 3-4 batters to go who can hit. तो थोड़ा सा गेम का वो चेंज हुआ है अब.
Yeah.
New Zealand I wouldn't say ahead, but they're definitely, they can smell a bit of
Yeah.
something going their way.
अच्छा, तो if they can smell something going their way and they have built a good foundation अभी तक भी, तो 36 बॉल पीछे पड़े हैं. Most probably ये सारे फास्ट बॉलर्स ही करवाएंगे. And New Zealand are 99 for 3. यहाँ पे if New Zealand aim for 60 or 70 from this 36 balls, given the way they are batting up, so they'll be reaching 170, 150, 160 from here.
Yes.
So I mean, what kind of things will be going in Babar's mind?
बाबर के लिए 160 170 चेज करना मुश्किल होगा. सेमीफाइनल प्रेशर है, चेज है.
Shaheen is back.
Shaheen is back, and Babar
Acha.
desperately wants a wicket right now.
True.
Let's see if Shaheen can deliver.
Oh, good
Oh.
stop by Rizwan. Very
That
good.
was outside
Yeah,
offside.
Rizwan is almost fielding there.
Yeah.
हाँ, Rizwan is almost fielding there.
Yeah.
अंडर एज लगा था केन विलियमसन का, काफी उसने वैक किया था बॉल को, और it could have gone for 4 behind
Did
keeper.
is this laying like staying low? Because मुझे लग रहा है कि बाकी भी शाहीन की वो pads पे hit की हैं. मुझे लग रहा है कि they're expecting more bounce off of Shaheen.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
अभी
more
उन्होंने
bounce to
middle of the game जो graphic भी share किया था, there was a अच्छा खासा फर्क था
Yeah.
bounce में आज.
Yeah.
Much lower today.
So ball has stayed low today. So it will
I'm
be
sure Ravi Shastri is talking about Surya Kumar Yadav over here.
yeah,
Yeah.
he will be talking about, because Surya is the talk of the town. He's the new sensation in T20
Number one
cricket.
T20 bat.
Oh, that's a
brilliant.
great Yorker,
Brilliant.
man.
Beautiful.
I mean, at a point when they are going
It's
after
crazy how Surya Kumar Yadav has just become a
Yeah.
talk in the Pakistan
in the
New Zealand
Pakistan New
semi-final.
Zealand.
Exactly.
He's the number one T20I batsman, and wherever there is T20 cricket taking place, people would talk about Surya Kumar Yadav. And it will be interesting to see
A good
how
number
he
of
goes
Indian
against
fans
England.
there too.
Yeah.
Oh, we have seen Indian fans आए हुए हैं यहाँ पे.
Probably got tickets for both the semi-finals.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
जो सिडनी में इंडियन फैंस होंगे उन्होंने इस सेमीफाइनल की भी ली होगी. अच्छा, शाहीन की फील्डिंग है, डीप स्क्वायर लेग, मिड विकेट, लॉन्ग ऑन, लॉन्ग ऑफ एंड डीप कवर. और उन्होंने लास्ट बॉल पे यॉर्कर ट्राई किया था. लेट्स सी कि इस बॉल पे
It's
वो क्या
coming around the wicket now.
Yeah.
And it's gone down.
that's
Go
gone
for it,
towards
for it.
fine leg. This
Yeah.
was a bad ball from Shaheen.
Do you think so? I think it was okay. Like knowing कि short, like
Yeah.
you find like खड़ी हुई है, ठीक है. I mean, he's taking his chance.
But that is short fine leg.
Yeah, I think he still wanted to bowl at the stumps.
Yeah, and went a bit towards leg side. Maybe he should have tried the offside. Maybe
Followed the
He
batter.
followed the batter,
followed
but he
the batter.
forgot the field. I think.
maybe that is the
But-
cost you pay for it.
Yeah.
अगर आप टेक्स्ट बुक के रूल्स के मुताबिक जाएं तो you have to follow the batter, but then you have got that area जो है वो खाली है. अच्छा,
It'll be good to be interesting to see अब क्या Shaheen करता है. Will he follow him or will he just keep it a bit out and then
Yeah.
Williamson has the chance to go over?
he goes towards offside. This will be a single.
He's mixing it up well.
Yeah.
You have to give him that.
Yeah.
But is
True.
he going to get a wicket?
That will be interesting. I mean,
Just 5
Pakistan
runs
would
in
love
the
a
over,
wicket here.
so it's a good start.
Yeah. अब इम्पोर्टेंट बात ये है कि आप आखिरी 2 बॉल्स पे बाउंड्री ना दें,
That's true. That's also true. Yeah,
Exactly.
very much so.
क्योंकि given the kind of momentum New Zealand have, तो वो तो वहां से उनके लिए बहुत बेहतर होगा. अच्छा जी, तो we have got another semi-final coming up, that is India and England, which will of course take place tomorrow. England fans भी आए हुए हैं यहाँ पे.
They also bought the tickets.
They also
actually.
bought the tickets, and we have seen कि New Zealand जो है वो अगर फाइनल्स में जाए तो किस तरह के
Good ball
ड्रामा होता है.
and straight to short fine. Just a single.
तो
6 runs off the over. It's a
6
very
runs
good
off the
over
over.
so far.
once again onus is on Shaheen कि वो finish करे अच्छा.
Yes.
I think they'll bowl him out in with his next over.
Yeah.
Effective overs, I
और
think.
डेथ्स में फिर नसीम और हारिस रऊफ को यूज करेंगे.
Yeah,
That was
both
a
of
brilliant
whom
shot.
could go for runs. Naseem could definitely go for runs, actually.
Oh yeah.
I genuinely think they need to get Williamson out.
True.
And I do feel like they might be losing the plot slightly here
Oh,
because how
That's
do you
gone.
get him out?
just
To
in
the
the
deep
in the
fielder,
circle.
just one.
हाँ, तो
Brilliant
Williamson
over, just
tried for
7
it.
from it.
Just 7 from it. Given the kind of scoring rate of New Zealand, this was a good over for Pakistan. But still, there is no wicket, and with you are constantly talking about this, and this is a very important point
Yeah.
of Kane Williamson staying on the wicket.
Absolutely.
और केन विलियमसन ने ही स्टे किया है, दूसरे एंड पे थोड़ी स्टेबिलिटी आई है, तो डैरल मिचेल ने अपने रन स्कोरिंग शॉट्स जो हैं वो इंक्रीज किए हैं.
Yes.
तो पाकिस्तान हैव काइंड ऑफ लॉस्ट प्लॉट अ बिट, और डू यू थिंक वी आर स्टिल इन द गेम?
नहीं, डेफिनेटली न्यूजीलैंड ने अच्छी फाइट बैक की है, अच्छा काउंटर अटैक किया है, और अब उनको मौका मिल रहा है कि वो थोड़ा खुल के खेलें. अगेन दिस इज वेयर आवर डेथ bowling की brilliance has to show up. Varna, again, if this goes to 160, 170, Pakistan will be in trouble as well coming into into batting.
True. And of course credits to Kane Williamson for holding
Sticking
one
it,
hand.
yeah.
जिस तरह से न्यूजीलैंड के फैन केन विलियमसन को कहते हैं steady the ship captain and all that, and he's the anchor and he's doing that role really well.
Very calmly.
हाँ, अच्छा, एंकर फिट इन भी तभी करता है जब अर्ली विकेट्स हों और मसला
Haris has
चलता है.
come on.
अच्छा, हारिस इज बैक फॉर हिज थर्ड ओवर.
And
Oh, that could
looked
have been
like
a run out अगर
chance.
अच्छे से collect करता तो.
बहुत
लेकिन-
करीब था ये.
Yeah.
Nawaz is disappointed.
Nawaz is disappointed.
Yeah.
Run out chance था इसको.
बिल्कुल था,
Yeah,
बिल्कुल था.
definitely.
I think हो सकता था ये out.
This was a risky run.
This is where, you know, like, oh,
that was
that could
out.
have been out.
very close.
Maybe it was down to Haris के वो उसको सही से collect
He
करता.
hasn't- yeah.
उसने सही से collect नहीं किया.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. I think you need some patience. You let the ball come to you, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you misjudge the ball, then you know you do a
थ्रो
Nathan
भी
Lyon.
थ्रो भी थोड़ा सा ओवर पिच था जिसकी वजह से वो कंफ्यूज हो गया. हाँ, नेथन लायन का याद आया.
बिल्कुल.
2019 Leeds test match.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Let's see what Haris Rauf has got in the bag. पहली बॉल तो उन्होंने, I mean, he's given away 2 runs. And you see कि New Zealand जो है, they are going for runs, they're going for the extra run, they're taking those risks with the shots.
Yeah.
And momentum is not clearly but surely shifting towards New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.11.
Yeah. We're into the last
per
5
over.
as
Yeah,
well.
last 5 overs.
Oh,
This
that
is launched
is
towards
one
long
of the
off.
deep- This will be a brilliant
Let's
catch.
see.
And he's
Oh,
missed it.
No, he's
That
missed
looks
it.
like Babur.
Oh my god.
That
बॉल बिल्कुल
would
उनके
have been a
सामने
great
बाउंस हुई थी.
catch.
That should have been a catch.
बैक
That
पैडल
should
कर रहे
have
थे.
been a catch.
अच्छा, this was a bit tough. Of course, it
बहुत
should have been
मुश्किल
caught.
बहुत
लेकिन थोड़ा बैक पैडल कर रहे थे और उसी बैक पैडलिंग के अंदर बॉल उनके सामने लैंड कर गई.
Yeah, it's very difficult to judge the ball when
Yeah.
you're running back. Lekin,
This
I
could have
just
been taken.
feel like it's so close.
But-
It's so close to him.
He just couldn't judge it. He was
Yeah.
away from it as well.
Yeah.
शाहिद अफरीदी का हमने देखा था 2009 के वर्ल्ड कप में
Scott
उन्होंने.
Styris wala.
हाँ, स्कॉट
But
स्टाइलिस.
this just seemed thoda sa I felt like he couldn't get close enough.
True.
हो सकता है. I mean, maybe Shadab could have caught that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
brilliant
beautiful
ball.
Yorker.
That's a great
I would
Yorker.
like to see the pace on that essay.
They're coming back for the second, and they
Oh,
will make it.
fumbled again. This is where the pressure actually starts getting to the
Yeah.
Six,
To
seven
the
runs
fielders,
already
see
on
that.
the over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've gotten what 7 runs just running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Exactly. So New Zealand have built on their innings after the power play. Middle overs में भी उन्होंने उनका एक out हुआ and they've taken 68 runs.
Yeah.
And Williamson is the mastermind behind that क्योंकि उसने
Absolutely.
stability दी है. अच्छा, अगर हम if we are into the last 5 overs,
That's once again
Gone.
over the fielders.
that will be
To
cut
the
off by the
fielder,
boundary
2
rider.
runs.
Yeah.
8 off the over. See, this is
Yeah.
brilliant.
So this
Running.
was the first of the last 5 overs.
Hmm.
That was a brilliant fielding effort by
Hmm.
Pakistan. Pakistan have been really sharp in the
They
field
have
so
been,
far.
they
Yeah.
have been.
Okay, so we are into the last 5 overs of the innings, and we've got a very interesting tweet from Rehanullah, in which he tells us that in this World Cup, New Zealand's run rate in the last 5 overs has been 10.7.
Wow.
New Zealand ने आखिरी 5 overs में 10 runs के rate से run scoring की है. That
Yeah,
makes
we can
it
see that over
Yeah.
there as well.
Yeah.
और वही बात है कि you can't restrict a team like that. You just have to get them out.
Hmm.
true.
We can see
Offside.
long off
And-
going back.
Oh, he's gone for a scoop
And-
shot.
Oh,
good
that is
stop.
Rizwan drops it.
that is a drop.
Yeah.
Maybe, of course, it was a
It's
stop.
super difficult.
लेकिन रिजवान को ये कैच लेना चाहिए था.
Yeah.
Just as we're talking about how good the fielding is, we've seen
Yes.
2 chances go down.
go down, and this is the crunch
Difficult
time of the
chances,
game.
but
मुश्किल
Chances
होते हैं, but I
nevertheless.
could see New Zealand taking those catches.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
Well,
that's the difference. I could see Glenn Phillips jumping
Yeah,
around.
jumping
Um,
around. I mean, he'll be really crucial to New Zealand's chances in the field.
Yeah.
और अच्छा, this over went for 9 runs, I guess. So New Zealand का जो I mean power है
Yeah.
of average of scoring runs in last 5 overs is 10.
They're meeting it for now.
Yeah, they're meeting it. Now it will be important to see कि अब जो हमारे पास bowlers आते हैं, I guess वसीम जूनियर या नसीम में से कोई एक बंदा आएगा. And
but pressure on Pakistan as well because Haris has bowled 3 now, so they'll have to leave 1 for the end. And you know, अब थोड़ा सा I think वो चाह रहे हैं अपने अच्छे bowlers को पहले करवा दें
true.
ताकि डेथ में ज्यादा और deeper into the innings ज्यादा ना पड़े.
Right.
Shaheen has one more.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can get a
Yeah.
wicket.
Naseem will, I guess, be coming on, Naseem and Waseem, for the next 2 or 3
2
overs.
or 3 overs, right? So with 24 balls to go, New Zealand are 116 for 3. If they score around 40 from these last 24 balls or 50, they'll be reaching 160, which is what we talked earlier in the innings.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wait, I mean, I feel like a broken record. Like I don't see Pakistan going out on the attack right now. थोड़े ढीले पड़ गए बीच में. Maybe I don't know. Naseem wala over was slightly disappointing. He didn't try to take a wicket. मुझे लगता है कि उसको full करवानी चाहिए थी. I liked Wasim's approach more. He at least tried to get the batsman out, and he created those chances.
Freely back to finish his 4.
Right. So Shaheen Afridi is here, and New Zealand require.
Brilliant.
This was a good Yorker, but going down the leg side.
Brilliant.
I think New Zealand require around 43 runs. अगर हम यहाँ से बात करें, अगली 23 balls पे इनको 43 runs चाहिए to reach the total of 160. And we have got another interesting stat कि जब से Super 12 start हुआ है, तब से किसी भी टीम ने 160 runs करके मैच नहीं हारा. तो अब we see कि New Zealand are likely to get 160, and we see कि only one team has won the game chasing at SAG, where the target was 160. तो odds जो है वो बिल्कुल पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट जा रहे हैं, और पाकिस्तान will have to bat out of their skin अगर यहाँ पे 160 हो जाता है.
I think, look, it's
bowled
Shaheen
in.
brings it back,
Finally.
and it hits the leg
Yeah.
stump. Looked like a cutter.
Exactly what you wanted.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Finally a
Williamson
breakthrough.
is gone.
True.
Sigh of relief in the camp.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I mean, it is Shaheen after all. He's brought you the breakthrough.
Yes.
Or he went for the risky shot. Scoop खेलना चाहते थे.
Yep.
And it was
Off cutter.
off cutter.
Beaten by the bounce as well.
Yeah.
Beaten by the pace. Everything.
Exactly. अगर तो proper ball होता तो he could have connected it. लेकिन slow ball था, वो पहले चले गए अपनी shot के लिए, and Shaheen castled him.
This is really good. Now this is good. This is where they need one more wicket.
And this
Right.
is where they've been so good in the death.
Yeah.
I think and the thing is, चारों bowlers बहुत जबरदस्त variation
Variations
कर
करते
लेते हैं और बहुत अच्छी अपनी length set करते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
So again, we talked about how a great contest this was going to be, but I think ये जो आखिरी 4 over हैं अब, this is where we'll see like the best from both sides.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So this is Pakistan's chance as well कि हम उनको 160 से पहले stop कर लें.
Yeah.
Given कि अभी यहाँ पे wicket आया है, and Jimmy Neesham will be walking in.
Yeah.
हम उसको इस टूर्नामेंट में डेंजर मैन तो नहीं कह सकते, but on a given day he can hit the ball hard and long.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Neesham इस तरह के moments के लिए he's very good. He's a very very experienced player.
8 ball,
and,
10 ball batsman.
And yeah, he has the ability to come out and hit a couple of sixes, and that'll be job done from Neesham at this point. लेकिन again, अब थोड़ा tricky situation होगा पाकिस्तान के लिए. They'll have to be really really good with you know where they're bowling, both of them, क्योंकि अब दोनों मारने वाले batters हैं. Santner next. Also again, Santner has the ability to hit.
Yeah.
But really the key wicket will be one of these two
Right.
in the next 4 overs.
So we talked about Pakistan losing plot in last 5 overs, और इस मैच में भी almost ये हो चुका है कि New Zealand were down and out. We
Yeah.
were really good for first 10 overs.
That's a good ball, no run.
Yeah, that was a full toss ball, 144 kph full toss ball, but Jimmy Neesham just snatched it towards him.
Look at where the
Oh.
Bale has gone.
Wow.
Bale has gone towards 30-yard circle की edge तक पहुंच
ये
गई
मुझे
है.
याद है हम
Bale.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया और उसका because it has hit the Bale.
हाँ.
We were watching ऑस्ट्रेलिया और पाकिस्तान का T20 यहाँ पर, और वसीम ने एक बॉल कराई थी जो कि लगी बेल पे थी, और वो रिजवान के सर से ऊपर से जो है
ऊपर से
वो
गुजर
गुजर
गई
के
थी.
30 yards से
हाँ.
मेरी बात की थी.
I think there was another very interesting incident which I'll
Yeah.
mention.
The slower ball.
Oh, that goes for
That
4.
goes through the covers,
No,
but it
okay.
will cut off. हमारे पास
Slow
boundary
down,
rider
slow
है.
down,
हाँ.
yeah.
Boundary rider है हमारे पास पीछे. तो-
But the ball, Jofra Archer was bowling, I believe,
Sure.
against
बांग्लादेश in 2019 World Cup.
yes,
उसमें
and
ये हुआ था.
hit the wicket, and the ball went for a 6 behind.
Ball went
the
for a
wicketkeeper.
6. The game was taking place at Cardiff,
Yeah.
Sophia Gardens, Cardiff.
Yeah.
और उसमें तमीम इकबाल I guess out हुए थे, और that was a very pacey ball. के ball stumps के top of middle stump को लग के और छक्का
I
हो गया
think
था.
बेल का उड़ना इतना दूर एक तो pace also, but it's also the accuracy.
Accuracy.
कि अगर वो लगी सिर्फ बेल के ऊपर है, that's
हाँ,
what's
तो
Yeah,
वो
top
momentum-
of off is where you
Momentum इस तरह का होता है.
That's
अच्छा,
a good.
Shaheen
to
is
bowl
bowling
the
full
Yorker.
tosses.
Oh, that's beautifully fielded. That's so
Yeah.
difficult to do.
Yeah.
I mean, he's made it look easy, लेकिन ये
Easy.
बहुत मुश्किल होता है.
लेकिन you are doing those steps, और फिर जाके अपने बॉल को रोकना भी
सही
है.
जगह पे collect करना है. It's
Collect
stuck to his
करना है.
hand.
ये miscalculate भी हो सकता था.
बिल्कुल.
4 भी हो
बिल्कुल.
सकता था.
Pressure भी होता है ना
Yeah.
आपके ऊपर death overs में, like the
True,
semis and
true,
everything.
true.
But it was a full toss, so I think New Zealand would have wanted that to go to the boundary.
अच्छा we see हमारे डग आउट के अंदर मलंग अली बैठे हैं जो पाकिस्तान टीम के फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट हैं
Yes.
और इनके बारे में मैं कल रात एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज देख रहा था which kind of gave me a couple of goosebumps as well कि 2007 के T20 वर्ल्ड कप में जब पाकिस्तान ने न्यूजीलैंड को हराया था तो उस टूर्नामेंट में भी मलंग अली वाज
he was
आवर
there.
फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट
Yeah.
और जो इंटरेस्टिंग चीज हुई थी जब पाकिस्तान ने मैच जीता था तो पाकिस्तान डग आउट केम इनटू द ग्राउंड एवरीवन वाज रनिंग अराउंड and he was doing
Card
those
flips.
हाँ he was
Card
doing
flips
those
are-
card
I
flips
remember that.
so it was that guy and he's
Yeah.
still in the dugout तो पाकिस्तान के डगआउट में शायद वही बंदा है जो
किसी भी कोई भी प्लेयर इतना लंबा नहीं रहा
हाँ,
पाकिस्तान के
हाँ,
dugout में जितना
हाँ
मतलब
तो
नहीं।
आई मीन वो जानता होगा कि पाकिस्तान ने लास्ट टाइम जब इनको सेमीफाइनल में हराया था
Yeah.
so maybe this is of
Absolutely.
course it sounds like it a bit away from stats and all that but to see somebody who's in the dressing room अभी तक
Yeah.
कि वो उस मोमेंट पे भी था और इस मोमेंट पे था
And the stories
तो-
he must have.
And
Yeah,
just
stories he must have.
the world he's seen.
Exactly. उसने शेयर किया होगा वो ऑफ कोर्स हर प्लेयर के साथ अटैच्ड है
हाँ.
और उसने बताया होगा कि इस तरह से हमने उनको 2007 के सेमीफाइनल में भी हराया था
Absolutely.
अच्छा तो नसीम I mean Shaheen bowled a couple of full tosses to Jimmy Neesham and Jimmy Neesham must have got his eye in कि जिस तरह से बॉल उसके बैट पे आई तो it will be interesting कि अभी तक इस टूर्नामेंट में Jimmy Neesham has been silent with the bat
Okay.
he will be looking to finish on a strong here
Yeah, he hasn't
On a high.
been doing well. Strike rate is 148 and average of 12, but
yeah
That's a
again,
slower delivery.
Oh,
Just
just-
over the
Oh,
fielder.
just over the
That
fielder
is
that has gone for 4
that's a good shot. Mitchell
I hope
is looking
Shadab
very
is
dangerous now.
Shadab is good
I think he's good. He's just disappointed.
oh maybe he's disappointed
Look at that.
Acha. Oh man
Good
that
try
is-
by Shadab.
I mean,
though.
if anyone could have caught it, it would have been Zada.
back of the hand slower
Wow.
ball था
Very
और
nice.
he
Probably
went
a bit fuller than he would have wanted.
a
it
bit
to be.
fuller हाँ and Shadab was kind of I mean thinking कि I can cash it like it just went ahead of him so the risk has paid off for Daryl Mitchell this is what Daryl Mitchell can do in the last overs
That's
right
again a short ball. Slow short ball. Very nice. Darren Mitchell, 42 of 26 right now.
oh man this is the innings this is kind of we can say this is a game changing innings
Could
given
be,
the
could
the
be.
way New Zealand batters have struggled so far this is the cameo that New Zealand were looking for
Yeah, absolutely. And again, what we have 16 balls to go.
Yeah,
that's,
and this
that's
is
quite a lot
last-
of runs they can
yeah
still get.
last recognized set of Kiwi batsmen इसके बाद Santner और Sodhi आ जाएंगे अच्छा we talked about that I mean psychological barrier of 160 और 160 करके टीम सेफ हो जाती है इस वर्ल्ड कप में तो अभी we have got 16 balls and New Zealand need 32 runs
Yeah.
that's like
Very
I mean,
possible.
Naseem versus Neesham
Yeah,
will
very
be
possible.
will be a good
Again, they
contest.
just need a wicket.
yeah
Yeah, but Naseem versus Neesham, I feel like will be a good
Exactly.
contest. He's coming against a left-hander who can hit it.
yeah
Let's see where
let's
he
see
bowls to
where he
him.
bowls it will be interesting to see कि वो follow up किस short ball था and he has pulled it towards square leg अच्छा एक और मजे की बात है हम बात करते हैं मोमेंटम की शुरू में मोमेंटम पाकिस्तान के पास था फिर मोमेंटम शिफ्ट हुआ उन्होंने बिल्ड ऑन किया and it was behind no I think that is not a thing to be worried about और momentum न्यूजीलैंड के पास आया now the momentum is kind of with Pakistan with the fall of
Definitely.
Williamson लेकिन it will be very important for Babar's confidence and for the team's confidence कि पाकिस्तान इस इनिंग्स को अच्छे से फिनिश करे आखिरी
Yeah.
15 बॉल्स जो है उनको अच्छे से बॉल करे
Now I think look, one under 150 is what
Yeah.
they'll hope for.
Yeah.
It's going to be really difficult. though.
एग्जैक्टली हारिस रऊफ का एक ओवर पड़ा है नसीम
That's a
It's a
good,
good
ball.
का एक
ball.
ओवर पड़ा होगा
Straight
it's a
to
very
the
good ball
fielder.
Yorker
They'll
at
get
91
two-
miles per hour.
146 kph and that was a wayward throw he should have thrown right at the
I
stumps
I agree.
Nawaz has
Ah.
struggled in the field as well.
yeah
That throw could have been straighter and could have
Yeah.
caused a lot of trouble to the batsman.
तो न्यूजीलैंड आर मिल्किंग पाकिस्तानी बॉलर्स आई मीन जो आखिरी अब 14 बॉल्स हैं दिस विल बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यहाँ पे जो रन स्कोर होते हैं दैट विल बी
Yeah.
इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूजीलैंड कॉस एंड अगर हम देखें पाकिस्तान के पास ऑप्शंस क्या हैं हमारे पास वसीम जूनियर के 2 ओवर पड़े हैं
Or
राउफ का 1 ओवर पड़ा है और इस ओवर के बाद नसीम के भी 2 ओवर पड़े हैं
So I think they'll go for Wasim and then Rauf. I think
वसीम
that's-
हैज बीन अ लिटिल बिट
Naseem has been a bit expensive today.
Yeah.
He hasn't in the whole tournament, but just that day, I
Haan.
guess. Oh,
that
that's
was a
good.
slower ball and hit
The
towards
batter did not. He saw it very late and he had to delay his
स्क्वायर
shot.
लेग की तरफ हिट किया था
Yeah.
मिचेल वाज ट्राइंग टू kind of heave it towards mid wicket लेकिन अच्छा चेंज ऑफ पेस था, नसीम ने बचा लिया उसको.
Yeah, still 9 runs off the over.
Exactly.
And New Zealand will try to hit the last ball, I think.
And Daryl Mitchell has kind of flashed upon this opportunity. अभी तक उनकी ज्यादा उनको टाइम नहीं मिला in the middle, and he is now nearing a 50 of 29 balls. से अभी तक 46.
Good innings for sure.
Once again, Naseem coming in.
Yeah.
7.4 is the run rate here. That's
Brilliant
a beautiful
delivery.
Yorker.
Great
That is
Yorker.
Brilliant from Naseem.
Yeah.
That is the space and beautiful length.
True. So Naseem has finished his over really well, but on अगर हम देखें comparatively, he's been a bit expensive for Pakistan.
Yes.
He's given runs at 8 and over.
Yeah.
Wasim, though coming in, Wasim will probably bowl the next over. I think he's been really good. I think उसका जो पिछला भी over
Right.
उसने कराया था जिसमें he went for 8, went for 6 on the first ball and came back brilliantly. So
Right.
Wasim, I've actually been really impressed with him over the last year.
Yeah.
बहुत अच्छी length hit करता है. Yorkers especially उसके बहुत जबरदस्त है. And he will have, it's a very key over this one.
So I mean, would you go with Wasim or Haris Rauf, given it's the 19th over and Haris has got a good record of 19th over?
I think Wasim.
You'll go with Wasim, right?
Yeah, same.
So I mean, so Naseem Shah is not coming back. We've got 2 overs, and we'll ask Wasim to bowl the second last over and Haris Rauf to bowl the last over.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see कि बाबर क्या decision लेते हैं. हमारे in-house analysts have taken the decision. They are going with Wasim Junior, but Babar has gone with Haris Rauf.
Wow.
That is interesting.
Yeah. I think वो एक
wicket या वो second last over वाली बात होती है कि सबसे जरूरी होता है.
एक reputation बना हुआ है हारिस रऊफ का कि वो second last over बहुत अच्छा करते हैं. So he has gone with that.
I think New Zealand could perhaps be a bit upset about where they are, because 134 for 4 at this point, you'd want they might have should have started hitting a bit earlier, and wickets shouldn't have mattered that much. But जहाँ ये game set है, SCG is a high scoring ground, so I think I feel like they should have gone a bit earlier, considering they had the
But
wickets.
that came down to how, I mean, Kane Williamson was calculating his innings and Daryl Mitchell was pacing up his innings. क्योंकि उसके बाद अगर वहाँ पे विकेट गिरती तो उनका last recognized batting player था ये वाला.
Rauf coming in and straight down the ground.
Straight down the wicket.
That will not.
It's just that's very well fielded by Shaheen.
Is not letting anyone down in the field.
I said it was a very good Yorker, but Daryl Mitchell dug it up.
I think he was expecting it.
Brilliant effort from
He
Shaheen.
was expecting a fast Yorker.
अच्छा last overs चल रहे हैं और हम देख रहे हैं कि बाबर आजम is standing behind on the boundary. अच्छा Haris Rauf again, his economy against left-hand batsman is 7.5. तो Jimmy Neesham के खिलाफ we'll see कि वो he will be kind of good. Against right-hand batsman is given runs away at 8.6 और boundary percentage इनकी 17.7%.
I don't know how good that is in a relative sense. But considering कि वो death में कराता है, you're practically saying that 1 out of every 6 deliveries he bowls goes for a boundary. That sounds really brilliant.
And that is a very interesting set.
Mark Wood there.
Yeah, most 150 kph plus balls
5
bowled.
overs.
Mark Wood has bowled 31 balls. Haris Rauf has bowled 7 balls. Henrik Nokia has bowled 8 balls. Mark Wood has been bowling express pace.
Yeah, Nokia was also really quick.
That's a very good Yorker.
Once again with that line.
Exactly, darting at his stumps, and he was aiming towards leg side. This is a 145 kph ball.
But also I think यहाँ ना थोड़ी सी New Zealand is not been able to use all of the ground to get their runs. ये हमने कोई 10-12 दफा देखा है कि
dynamic कुछ नहीं था. एक ram shot वो भी failed by Kane Williamson.
Yeah, and we've seen वो बार-बार उसी टांग पे वो जब पाकिस्तानी bowlers follow कर रहे हैं, they've struggled to hit it. Finn Allen से लेके I think अभी तक यही एक consistent चीज.
They haven't been able to, I mean, get runs on that side as well. जो ball वहाँ पे ball की जाती थी.
Yeah.
So Haris Rauf has been really good in this over.
But let's see how the rest
that's
goes.
gone for 4.
That might go for 4.
I think
it does.
मैंने jinx कर दिया उसको. 3 balls पर अभी तक कोई boundary नहीं आई थी. And Jimmy Neesham gets his first boundary.
8 runs in the over. New Zealand at 141.
141. 8 balls to go.
They'll be looking for a 160.
19 runs to get to 160.
They can do it.
This is the same situation. India के खिलाफ भी यही situation थी. इतने ही maybe runs चाहिए थे. Shadab is not happy.
Shadab भाई कहाँ bowling करा रहे हो? Because there is no fielder.
अच्छा, you see कि Shadab कितना calm है and he's observing the situation. He knows कि what is going wrong. आपकी लेग साइड फील्ड पैक है, बाउंड्री राइडर्स हैं आपके पास, ऑफ साइड पे आपके पास कवर है,
Yeah, and
लॉन्ग
you
ऑन
have
है,
a
लॉन्ग
short
ऑफ.
fine, so
हाँ शॉर्ट फाइन है तो आप
I
वहां पे
can
बॉल
get
करके
Fine
चौका
खड़ा
खा
हुआ
रहे हैं.
है. तो
दिस वाज अ गुड बॉल.
yeah,
अच्छा,
change of pace. Oh,
yeah,
that was a
at
139.
139.
I think the bounce kind of put him off.
Yeah,
He
this
didn't
is
look
this is
comfortable
good cat and mouse as well. Daryl Mitchell tried hitting towards leg side. That was I mean leg by हो गई.
Yeah.
उसके बाद Haris Rauf missed his aim and then it went for a 4.
Yeah.
And once again this was a good change of pace.
Yeah.
Even के change of pace तो नहीं था, 139 का था.
और वही back and forth
Back and forth हो रहा है.
that psychological game के
तो he'll have to finish this on a strong.
Yeah, 9 of this over so
yeah.
far, and
एक चीज बड़ी अच्छी है कि बाबर ने आज अपनी इनिंग्स को बहुत अच्छे से टाइम किया है, बॉलिंग इनिंग्स को, बैटिंग इनिंग्स को नहीं. पाकिस्तान आर 1 over front.
इनिंग्स उसकी अच्छी थी आज.
Oh, that's a full toss
I
ball.
hope
Could
that's
be a
not a
no
no
ball,
ball.
no, maybe
no,
no.
it's not.
He's
no.
gotten away with it.
Oh, they're going for the second run and they will complete it.
They will go for it.
So there was one boundary,
Close call.
2 twos, 2 singles,
10
and
runs
1
off
leg
the
by.
over.
So that's 11 runs off the
And
over.
50 for Daryl Mitchell off
50 for Daryl
delivery.
Mitchell as well. We saw his wife and his baby over there as well. So this is a brilliant innings in context of the game as well.
Yeah,
Daryl Mitchell पिछली दफा भी जब न्यूजीलैंड सेमीफाइनल खेल रहा था तो इन्होंने 50 प्लस रन्स किए थे एंड दैट वाज अ
Yeah,
मैच
took
विनिंग
the match
innings.
to the end,
Yeah,
definitely.
took the match to the end. यहाँ पे भी हम देख रहे थे कि न्यूजीलैंड would have or could have finished 130ish, 140ish.
Yeah.
पर उन्होंने अपनी इस innings के साथ न्यूजीलैंड को पुश
Yeah.
किया towards 160.
Yeah,
I
definitely a
feel like
rough crisis for them.
Naseem can go for runs right now.
But
So,
it's
Yeah, it's a choice between
Wasim.
Wasim.
or Wasim could also.
I think they'll go for Wasim for sure. Wasim is a death option
Right.
they've used quite a bit. Naseem has
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the
not
full
been
ball will
used to
come
the
in to
death as
play the
much.
Yorkers.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever has happened in the innings so far, Daryl Mitchell has built the innings. He's got those runs for New Zealand. लेकिन ये important होगा पाकिस्तान के लिए अभी भी कि अच्छा आखिरी ओवर करें, momentum साथ लेकर जाएं ताकि बैट्समैन आए और वो
Naseem
confidence.
is taking
Naseem
it.
is
This is
here.
interesting.
That's a Yorker.
So that was a Yorker.
Yeah, no, I think they just went
146.
with their most experienced bowler at the end.
I was expecting
One
Wasim. This
of the
this has surprised me a bit,
Yeah.
especially after the kind of over
Right.
Wasim bowled.
Actually,
Yeah.
but Naseem has been economical. I think that's what they want now. They don't want a wicket. They want the economy
Fair
bowler to come.
Yeah, maybe yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would
So-
that have been a no ball if Virat
Yeah.
Kohli was back? Maybe.
Maybe.
But I Rasmus to thumb.
वही. Yeah. अच्छा. Exactly.
10.62
But there was no ball.
Was the
Ah.
run rate in the last?
So
three
New Zealand
overs.
are scoring at par as characteristic.
Oh,
that's
that's
a
a
good
good ball.
And that might be out. Oh,
They've gone for the single.
no, they didn't. I think they came back, or did they?
Yes, they did.
They
I saw Daryl Mitchell
Yeah,
वहाँ पे
that's
था
a
तो ये
buy.
बाय होगा
Wow.
Yeah.
और they are
But a
on their
good ball
toes.
from Naseem.
They are on their
Desperate
toes.
runs, but none runs.
But against someone like Jimmy Neesham, this is so brave of and so courageous of Naseem Shah कि वो change of pace पे ball कर रहे हैं slower. अगर ये slower
slow
ball
ball थी. This was
हाँ.
67 miles per hour.
अगर ये slower ball pick हो जाता तो it would have finished on
Absolutely.
leg side पे stands के अंदर finish करता.
Yeah.
लेकिन Naseem has started off the over really well. और
It's been really barren for the audience today. Thankfully for Pakistan.
yeah, thankfully for
They
Pakistan,
haven't received any.
there have been only maybe 2
big
or 3
shots.
sixes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
so.
So Daryl Mitchell is sweating.
Yeah, I think there is. It is hot.
Oh, he's launched it towards
That
leg
might be-
side,
that
mid wicket
land-
side.
Falls
No
short.
man's land. but,
Yeah. that just
I think
falls.
they're making him hit to the long side of
To
the
the
Again,
long
the-
side of the
the
ball.
slow
And
ball,
that was
110.
110
Yeah,
kp.
that's what he's bowling at.
Yeah, very well spotted.
Nisham left-handed in. This is a challenge for
Yeah.
Naseem as well because he constantly has to keep changing
Look
his
at how
line.
deep in the crease Daryl Mitchell is.
Yeah.
Because he is expecting.
He was
the-
aiming for that
Yorker.
mid wicket boundary.
Yeah, but no pace on the ball.
Yeah,
I think
no pace
Naseem
on the
has-
ball.
has
And I would say this is brilliant from Naseem Shah.
Yeah.
You are batting against
Yeah.
someone like Daryl Mitchell, जिसने जॉर्डन को सेकंड लास्ट ओवर में सेमीफाइनल में मार के उसने मैच अपनी तरफ कर लिया
Oh,
था.
that's a beautiful.
Also, I don't blame
Exactly.
Sean for not going for the catch. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's the last
That
over.
was काफी
Naseem
आगे था.
seemed a
For
bit
sure.
upset that he didn't go for it.
I think
But
the bowler is always
Exactly,
upset with that.
exactly. Yeah.
Lekin very good game awareness by Sean.
True,
Yeah.
true,
क्योंकि
true.
अगर उसके ऊपर से चली जाती, it would have been a 4
Four
and-
runs.
Four,
and-
तो
the
वो
wicket
ज्यादा
wouldn't have-
डिसअपॉइंटेड होता.
Yeah.
तो बॉलर्स आई थिंक हीट ऑफ द मोमेंट में ऐसा रिएक्ट कर जाते हैं. बट लेट्स कम बैक टुवर्ड्स दिस डेथ बॉलिंग. दिस इज डेथ
Brilliant.
बॉलिंग ऑफ
it's
Top-
again they're struggling with
class.
that. Struggling with that.
yeah.
They've gotten to 150 and
Yeah.
let's still be clear. Like 180 is the par score
Yeah.
here. So Pakistan is well
True.
ahead. At
And
the
look
end.
at that, Daryl Mitchell is repeating his semi-final heroics. He
Yeah,
scored 74 in the last semi-final in the last World Cup. This time is on 51 not out.
Oh, well, that's up in the
This is
air.
again a slow ball. Let's
and
see if
this will
anyone
fall
is
in
there.
No man's land.
Which is also
Uh,
fine once again because everyone
Exactly.
is guarding the
There was
field.
no one there to take
No boundaries in this over. I think
in
this is
those
brilliant.
overs. This is
Wow.
world class
That is
depth bowling.
absolutely
We'll have to credit we'll have to
Naseem.
credit Naseem Shah कि उसने
बिल्कुल.
brilliant bowling की है, change of pace बहुत अच्छा था, उनको strangulate किया है दोनों
I
batsmen को.
also think Babar की तरफ से it was a very good
Look at the
decision.
ball.
Very
Yeah.
good decision from
Uh,
Babar.
I think थोड़ी damp condition है उस वजह से ball की
हाथ से निकल भी रही है शाहीन
हाथ
की
से
आपने
निकल
2
भी रही है.
फुटर्स देखी रोज
Exactly.
की आपने 1 फुटर
50 ओवर वर्ल्ड कप में ऐसे अक्सर हमने देखा था जब एक बॉल यूज हुआ करती थी तो बॉल की हालत एंड पे बहुत खराब हो जाती थी
Yeah.
और
yeah.
अभी भी बॉल की हालत काफी खराब है.
And it'll be interesting to see अगर रात
Yeah.
के वक्त मजीद अभी जब हम
हाँ,
न्यूजीलैंड comes out to bowl.
अगर
So it
ड्यू
will be-
वगैरह हुई तो
I
फिर
Yeah.
मसला हो जाएगा.
तो पाकिस्तान good luck with it will be good.
हाँ.
अच्छा last ball of the innings coming up.
Oh,
That's a
brilliant.
Yorker.
That
That's a
is
brilliant
exceptional
Yorker.
bowling from Naseem.
That was 144
Brilliant.
kph Yorker,
144.
and Daryl Mitchell tried to hit it towards fine leg, but he missed it. So New Zealand finished with 152 for 4
Yeah.
in their allotted 20 overs.
Mitchell wanted a
first of-
wide there.
Yeah, he wanted a wide
Let's
there.
take a look at
So-
that as well.
तो-
हो सकती थी वैसे.
Yeah,
मुझे लग रहा था थी.
Maybe hit his.
but he had made some room. तो उसमें that was the thing. अच्छा, first things first. Brilliant last over from Naseem Shah. I mean, he has given
Absolutely.
that momentum to Pakistan, and New Zealand have finished. Importantly, New Zealand finished on 152. वो एक 160 mark की तरफ नहीं गया. पाकिस्तान को हम देखें तो पाकिस्तान is a team that can score 140, 150 उससे ऊपर they struggle.
Yes.
Of course, we did
Yeah,
score
they do.
180
They do.
in the first
Or
innings in
131
131
against
against Zimbabwe.
बिल्कुल.
So 152, Kumail, would you take it?
Yes. I think I would take it with open arms.
Okay.
I think Pakistan right now has it in the bag if they can bat sensibly. They
Right.
have the batting power. It is
Right.
not beyond their capacity.
Right.
अगर यहीं पे 160 170 होता तो फिर मैं कहता कि the match is on.
Yeah.
Right now, as of now, Pakistan should win this.
Okay.
They should not bottle this.
Okay.
But I mean, you have Bold and Saudi coming from the other end, so
Yeah,
Right.
and it'll be really
Right.
great to
Right.
see
Right.
Saudi
Right.
again. Sorry,
Right.
Bolt
against
against
Babar.
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 उसमें Babar has the advantage, but Saudi has gotten
Yeah.
him twice in the last few times they
और हमने
faced.
देखा कि बॉल मूव करी है तो अगर सऊदी
Exactly.
अंदर ला
And
सका बॉल
and
को
Babar has always struggled
Yes.
with the fast bowler that brings the ball
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah.
So it will be बहुत interesting होगा इन दोनों
हाँ.
दोनों fast bowlers का battle.
So
बाबर के साथ देखेंगे at a time he's not scoring runs. And you know, Hayden ने जिस तरह से press conference में कहा था, something big can be coming. from
something
Babar.
big can be coming, as it came for Daryl Mitchell in this game. He scored 53 not out from 35 balls, and we'll be expecting
Yeah.
Pakistan's openers also fire in this game. Pakistan would entertain themselves in this game, given that this is 152 for 4, or Pakistan's middle order has fired. Our openers haven't fired. They are really well poised for a comeback in this innings. और हमने देखा कि रिजवान का रेनेसा भी इसी टीम के अगेंस्ट स्टार्ट हुआ था. And Babar will be looking for runs. We'll be back with you for the ball by ball analysis of Pakistan's batting innings. I hope that you enjoyed our analysis so far during Pakistan's bowling innings, and please stay tuned. We'll be back as soon as Pakistan starts batting. Thank you so much.
Smartly.
Oh,
Wow.
that's going.
Hello and welcome back to the dugout. We are back with Pakistan's batting innings, and Pakistan have started really well, I would say, given the way Pakistan's opening was struggling in the recent games. But today they've come out, they are positive, they have played their shots, and we have seen that Babar Azam too has got a boundary in the bag, and Rizwan is leading the way. And Rizwan is leading the way with
20.
Hello and welcome back to the Dugout Live. Pakistan have started their batting innings and they have started off really well. Unlike the most of the tournament where Pakistan's opening has struggled to
That's
score.
Beautiful from Babar.
straight
In the
drive.
meanwhile,
That
Babar has
is-
played a really beautiful straight drive and that has gone for four. Uh, Unlike the whole tournament where Pakistan's opening has struggled, they have started off really well in this all important semi-final game. Just we have seen that Babar Azam has taken a couple of boundaries. Rizwan has scored a couple of boundaries towards offside, and this is brilliant from Babar Azam. Over to you, Arham and Kumail.
You know,
यार मैंने
Hayden.
तो आज कहा था बाबर चल जाएगा
मैंने
जिस
बिल्कुल-
गुस्से से वो
हाँ।
कल नेट्स में खेल रहा था ना
Yeah, and I think जिस तरह से Hayden ने भी बिल्कुल again in that press conference he
हाँ.
said, you know, this was just the calm before the storm, and
Oh,
I
wow.
think we're about to see what Babar really is.
Yeah,
kind of.
और बाबर ने वो एक नज किया towards third man. This is characteristic of peak Babar Azam. या बाबर आजम
Yeah.
peak में होता है, he knows कि वो straight पे कैसे खेल रहे हैं, वो third man की तरफ nudge कैसे कर रहे हैं. Kumail, Babar Azam is back or not? Is
I
it
think
or is it a
he's-
glitch?
नहीं नहीं आई थिंक इट्स नॉट अ ग्लिच इन द यूनिवर्स कुदरत का निजाम है ये
Okay,
आप कभी फॉर्म में होते हैं आप कभी फॉर्म में नहीं होते
okay,
बैठे बैठे आप आउट ऑफ फॉर्म हो जाते हैं
हो जाते
फिर
हैं,
आप बैठे बैठे इनफॉर्म हो जाते हैं
बिल्कुल,
हाँ.
और न्यूजीलैंड के खिलाफ तो हम वैसे भी इनफॉर्म ही होते हैं
inform ही होते
तो
हैं.
आई थिंक बाबर भी और रिजवान प्लेड टू और 3 शॉट्स ऑन द ऑफ साइड
हाँ, हाँ,
व्हिच शोस दैट ही इज प्रैक्टिस दैट एज वेल क्योंकि
हाँ,
अगर उनको लग रहा है लेग साइड पे आउट कर देंगे तो ही
हाँ.
इज गोइंग फॉर द
Yeah,
ऑफ
and we're almost at 10 and
Yeah,
over,
yeah,
so
yeah.
this is fantastic.
एंड दिस
And-
गुड बैटिंग ही इज रोटेटिंग द
and-
स्ट्राइक
And शुरू में ऐसा नहीं लगा था, लेकिन so far it has looked like Babar is seeing the ball like a football.
Yeah.
If not, I mean something bigger than that.
Yeah.
We saw that Lockie Ferguson has been really well in this tournament. He has been the go-to man for Kane Williamson. उसको पहली बॉल पे चौका मारा है बाबर आजम ने, तो it will give confidence to our batters.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we are chasing 153 so far, so good.
Yeah, we've been on the top. I don't remember one instance where we've sort of let go of our dominance.
Yeah.
Kahin pe we did waver, but I think so far so good. 31 of 3.3 overs. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're chasing 150 and we're going at around 10 and over, almost 10 and over, and Pakistan will take it. And Rizwan is batting at, I mean, almost 200 strike rate. It is something around 170, 180.
Yeah.
अच्छा, कुछ fans ने यहाँ पे poster लिए हुए हैं कि Melbourne, are you ready? So it seems like the Pakistani bandwagon is really up and running, and it is almost, I mean, I won't say, मतलब नहीं कहना चाहिए, but it is almost kind of threatening the New Zealand bandwagon के, which is the steady one जो आराम से जाते हैं, calculated.
Yeah, so one thing New Zealand will actually struggle with now,
हाँ,
और ये पाकिस्तान को advantage था SCG की एक अच्छी batting pitch पे, is that they don't have 4 full-time quicks. They have Bolt, Ferguson and Saudi. अब इनमें से एक को कोट पड़ने लग गई तो अब उनको जाना पड़ेगा towards Nisham or someone like Daryl Mitchell.
True.
And that will be taking a risk. That will be hoping कि wicket आ जाए. They're not great bowlers.
right.
So, you know, definitely जिस तरह का start हुआ है, this is brilliant. I think everybody would be really happy with this.
Yeah.
Right, so Tim Saudi का हमने देखा कि he is the leading wicket taker ever in the history of T20 international cricket, और उसका बाबर आजम के खिलाफ रिकॉर्ड भी अच्छा है. If you see के ODIs में उसने 2 दफा आउट किया बाबर आजम को, and Babar's batting strike rate is 47 in ODIs against Team Saudi, and in T20 internationals his batting strike rate is 83 and he's been dismissed twice by Team Saudi. पर अभी हम देखें तो Team Saudi has been taken out of the attack. और ट्रेंट बोल्ट के अगेंस्ट जो बाबर आजम का रिकॉर्ड है, दैट इज 58 रन्स इन ओडीआईज एंड बैटिंग स्ट्राइक रेट ऑफ 79, 40 डॉट बॉल्स बॉल किए हैं. बट इफ वी कम टुवर्ड्स बिजनेस साइड ऑफ द गेम व्हिच इज T20 इंटरनेशनल्स, तो बाबर वर्सेस बोल्ट, Babar has scored 45 runs in T20 internationals whenever he has faced him, and he has scored at 160 strike rate.
Yeah.
So it's total utter domination and Babar is back.
Utter domination. There was though a missed chance in the first over. Bolt ही करा रहा था मेरा ख्याल है.
Right.
But I mean that is just part of the game. Babar मुझे लग रहा है कि I don't know. I just had a feeling he would be back today, and I think he will seek to middle the ball.
That's
Rizwan
a beautiful shot.
Brilliant shot from Mohammad Rizwan.
Over mid wicket.
Beautiful.
Gone for 4.
This has got.
If you see, Rizwan has constantly gone for the shot on the first ball of the over.
Yeah.
First ball of the match went for a 4.
Yeah.
First ball of Lockie Ferguson's over went for a 4, and again he's done it.
They've looked really positive, especially Rizwan. अभी हम इस पे देखें, outside off stump ball था, he is shuffled towards the off stump और उसको बड़े positive तरीके से hit किया towards long on deep mid wicket boundary.
Yeah, it seems like Pakistan is peaking. बिल्कुल वो ठीक
Oh,
time
once
है.
again,
Once
shot,
again, and
एक
that
और shot.
might go to the fielder, might
Towards
be to-
mid wicket region. And
Yeah,
that is a
it's gone for
4.
4.
Wow, this is
Brilliant from
this
Rizwan.
has got the Rizwan of the 2020 written on it.
Yes.
The Rizwan that dominated the world for a whole calendar year. जिसमें he scored a lot of runs, and it started against New Zealand in New Zealand. And we see कि जो आखिरी 2 shots खेली हैं टीम सऊदी को रिजवान ने, दोनों same kind of shots हैं जो
Let's
ये
just
उस
remind
सीरीज में थे.
ourselves that he was never out of form. Like I think
Yeah.
2 matches के अच्छे नहीं हुए,
Yeah.
3 matches अच्छे नहीं हुए, but I mean who cares at this point?
He was scoring runs in Asia Cup.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to lob it over mid wicket. Yani कि he knows where his strengths are.
True.
That's a variation, and that would be a quick single. That's good running as well.
That's
9
9 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're putting pressure.
True.
They're
Right.
absolutely putting pressure.
In the meanwhile, we see that Usman Qadir is receiving the Hall of Fame cap on behalf of his father, late the great Abdul Qadir. उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे लोगों को इंडक्ट किया गया हॉल ऑफ फेम में, including the great Shiv Narayan, Chandrapal.
About time.
Yeah.
I
Charlotte Edwards.
Yeah.
And
Chandrapal is very underrated,
exactly,
I think,
very
as a test
underrated.
batter.
Yeah,
10,000 plus.
हाँ,
runs.
I mean, Lara जो था उसमें.
exactly.
That's
down the leg side. अच्छा, talking about Chandrapal, एक बड़े interesting development हुई है कि उसका जो बेटा है Teg Narayan Chandrapal, he has been selected in West Indies Test squad.
अच्छा.
हाँ, and he'll be traveling to Australia. They are playing 2 test matches, so the Chandrapal days are back in West Indies. खैर, I'm very
I
happy for
haven't
him.
seen him bat. वैसे how is his stance anything like his?
Yeah. It's kind of almost उसी की तरह है. वो
अच्छा.
अपनी बेल को भी उसी तरह लगाता है पहले जब वो आता है. So he has worked his way up through under 19 ranks. It will be interesting to see him. So coming back to the game, Pakistan are in charge of the situation.
उधर बच्चे नहीं बोलते.
उधर नहीं पर्ची
हाँ
पड़ती।
वैसे ये बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट है कि वेस्ट इंडीज में पर्ची पर
पता नहीं शायद वो
नहीं, अगर वो पर्ची होता तो वो 2014 का अंडर-19 वर्ल्ड कप खेला था तो अब तक खेल जाता
खेल
वैसे में।
जाता।
तो उसने अच्छा एक डोमेस्टिक में परफॉर्मेंस की
वैसे
है,
अगर मैं कहता हूँ वेस्ट इंडीज जैसी टीम के लिए कोई पर्ची चल भी जाए तो आई थिंक उनको चला लेनी चाहिए।
चला लेनी
Like
चाहिए,
honestly, like
yeah.
शेमरन हेटमायर को like छोड़ना, I don't think that was a good decision
True,
at
true,
all.
true. So coming back to the game, this is fifth over of the game,
Yeah.
and Pakistan are 42 for no loss.
That's a
And
great shot by Babar to
Babar
the
has hit
boundary
it.
for 4.
Wow.
Brilliant shot. This
You
is.
can bowl him there all day and he'll
Yeah,
hit it there
yeah,
all day. I
yeah,
mean that's how good he is.
Exactly.
We
It
saw
was
he was struggling with the shot in the World
in the
Cup.
World
So
Cup.
this
हाँ,
really seems like
हाँ,
वो
हाँ.
a lot of
Exactly.
mental work has gone into this.
Exactly.
into
Square
this
leg की
ball.
तरफ शॉट खेला था,
बिल्कुल।
बिल्कुल उनके सामने बॉल आई थी, and we see this is the Babar of old times.
How clean.
This is the peak Babar which used to score. I mean, who used to score runs in T20 nationals.
I think it's going to be so interesting to actually find out, and if we can at some point know what Babar did
Yeah.
between the last match
Yeah.
and this match
Yeah.
to
Maybe-
get in the right state of mind.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could see how Hayden was sort of with
True.
with him there in the
True.
nets. और
Yeah.
मेरा ख्याल है कि it was time that he realized कि यार, you know,
Exactly.
I'm one of the best players in the world and
Yeah.
I can get in form.
Mm.
It felt like a mental block. हो सकता है कैप्टनसी का प्रेशर हो और चीजों का प्रेशर हो,
True.
एक्सपेक्टेशन हो, बट आई थिंक आज हमने पहले भी ये बात की है कि जिस तरह जितने भी players who've been in the limelight for Pakistan today
Yeah.
have shown their will, they've been open, they
Yeah.
have nothing to lose and they've gone out on the attack.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid of getting out or going for runs, you know.
Right. Right.
That is really really positive और मुझे लगता है कि this is the team I would like to see go into the finals. Very objectively speaking, इस वक्त Pakistan is the much better team in this match.
Exactly. We have looked positive with the ball. We have looked positive with the bat. We were really good with the field. We were
Absolutely.
charged up. I mean, this is the other Pakistan. जब unpredictability की बात आती है, तो if the other Pakistan turns up, so they
Yes.
can be a world beater team, which
Absolutely.
has been on the scene so far. What we have seen. So if
Again,
you're Kane Williamson,
yeah.
what are you thinking? I mean, how are you going to come back into the game?
Well, I wish I was Kane Williamson, but I think just echoing what Hayden said,
Right.
I keep going back to him because I think his words are so significant. जिस तरह से वो team के बारे में insights he's able to give, and he said that there's no one in the competition who would want to face us.
Yeah.
And this is the very reason, you know, it's the most reliable team versus the most
Yeah.
kind of, you know, एक तरह से आप कह सकते हैं
हाँ.
passionate team right now.
Right.
You know, the reliable lover versus the compassionate lover. And in crunch moments like these, in, you know, knockout games like these, high pressure games like these, it's usually the ones who can, you know, put everything to the side, focus on the game.
True.
That get through. As Williamson, again, I think it'll just be about getting wickets, and there's no way they're going to slow any runs down. क्योंकि तकरीबन 8-9 से तो जा रहे हैं, and you know 1/3 of the runs are already out of the way.
Are they looking for a repeat of the India chase? Babar is one to
Maybe
take it to the end.
you're talking about 10 wicket win.
10 with the 10 wicket.
Runs are quite similar.
Right. अच्छा हमने देखा Ian Smith भी थे ground पे commentary कर रहे थे.
I hope he doesn't get to say by the barest of margins.
No, yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully so.
Ian Smith was there in the 92
this
match.
has been skied.
I think that's going to go for a 4.
And that's going to go for a 4. Over keeper's head.
The perfect gap.
जब आपके साथ बस
that's the perfect
momentum
gap.
होता है ना, फिर इस तरह की
अच्छी
चीजें
होती हैं.
कुदरत आपके साथ.
And things start going your way. And in the meantime, Pakistan has completed 50 runs. Pakistan are 53 for no loss of 5.4 overs. This is a brilliant start.
That's a miracle. I think that is more of a miracle than Netherlands beating South Africa.
Yeah. Actually, if you talk about if you talk about Babar's record against Bolt, that we just mentioned earlier, so that is brilliant. Babar and Rizwan both have been really good against him.
Yes.
लेकिन उसके अलावा भी अगर हम देखें, हमने टीम सऊदी को अटैक किया है, हमने फर्गुसन को अटैक किया है, हमने, I mean, we have taken runs of every bowler that has been.
Yeah.
And we have Haris to come. We have Shan to come.
Yeah, we have got Haris to come. अच्छा, एक और बड़ी मजे की डिबेट चल रही थी कि अगर बाबर और रिजवान पावर प्ले खेल जाती हैं, और जैसे बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ हुआ, पहले 7-8 ओवर में बैटिंग की और रन्स नहीं आ रहे थे, and of course people had opinions, people were calling them things and all that, but in this game Babar and Rizwan have turned up and they are really really positive. You see कि हमारे 50 up हो गई है पावर प्ले में.
बिल्कुल, and I think New Zealand has sort of lost the plot here. I don't know what the plan here is,
Yeah.
because for a team as good as New Zealand, they should have a plan. Right now, I don't see them executing it either. Like, मुझे नहीं नजर आ रहा, because I think they're all over the place. Their length, their line, you can't see any consistency within their bowling right now. And I think if they really need to make a comeback, they should effectively try to get a wicket here.
Yeah.
एक, and दूसरा, they need to stop the runs flowing.
Right. So
क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि इवन अगर आपने बाबर को आउट कर दिया तो रिजवान will keep on going.
Keep
या
on
आपने
going.
रिजवान को कर दिया तो बाबर
Babar
So
will keep on
you will
going.
need both things.
Yeah.
A wicket, and you need to stop the
You
runs.
need to stop the flow of the runs. Nothing is working for New Zealand so far. Nothing has worked for them, and I mean they'll be looking for a wicket. But what is it? Why is it not working for New Zealand? Is it because of the intent that our openers have shown, or is it because of the conditions? के जैसे ही रात हुई है, जैसे ही 20 ओवर हो चुके हैं इस विकेट पे, तो रन स्कोरिंग जो है वो इजी हो गई है.
Yeah. So SCG is perhaps the most familiar wicket to a subcontinent team.
Yeah.
और ये भी आप देखें कि इस मैच में specifically we've seen that it's not bounced as much. Pakistan struggles on bouncy pitches as we did in Perth.
Santner is
brought in. Yeah, this is going to be a good, interesting phase. ये 7 to 15 वाला, but जो हुआ है basically, I think Pakistan is going to benefit more from low bounce.
Right.
I mean, our bowlers are more used to it.
Right.
Our batters are more used to it. I think spin शादाब की हमने देखी. I think this is going to be a very important phase.
अच्छा, हमने देखा कि विकेट जो है वो स्पिन को सपोर्ट कर रही थी, और अभी भी उसने हल्का सा टर्न मिला है सेंटनर को अपनी दूसरी बॉल पे. अगर हम सेंटनर के रिकॉर्ड की बात करें इस वर्ल्ड कप में, तो सेंटनर हैज बीन देयर लीडिंग विकेट टेकर for New Zealand. He has played 4 games so far, and he has picked up 8 wickets for New Zealand at an economy of 6.4 and an average of 12.
Yeah.
So Santner will be one of the men to whom New Zealand will be looking up to for a breakthrough.
For sure, especially with his height and the bounce that he can produce, right?
Right.
मुश्किल होता है, और awkward bounce खासतौर पे someone like Rizwan who's not that tall, I think it's difficult to negotiate.
Yeah.
Let's see how he goes about it. Kane Williamson wants wickets straight up.
Yeah.
There's no other way to stop runs right now.
Yeah.
And Santner, lefty coming into
And maybe that is why he has introduced one of his best bowlers straight away after the power play.
Sodhi is also going to be an important bowler because उसने बाबर को पहले out किया. He's bowled him and he's gotten him out as well.
True.
वो भी अच्छा होगा. Leg spinners are always attacking options when it comes to any format of the game.
We can also see that this is the highest opening partnership
this is Pakistan's
in this tournament.
Highest opening partnership for Pakistan.
What a time to get it.
True.
And
Babar
has gone for 4.
hits it toward
he's placed
square
it
leg.
so beautifully.
Yeah, that's a great placement. Square leg की तरफ की है, हालांकि फील्ड स्प्रेड हो चुकी है, लेकिन उसने उस फील्डर को बीट किया है जो कि मिड विकेट की तरफ था.
World class.
Babar is brilliant.
This is a brilliant shot.
This is
There's nothing
brilliant.
much you can say
And with that shot, Babar has scored his highest individual innings in this World Cup, and he's still going to Pakistan's good luck.
I mean, last innings was what I had, strike rate of 60 or 70, I think.
Yeah. और बाबर की पूरे वर्ल्ड कप में जो बैटिंग
That's
एवरेज
gone.
है,
I think that
that
looks
looks
plumb
like
to me.
I think
Probably going down. I think it was
probably
angling
going down.
somewhere.
Maybe अगर आम बॉल है ना, हाँ, केन विलियमसन भी यही पूछ रहा है कि अगर आम
think
बॉल है
he'll
तो फिर
go
मैं
up.
नहीं जाऊंगा.
I think he'll go up. He isn't getting a lot of response from his team.
Sure. He's asking, he's willing to go up, and
will
he's
go
gone up.
Yeah.
अच्छा, न्यूजीलैंड ने रिव्यू ले लिया है.
I have a feeling it was an arm ball. अगर बाहर spin हो रही होती, they would have gone for the review
True.
right away.
Right.
Santner doesn't think it's out. I think they're just hoping against.
So Kumail, as you thought कि ये प्लम्ब होगा,
मुझे
but वहाँ
लगा
पे
था.
वो ये इसी चीज पे वो पूछ रहा था केन विलियमसन कि बॉल टर्न अवे जा रही है या अंदर आ रही है.
And there's no way to tell.
That is no way to tell.
And
I feel like कि बॉल अंदर आ रहा था, आम बॉल था, and that is why umpire thought कि शायद ऊपर चला जाए या लेग साइड से चला जाए.
Let's
but
see where this
also,
goes.
as we talked about in our innings, this is a good chance for New Zealand to regroup.
This was not an arm ball.
Oh, that looks close.
That looks close. Leg stump की तरफ जा रहा होगा बॉल.
Umpire's call होगा, I think maybe.
Is there an edge on it? No, there is no edge on it. Ball is hitting the inside of his pad.
And you can just see his off stump in part of middle.
So for the decision to be overturned, the ball has to clearly, or 50% of the ball has to hit the
I
stump.
think this might hit.
Let's see what happens.
मुझे तो सीधा लग रहा था ये.
impact is in line, pitching in line, and wickets missing.
What a call from the umpire.
Oh, that's a very good call from Maria Erasmus.
Yes.
Given
Very
the kind of
good
his
result.
track record, इस तरह के मामलात में हमने देखा कि वो उनसे गलत decisions
I
हुए या
think Santer
controversial.
height sort of went against him.
Yeah.
हम कह रहे थे advantage होगा उसका.
exactly. और हम bounce की बात कर रहे थे. This is the
Bounce.
ball that is bounced.
Yeah.
और
Nobody saw that coming. Yeah, that was
I
a
didn't
very
think
good
it
call.
would, like, I don't think I don't know what the umpire made the call on. क्योंकि केन विलियमसन को लग रहा था down the leg होगा या नहीं होगा.
नहीं
I
होगा.
think no one was
Anyone was
expecting
हाँ, हाँ.
height.
और हमने देखा कि आर्म बॉल नहीं था, बॉल के ऊपर रेप्स थी जो कि उसको अवे लेके जा रही थी, लेकिन टर्न इतना ज्यादा नहीं हुआ. लेकिन हमने देखा कि वो बाउंस कर गई बॉल.
I don't think we could also see how down Babar had come.
हाँ,
as well.
that's true.
एक स्टेप लिया हुआ था, अच्छा खासा
हाँ.
स्टेप लिया हुआ था.
Yeah.
Right. So
But great call from the
खैर,
umpire. I mean, we haven't said much about
yeah,
Maria
sure.
Erasmus.
yeah.
Much
I mean, he must be appreciated for the decisions that he has made. एक decision overturn हुआ था जब पाकिस्तान की bowling innings थी.
Yeah.
अच्छा, we saw कि जिस टाइम पे रिव्यू लिया है तो न्यूजीलैंड की सारी जो टीम है वो इकट्ठी हुई थी, and there was somebody giving this pep talk. Most probably it was Kane Williamson.
Yes.
तो अच्छा,
Oh,
Sodhi has
is
been
going to be fun.
Sodhi has been introduced. और इस सोधी ने अब तक 6 आउट किए हैं 4 मैचेस में, और उनकी जो इकोनॉमी है वो 6.7 रही है. अच्छा, उस पेप टॉक के बारे में बात करें, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम इन द होल पाकिस्तान बैटिंग इनिंग्स के न्यूजीलैंड की टीम को इकट्ठे होने का मौका मिला है. तो दे मस्ट हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट कि अब तक कैसा हुआ है, एंड आई फील कि अब अंडर 100 रन्स चाहिए पाकिस्तान को, तो वो थोड़े डेस्परेट होंगे, नर्वस होंगे.
हाँ, आई थिंक नर्वसनेस और डेस्परेशन होगी. इट डज फील लाइक हम प्लान की बात कर रहे थे कि न्यूजीलैंड हैज टेकन अ लीफ आउट ऑफ पाकिस्तान's बुक नाउ. कि छठे ओवर के बाद 7वां ओवर आप एक स्पिनर को करा दें, और फिर 8वां ओवर भी आप एक स्पिनर को करवा दें,
लेगी और लेफ्ट आर्म
स्पिनर लगा दें मैचअप्स के लिए. And I think it has worked so far. I think Santner was the first chance that they've gotten after the edge from Bolt.
There was just one boundary.
हाँ. So I think ये इतना आसान फेज नहीं होगा पाकिस्तान के लिए. I mean, they're looking very comfortable right now, but let's not underestimate how difficult this can be.
Yeah. अच्छा, हम सेंटनर हमने बात की सऊदी और बोल्ट की. They have been opening for them they have been opening the bowling for New Zealand since years. 2007 से under 19 से कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
अच्छा, Rizwan needs 45 runs.
Rizwan is again
1000 runs.
1,000 runs this year. And he
This year.
scored just, I think, over
Yeah.
almost 1,500
Yes.
T20 runs
Right.
last year.
So
Wow.
coming back to
Insane.
yeah, exactly. And he has been this run machine for Pakistan since 2020.
Yeah.
Pakistani Hulk is pumped up. Okay, coming back to what the point I was about to raise was between Ish Sodhi and Mitch Santner. They are bowling in tandem now, and New Zealand will be looking towards them. And मतलब यहाँ पे Pakistan's win percentage is 88% going from here.
Yes.
ये दोनों 2016 के वर्ल्ड कप में भी थे, 2021 के वर्ल्ड कप में भी थे, और 2022 के T20 वर्ल्ड कप में भी हैं.
Yeah.
तो ये जो एक फैक्टर है एक्सपीरियंस वाला इन दोनों की तरफ से, इन दोनों स्पिनर्स की तरफ से, वो किस तरह से पाकिस्तान को हर्ट कर सकता है. ऑल्दो कि पाकिस्तान आर रियली क्रूजिंग एट द मोमेंट.
हाँ, नहीं कर सकता है फॉर श्योर. देखिए, मैंने वही कहा कि आप इनको राइट ऑफ नहीं कर सकते, और अगर ब्रेक थ्रू आएगा तो इधर ही कहीं आएगा. लाइक अगर कोई यूजफुल और बेनिफिशियल ब्रेक थ्रू चाहिए आपको, and I think he has the googly and everything right now. I do feel like they're bowling a little short. I think they should take their chance and bowl full. लेकिन इस सिचुएशन में मुश्किल होता है. If you don't have that many runs to defend, तो आप डरते हो आगे बॉल कराने से. But right now I don't think New Zealand have another option. They need to bowl slightly full, especially with the spinners. Especially अगर सोधी के पास वो googly है, जो शायद आपको हमने देखा. As soon as he pulled the ball back, he went for runs.
Yeah.
और जब तक वो फ्लाइट देके थोड़ा आगे करवाया था, he was creating those chances.
The issue also is that both of these batsmen are not only said ये spin के खिलाफ बहुत जबरदस्त बैटिंग करते हैं. I mean, I can't even recall the last time
They struggled
Rizwan got
against
out to a spinner. But you know,
Even-
he's that good.
Even in Pakistan हमने देखा है, irrespective of the format, Babar और Rizwan, they are seen scoring runs against spinner. They are going after spinners. तो it is, हमने ये अभी लास्ट बॉल पे ये स्टैट भी देखा कि इश सोधी is New Zealand's leading wicket taker in T20 internationals in this year.
Yes.
So I mean, it's New Zealand's best versus Pakistan's best.
The lefty I think might be the problem. Honestly, I think Santner मसले create करेगा. They need to see Santner off. I think that's my opinion on this.
Right.
Just see him off, rotate the strike, play him normally. He just has 4 overs, right? And every other bowler you've just battered. So I think this should not be a difficult strategy to go with.
Right.
I also think Pakistan, I would actually, disagree a bit. I would say they should take either one of the spinners on a bit late into the innings, like around the 10th, 11th over.
Right.
और उसकी वजह ये है कि look, Saudi bowled दोनों, they're fantastic bowlers, and Ferguson even. आप जितना I think कम end के लिए छोड़े ना उतना बेहतर है.
Right.
I think that's the intention they should go out.
Right.
Yeah, but I think they're comfortable playing Saudi.
Yeah.
And Stanton के खिलाफ हम देख रहे हैं कि थोड़ा सा awkwardness produce हो रही है. This is something that I think who got out, Glenn Phillips should have swept the ball. Is what I was thinking in retrospect.
True.
You know, I asked you कि ये क्यों like this looked like a loose shot, and you were like कि वो onside पे खेलने की कोशिश कर रहा था. And I was thinking कि the only thing that differentiates probably South Asian batsmen or batters from the New Zealanders
or the Sena batters.
Yes, exactly. Is कि they can sweep the ball.
और
इस तरह के awkward situations create.
Exactly. और sweep shot is your, I mean, आपको बचाती है, आपको rescue करती है कि जहाँ पे ball turn हो रहा हो. अच्छा, coming towards जिस तरह का crowd हमने देखा है आज यहाँ पे, mostly जब भी camera stands में जाता है, we see a lot of Pakistanis, a lot of green color. There are men, women, kids who have turned up to watch this showdown between Pakistan and New Zealand. और इसी बीच में Aaron Holland ने एक tweet किया है, which is के the cries of Pakistan Zindabad, taking me back to Gaddafi Stadium. Hashtag epic, hashtag T20 World Cup. तो I mean वहाँ पे मैं भी ये सोच रहा था जब यहाँ पे हमने देखा बहुत सारे पाकिस्तानी थे, हर तरफ देखो तो पाकिस्तानी फैंस ही हैं. तो हमारे प्लेयर्स को फील हो रहा होगा कि ये गेम कहीं कराची में खेली जा रही है, अभी एक सीरीज थी कराची में खेली जा रही है या फिर इंग्लैंड में लाहौर में खेली जा रही है.
बिल्कुल. और एरिन के खैर उसका अपना आई थिंक एक फैन क्लब बन गया था पीएसएल में, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly.
और बेन कटिंग का भी था.
Yeah.
But I mean, look,
advantage of having fans.
That's a little sloppy in the field. Advantage of having fans. और दूसरी बात ये है कि आप 6-7 साल पहले ये ट्वीट इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते थे, right? Now these people who've come from abroad have experienced Pakistan, right? And now they know how it feels like to be in Pakistan. And for them to refer, हम कहते हैं गद्दाफी में ऐसे लग रहा है कि हम मेलबर्न में बैठे हुए हैं या कहीं पे बैठे हुए हैं, right? Like we compare to other grounds.
Exactly.
But for someone to compare Sydney to Gaddafi, right? That shows that we've been able to successfully and touch wood being able to bring cricket back to an extent.
And it also shows कि कितने पाकिस्तानी बाहर के मुल्कों में जा रहे हैं.
And we have been able to convey this message. Our diaspora abroad, of course, हमने Indians को भी देखा, जिम्बाब्वे के खिलाफ उन्होंने MCG को भर दिया. Of course, आपकी diaspora abroad जो है वो आपकी एक advantage है. If our national cricket team is playing in Sydney, that's a plus. We are playing a crunch game. और अगर वहाँ पे कुछ 20-25 हजार पाकिस्तानीज आए हुए हैं, of course हमारे जो players हैं उनके लिए वो एक अच्छी बात होगी.
Especially given कि New Zealand is like a few miles away.
Yeah, it's just Australia में कहते हैं कि New Zealand is just across the ditch. Oh yeah. So I love that slang. I mean, इसको trans-Tasman
look like they're in
yeah,
the ditch.
trans-Tasman
they're inside the ditch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're down in the dumps. Acha, coming towards another tweet, which is from, there is confusion in the middle. Oh, that could have been out.
Should have been behind
my
the stumps to
God.
collect that.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
There was a
bit
chance.
sloppy in the field, and
Oh
I
my
think that's what where momentum becomes so
Exactly.
important.
हाँ, ट्रेंट बोल्ट ने मिस आउट किया है. रिजवान ने बॉल खेली थी, शॉर्ट थर्ड मैन की तरफ गई, दोनों ने कंफ्यूज किया और उसने बॉलिंग एंड की तरफ थ्रो की लेकिन उसको हिट नहीं कर सके, वरना एक कंप्लीट चांस था.
Yeah, even Bolt is like, why wasn't he behind this?
He should have been behind this.
Enough time.
Right. So at the start of 10th over, Pakistan are 76 for no loss. The required rate is 7.1.
Yeah, I don't like the body language here. Like Kane Williamson feels like he's down and out.
That's a
Rizwan
good
being
shot.
That's a good
cheeky.
shot.
What a gap.
That's very cheeky.
Yeah.
This looks like we're back into 2021 World Cup. This is the way Babar and Rizwan used to open the innings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is
Score
what the
all
fans
the
have been
runs.
wanting to see.
Yeah.
Someone who's been watching them recently are like, yaar, ye inki itni hype kyun hai, right?
Yeah.
But the Rizwan and Babar that we had seen last year.
Oh, we can see the dhol over there. Sorry to interrupt.
हाँ, ढोल चल रहे हैं.
Yeah, sure, please continue.
इससे भी उनको लिबर्टी याद आ जाएगा एरन हॉलैंड को.
Yeah. True.
लेकिन
Please
हाँ,
continue.
for sure. So I think this is what people have been expecting. 40 of 25, 36 of 31.
Yeah.
Rizwan to absolutely yani ki belting them.
Exactly.
But Babar also not doing bad at all.
Yeah, cometh the moment, cometh the
Yeah,
man.
cometh the man, and man has turned up, man.
The man.
Literally, so many of our fans were saying that Babar would turn up.
Yes, Babar does turn up. I अच्छा एक चीज हमेशा मुझे लगी है कि रिजवान बेचारा इतना अंडररेट हो जाता है
हाँ.
क्योंकि आई मीन 1700 पता नहीं कितने उसने रन्स बनाए थे पिछले साल में और सितंबर का भी वो आईसीसी प्लेयर ऑफ द मंथ
हाँ,
था वो
हाँ.
बेचारे ने बैच भी पहन लिया था किसी दिन
हाँ.
कि यार चलो कैमरा ही आ जाएगा मेरे ऊपर
हाँ, हाँ.
अभी भी आई मीन he does it so effortlessly.
Yeah.
He makes it seem so
Okay.
easy कि people are like रिजवान तो कर ही लेगा.
Spotlight is on Babar और रिजवान को
पीछे
I mean,
पीछे से रन
हाँ,
निकालते
most of
हैं.
times we take them for granted. लेकिन ये भी एक चीज होती है, हिस्ट्री में हमने देखा है किसी भी टीम में अगर कोई ग्रेट प्लेयर है तो उनके साथ अगर कोई परफॉर्म कर रहा होता है तो आई मीन हो जाता है, इस तरह से ओवरशैडो हो जाता है. लाइक वी सॉ स्टुअर्ट मैगिल यूज्ड टू बी ओवरशैडोड बाय द ग्रेटनेस ऑफ शेन वॉर्न. We used to see कि Aravinda De Silva, he used to be overshadowed by all the Rana Tungas around, and then Mahela and Sangha came.
Someone like Dravid even.
Yeah, someone like Dravid was overshadowed by the greatness of Sachin and all those people around.
Yes.
So that's gone for
Oh,
four.
that's a good
Wow.
that's a
What
good
a gap.
placement.
He's
What a
found
gap.
the
Oh
gap.
wow. इसको कट शॉट नहीं कहेंगे, उसको प्लेस किया बाबर ने, सटल प्लेसमेंट थी टुवर्ड्स पॉइंट बाउंड्री.
बिल्कुल.
एंड
अच्छा हम द्रविड की बात कर रहे थे थोड़ा सा टेंजेंट पे जाऊंगा मैं.
श्योर
2002 या 3 में इनिंग्स हो रही थी जिसमें इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ
हाँ.
जिसमें पिच इतनी अनइवन थी कि पीपल डिडंट नो कि यानी कि
Yeah.
क्या हो रहा है राइट.
Yeah.
एंड आई थिंक द्रविड ने को 400 मारे थे उसके अंदर
Exactly.
एक के बाद एक. तो वन ऑफ द ब्रिटिश पब्लिकेशंस सेड or one of the commentators, I don't know if it was Nasir Hussain or someone, who said कि you know if God were to descend and he were on earth और उसको हम कहते हैं कि the best cricketer and the best batsman in the world is playing this match, so he would not have said Kedis Tendulkar but it was Dravid.
It was what a compliment.
Yeah. And I think कि कभी कभार रिजवान का वो लगता है कि you know वो इतने under like away from the limelight. He's scoring so much.
Exactly. अच्छा halfway mark आ गया, 10 ओवर आ गया, तो this is a drinks break. और हमने देखा कि अपना हेडन अपनी सीट से उठे हैं. He took a few instructions from the coaching staff and Hayden was walking in the ground. Exactly. और जिस तरह से हेडन उठा है and that was very, I mean, to me that sent gave me a bit of goosebumps कि हेडन was happy कि 10 ओवर हो चुके हैं. Babar is batting on 43, Rizwan is batting on 41, and both of our openers are scoring runs at almost 9 and over. So this is brilliant.
Yeah, I think Ravi Shastri is just praying कि अब इंडिया जीत जाए.
Yeah, just for an Indo-Pak final. Once again, we'll be having an Indo-Pak final.
Let's hope so.
But we saw in the last drinks break from the last match, we saw Saklan go out and talk when we were bowling. And you know, at this point, though, we're kind of just cruising in the game, and I think Hayden just.
By the way, what would you say? What would you say if you are Hayden to Babar and Rizwan?
Finish it off.
Finish it off. Yeah, that is very important.
10 wickets. Yeah, 10 wickets is what I will say too.
Okay, so you, I mean, yeah, so, I mean, win it by 10 wickets, right? So, acha, so far we've seen this is a different Pakistan. Great with the ball, great with the bat. Especially the unpredictability that I have learned so far is great with the bat. These two openers have been really, I mean, struggling. They haven't scored much of the runs. The middle order has been doing. So, and then we saw the way we qualified in the semi-final. So many ifs and buts, depending on here and there, doing well, losing 2 games, then winning 3 games on trot. Then, of course, Netherlands helping us with that win against South Africa. And all this has happened. This seems like unreal. And in the meanwhile, Harsha Bogle has tweeted, and Harsha says, you'd be interested to know what he has said. Harsha says, if you had asked Pakistan to script this return, कि हम World Cup से बाहर थे, और अगर पाकिस्तान इस return को script करता, if you had asked Pakistan to script this return, I don't think they could have written this themselves. Oh wow!
It's the little things.
It's the little thing. You know? And it literally feels out of the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you are down in the bottom of the table. Nobody's giving you a chance.
And Harsha Bhogle would say that by out of the world, we do not mean literally in space, but
in space,
metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically. But then that's Harsha.
I think चफकत एक जो हम जिसको क्रेडिट नहीं दे रहे ना इस सब में जो अंडररेट और लाइमलाइट से बाहर चला गया वो है नेदरलैंड्स. आई थिंक कि हमें को गुलदस्ते फूल के थोड़ी सी फाइनेंशियल खैर वो तो वो हमें देंगे लेकिन हर चीज वही हमें दे सकते हैं इन दिस पोजीशन. बट आई थिंक कि उनको कुछ भिजवाना चाहिए हमें.
Yeah, sure. Achha, this is
this was the 2009 quarter final, 99 all out.
I think so.
That's going
Acha,
down the
Lockie
line.
Ferguson is back in the attack. He's gone
Yeah.
for 16 runs in 2 overs.
New Zealand desperate.
Yeah, New Zealand desperate because they're using their trump card here. Anyhow, so far so good. Pakistan are scoring at around more than 8 and over,
Yeah.
and they require just run a ball or just a shade above run a ball.
Absolutely.
So Pakistan's other batters, other team, their camp will be sitting really relaxed.
बिल्कुल. और इंग्लैंड और इंडिया की टांगें कांपती होंगी, कान पे टांग ली होंगी थोड़ी सी.
हाँ.
Because this is a different
Oh,
Pakistan
fumbling
that
again.
has turned
हाँ,
out.
exactly.
This is not
I
good.
mean, I would like to build on your point. मैं भी ये चीज सोच रहा था कि अगर इस वक्त इंग्लैंड और इंडिया बैठ के ये मैच देख रहे हो, वो साइकोलॉजिकली मेस्ड अप होंगे.
Yeah,
जॉस
absolutely.
बटलर और रोहित शर्मा वो साइकोलॉजिकली मेस्ड अप होंगे कि यार दिस इज द टीम दैट हैज लॉस्ट टू जिम्बाब्वे, दैट वाज स्ट्रगलिंग अगेंस्ट बांग्लादेश.
ये
आपको
वो
एक
टेबल टॉपर को हरा रही है.
वो टेबल टॉपर को हरा रहे हैं, वो न्यूजीलैंड को हरा रहे हैं. एंड न्यूजीलैंड हैव लुक्ड क्लूलेस, ऑलमोस्ट क्लूलेस अगर हम यहाँ पे देखें. तो
Yeah, bowling
पाकिस्तान
wise, they didn't
हाँ.
seem like they had.
There hasn't been
Their
a
plan
moment.
hasn't just worked.
Yeah.
Just nothing
वही
worked.
अभी तक वो एक मोमेंट नहीं आया जहां पे मुझे लगा है कि न्यूजीलैंड हैज द अपर हैंड.
Yeah,
True,
like first
true.
ball, it just seemed like that. As soon as
Yeah.
Rizwan came and hit that boundary through the offside on the first
yeah.
ball, it just seemed like they had nothing.
हाँ.
Nothing
अच्छा,
to.
this is the kind of thing
going
that we
their way.
expect from Pakistan cricket team. नॉर्मली ये होता है कि पाकिस्तान इस तरह के मैचेस में, अगर हम आज से 10 साल पीछे चले जाए, पाकिस्तान बहुत ज्यादा वो हो जाता था, नर्वस हो जाता था. अच्छा,
Yes.
पाकिस्तान नीड्स 63 from 58.
Oh, that's
That's the
slightly
equation so
bouncy.
far.
But I will get them a
पर
few runs.
आज हमें ये लगा कि पाकिस्तान और स्पॉट ऑन.
Yeah.
अगर हमारे खिलाफ कोई बैटर चार्ज कर रहे हैं तो उसको हम यॉर्कर भी मार रहे हैं, उसको हम स्लोअर बॉल्स भी कर रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल.
अगर हम बैटिंग पे आए हैं तो हमने उनके बॉलर्स को चार्ज किया है. तो दिस हैज बीन अ डिफरेंट पाकिस्तान.
एब्सोल्युटली. और वो वाली बात कहते हैं कि बैट्समैन विन यू मैचेस, बॉलर्स विन यू टूर्नामेंट्स. मुझे थोड़ा सा लगता है कि हमारी टीम के साथ डिफरेंट है.
हाँ.
कि अगर बाबर रिजवान चल जाए तो बैट्समैन विन यू
हाँ,
टूर्नामेंट्स.
एग्जैक्टली. और रिकी पॉन्टिंग ने एक दिया था ये बयान, स्टेटमेंट कि आई वोंट बी गिवन पाकिस्तान एनी चांसेस.
effortlessly.
Oh,
That's brilliant
beautiful,
shot from Babar
beautiful
Azam.
shot
Oh
from
wow.
Absolutely.
They
This is-
haven't stopped the attack. That's great.
Exactly.
So
The attack
straight
is on.
It was
Yeah.
so smooth. He made
He
it look
just
so easy.
he just plucked it out of air. It was a shot of the length ball. शायद इसके ऊपर पेस भी थोड़ी कम थी, but Babar Azam effortlessly plucked it out of air and hit it right in front of mid wicket.
Wow.
This
He
is
had
a
to do
brilliant
nothing
shot.
for
I
Just
mean,
watch
brilliant
that.
bat.
ये ना,
Amazing.
when Babar is in form and he's playing these pull shots,
Oh, wow.
I don't think there's anyone in the world who plays it better, because अब देखें, he looks so smooth, so calm, and
So easy.
it seems like उसको पता नहीं
Yeah.
कोई एक सेकंड पहले बॉल नजर आ जाती है कि
Yeah.
कहाँ से
Exactly.
लगी है.
Exactly.
He
वो,
doesn't miss on those.
they used to say about VVS Lakshman ke it feels like he has like
हाँ.
8 minutes ज्यादा बाकी बैट्समैन से on the crease.
Oh, that's a
And,
very important. I mean,
तो बाबर को देख के ये लगता है कि he has
हाँ.
a little more time than
Yeah.
everyone else on the field.
Yeah,
He's
so-
in a different
exactly.
time zone.
So Babar is nearing his 50, a much awaited 50. I mean, a
Absolutely.
very crucial innings at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
अच्छा, फील्ड प्लेसमेंट बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग है. लॉन्ग ऑन लॉन्ग ऑफ दोनों ऊपर हैं और सारी फील्ड स्प्रेड है पीछे. दैट इज फॉर द शॉर्ट बॉल. लेकिन उसने शॉर्ट बॉल जो ट्राई किया उसको बाबर ने स्लैप किया टुवर्ड्स मिड विकेट.
And there's his 50.
Exactly, that's
Beautiful.
Babar Azam's 50. I think we'll have
Brilliant.
to clap for him. This is brilliant from Babar Azam. Commit the hour, commit the man. Babar Azam has scored a 50 in the semi-final of the game when Pakistan needed him the most. As we see, वहाँ पे King Babar Azam का वहाँ पे fans ने उठाया हुआ है
नहीं तेरा
poster.
नशेमन कसरे सुल्तानी
सुल्तानी
के
क्यों?
तू
That's
शाही है
बसेरा कर पहाड़ों की चढ़ाना
Wow.
पर. Yeah, that's quite befitting given कि it's Iqbal's birth anniversary today and whole of Pakistan is having a public holiday today, and on a public holiday your team turns up
Babar's
really
put
well.
up quite the show today.
Exactly.
Everyone's free to watch
Yeah,
it.
and Babar Azam turns up to the game,
Yeah.
and Pakistan are all over New Zealand after the end of 11 overs. Babar Azam, if we come back again to Babar Azam, what has worked from him?
Yeah, I think just a lot of criticism might have angered him.
Right?
होता है ये अक्सर कि जब वो when it turns into anger and you can channel that energy. I think उसने maybe the batting consultants and everyone went up to Babar and was like, you know,
हाँ.
अपना दिमाग खाली कर लो.
ठीक है.
Let go of the expectations. Don't try not to think about it.
ठीक है.
Go in as a batsman and not as
Right.
a captain.
Right.
Your
Right.
captaincy is like खत्म हो चुकी है, bowling आपने करवा ली है, fielding कर ली है,
हाँ.
या अभी आएगी depending on how the match would have turned out,
Right.
and then you go in as a batter.
Right.
And I think that's what he's done, just stuck to his basics.
Right.
Again, you see Rizwan sweeping the ball
Yeah.
for
Easy peasy,
single.
lemon squeezy for him.
Absolutely.
Acha. So, like according to you, it was more of a mental block for Babar Azam.
हाँ, I think so. I think it was. क्योंकि इतनी देर वो out of form रहा नहीं,
हाँ.
right? Like वरना मैं कहता अच्छा टेक्निक का मसला है, people have figured him out or something.
Exactly.
I mean, if it's like, I don't know, 5 matches, 4 matches, so and then he's back,
हाँ,
so it's
हाँ,
definitely a mental thing.
Right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is another lesson for the fans as well. Ki players are human beings as well, after all, and they can struggle too. We have seen Virat Kohli struggling for years, and then runs started coming for him. And but Babar, Asia Cup में struggle किया था, England series में 100 किया, he scored some runs, and then he struggled in the World Cup, but he comes back at the right time. So,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
was it really a mental block?
मतलब his ability and his capacity to play shots like he does
हाँ.
does not go away. In fact, जिस
Yeah.
level का वो player है, you don't need to get better at
Right.
hitting a
हाँ.
cover drive or a full shot.
Exactly.
It was definitely mental, and I think having a player like Matthew Hayden,
हाँ, हाँ.
even Mohammad Yusuf आपके
हाँ,
साथ हो और वो आपको mentor कर रहा हो, आपको बता रहा हो,
Yeah.
and you know just helping you through that phase. And I'm
Yeah.
sure ठीक है criticism होता है उसके ऊपर हर दफा, but I don't think the criticism is actually what
Right.
has upset him that much. I think it's more of the standard he
Exactly.
also holds himself by,
Exactly.
and not being able to reach that and not being able to help the team.
Right.
That's a 100
that's-
partnership.
That's a 100 partnership
It's
for
the
Babar
first
and
player to
Rizwan.
have 3 century stands at T20
Oh
World Cups.
wow!
I
दो
mean-
तो हमें याद हैं, एक I don't remember.
So the one was
Uh,
India, and
One was
Yeah,
India,
this is-
one was I guess Scotland.
I
Perhaps,
think so.
I think it's
One was
Scotland.
against Scotland in
Yeah.
2021 World Cup.
Yeah.
And you see कि important एक situation आई है World Cup के अंदर, and both of these have answered the critics with this. I mean, I personally remember I was going after them in the Bangladesh game. Okay, this opening pair isn't doing well.
Really were you?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I guess you people remember that. But you see, I mean, every time people write both of these guys off, they come back with performances like this.
Yeah.
And this time, I would say that they were complimented with bowling as well. But then this is their forte. This is their territory. They have scored 101 runs from 73 balls. This is brilliant. This is world class from both of these guys.
Yeah, again, this
अच्छा.
is what happens in tournaments as well. कि,
Yeah.
Especially जब वो T20 tournament हो, कि
हाँ.
या कोई भी white ball tournament हो, momentum matters a lot more than your
Exactly.
reliability or your form as a team.
Yeah.
इसकी एक मिसाल आप PSL में देख लें. PSL के final में Multan was the better team on paper, but Lahore
Yeah.
Qalandars had momentum on their side,
Momentum
and
on
on
their
that night they
side.
won the match.
And-
That matters a lot.
That matters a lot. And Pakistan are doing that. I mean, पाकिस्तान का टेम्पलेट ही यही है कि हमारे पास मोमेंटम होता है और हम उसी मोमेंटम के साथ हमने नेदरलैंड्स के खिलाफ सिर्फ एक वो जीत ली. वो ऐसे ही था कि कोई रेस स्टार्ट होने लगी है, सारी गाड़ियां जो हैं वो चली गई हैं स्टार्टिंग मार्क से. आई मीन दिस वाज अ ब्यूटीफुली रिटन आर्टिकल बाय आई मीन दानियाल रसूल. एक पाकिस्तान ऐसी सिचुएशन में था जब सब लोगों ने अपनी रेस स्टार्ट कर दी है, लेकिन पाकिस्तान ने जहां पे देयर वर नो eyeballs in them, उन्होंने वहां से स्टार्ट किया. Then they came against South Africa, then they came against Bangladesh, and of course against New Zealand. They are cruising at the moment. और हम बाबर रिजवान की बात कर रहे थे, and we were talking about them being world class, at least in this game. Normally we see कि इरफान पठान is taking digs on Pakistan, digs at Pakistan. लेकिन अभी उन्होंने एक tweet किया है, and this is an appreciation tweet for both Babar and Rizwan, which says कि Rizwan and Babar coming to the party at the right time for their team.
Yeah, and I think this is also, you know, as a cricketer,
Yeah.
you also start sensing when a team
Starts
is
doing
just
well.
in a position that you think they're gonna go off and they're going to take it all the way. Pakistan is in that position in the World Cup where final to hopefully I think, I mean, we've almost made it, but
hopefully
in the
so.
final जो भी team आएगी, you can't kind of channel, you know, momentum. You have to you know, kind of it has, things have to go your way. It's so difficult. You can't artificially create something like that. It's just everything that's happened to Pakistan over the last 2 weeks has kind of helped us get here. So I think any team facing us in the final, India ho ya England ho, they won't have momentum on their side like we do, and they will
Yeah.
be very, very aware of that.
पिछले मैच
Exactly.
में जीत के बाद हेडन ने जो स्पीच वो देता है उसने दी थी और एक बड़ी खूबसूरत बात की थी. उसने कहा था कि दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन यू ट्रस्ट योर प्रोसेस, यू नो. तो एक जगह तो कुदरत का निजाम है वो इन सकलैन यू कैन सी दैट,
Yeah.
बट देन इन हेडन यू कैन आल्सो सी दिस ट्रस्ट ऑन द प्रोसेस कि दिस इज आवर प्लान. हर रोज एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा वो. We could have been out of the World Cup and that's fine, but as long as you trust the process,
Yeah.
the luck starts favoring
Luck
you as
starts
well.
favoring you as
And
well.
just to add to that, उसने एक और भी बहुत खूबसूरत बात की थी कि we're not overtraining ourselves and we're not panicking, you know,
Yeah.
trusting the
Pakistan
process.
took an off day yesterday.
Exactly.
New
They took
Zealand
an
were
off day
training.
yesterday. New
And so
Zealand
many people
Yeah.
were calling out Pakistan's team management कि कल semi-final है, why haven't you turned off for it?
That's
hit towards long on.
gone.
Let's see if it's
That's a boundary, but I think
Babar
he's played a
Azam is
brilliant
gone.
innings. New Zealand will hope this will give them an
This-
entry into
yeah,
the
exactly.
middle order.
Exactly.
But I think Babar has done his job.
Right,
He's
right,
done
yeah.
really, really well
Yeah,
to set
yeah,
Pakistan
yeah,
up.
Trent Bolt is
He's
pumped
done
up.
his work.
He's drawn the first blood for New Zealand. This is a late dismissal. I mean, this is a late breakthrough for New Zealand, and they will be hoping to build on to it. क्योंकि next batsman जो आएंगे, it will be interesting to see कि हारिस आएगा या फिर शान आएगा. लेकिन जो भी आएगा, New Zealand will be looking to get 2 from 1.
Definitely.
बस
And
मुझे यह है कि they shouldn't choke या
Yeah.
bottle it up, runs नहीं रुकने
So you
चाहिए.
think there is a chance कि Pakistan can bottle from here?
No, I just think कि कभी कभार नए बैट्समैन में प्रेशर होता है कि नया आया हूँ मैं क्रीज पे, I have to settle in. As long as they can rotate the strike, because the situation doesn't demand a lot from them.
Right.
And then also attack, but again playing their natural game, not really panicking, not really coming under pressure.
do you think they'll send
Exactly.
Sean to keep
I
a
think
right
they will.
left?
This
I
will
think
be
they
take
will
it deep.
send- Yeah, I think they will send Sean.
But personally, I would like Haris in the middle. Because
Yeah.
if you're scoring runs, अभी आपको almost run a ball चाहिए, and आपको न्यूजीलैंड के ऊपर pressure डालना है. You have to take this game away from them.
Yeah.
आपने उनको जरा सा भी chance नहीं देना to hope. अगर वो clusters में 2-3 out कर लेते हैं. I know
So you
Shan
would
is
go for
really good.
Sean or
Yeah.
hit
Shan is
Haris?
really good, but I would go with Haris.
Okay, fair enough. I would actually think they might go with Sean.
Right.
I think dono options देखें wouldn't make a difference because it's set up really well right now.
Yeah. They're ahead
Shan-
in the game.
Rizwan is hitting the ball really well. His strike rate is, I think, almost 150, over 150 right now.
Yeah.
So again, Shan आएगा तो then Riz will have to kind of take it deep,
Yeah.
and Shan will be
Haris आया है.
Haris
Okay,
this
that's
is
good
good
strategy.
enough.
Wow.
I think that's still a very good approach.
अच्छा हमने देखा था कि ट्रेंट बोल्ट का रिकॉर्ड अगेंस्ट बाबर आजम इट वाजंट गुड बट अब ही हैज dismissed it. अच्छा बाबर वेंट फॉर आई मीन हीव ओवर लॉन्ग ऑन लेकिन वो
I
बाउंड्री
think
को
ठीक
क्लियर
है,
नहीं कर सकता.
बनता था, right? Like he's trying to put that pressure. He's trying, like वही, he's playing his natural game. और जब आप confident होते हो तो you go for these shots. I think रिजवान की शक्ल पे भी कोई disappointment नहीं थी.
नहीं
It was
थी.
like अच्छा किया तुमने. You could have cleared it.
Oh.
And he's
Haris
gone
has
for
tried
it.
to go over
And
long on
it's a
and it's a 4.
Beautiful.
Haris
Fielder ऊपर
is-
था. Oh
Because
wow.
so good.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a brilliant
Haris
intentful
ने
shot.
पिछले मैच के बाद एक लाइन कही थी and I really liked that. So he said मेरी approach ये है कि मैं हर bowler को
Attack करूंगा.
And this is, you know, it just shows it's an attitude as well because फिर आप ये नहीं देखते कि मेरे सामने bowler कौन आ रहा है, Bolt आ रहा है, Saudi आ रहा है, कौन आ रहा है.
Nokia
I'm
आ
going
रहा है,
to
Rabada
attack
आ
the
रहा है.
ball. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
This is brilliant mindset.
Yeah.
कि he saw कि बोल्ट ने अभी बाबर को आउट किया है. लॉन्ग ऑफ का फील्डर ऊपर है, लॉन्ग ऑफ के ऊपर है.
Yeah.
और then he went ahead over his head
बिल्कुल.
and he
this
got
wasn't
his foot.
easy ball to lob.
Yeah.
You know, like क्योंकि
Ball was dipping at him.
dipping थी, थोड़ी सी full थी. You know, like short होती है तो आप कहते हो या length होती है तो आप कहते हो मैं कर लूंगा. And he had to sort of bend down a little, which is why it was such a brilliant shot. और मुझे नहीं पता था कि वो mid off was on. But I mean, he clearly saw it. Just the game awareness as well.
True.
उसने देखा, उसने सोचा कि अच्छा, these are the options I have.
Rizwan
So
sweeping.
he's back and so is Rizwan's sweep against him.
And you can see how effective that has been.
Yeah.
वो off side से कभी कभार one-handed sweep कर रहे हैं to rotate this
हाँ,
strike.
और ऑफ साइड पे हमने देखा कि सोदी उसको
Wow.
टर्न भी कर रहा था.
That's
और
just such a brilliant shot.
That was
by
good.
Haris.
I mean, use of the wrist. उसने बॉल के अंदर मोमेंटम डाला with. I mean, जब वो
Look at
फ्लिक
that.
किया
Look
उसने.
at that. Hayden was like.
Hayden is happy for
I am-
Mohammad Haris.
I think Hayden के लिए we've already won the cup. I think he
Yeah.
just has kind of felt that energy in the dressing room
True.
over the last few games.
Oh,
Exactly. Oh, he's
that's
tried the reverse
very
sweep.
Ganesh Karthik thing to do.
Yeah, he's tried the reverse sweep. But I don't think he is
I don't think so.
unlike Karthik who under pressure है. Haris इस चीज को नहीं
Yeah,
लेता.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's going for the reverse sweep.
Hmm.
Like,
He's
just
going for the reverse sweep.
that's really good intent.
अच्छा उन्होंने स्टंप के लिए किया है एंड दे आर गोइंग अपस्टेयर्स आई थिंक स्टंपिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं कैश
No, I think they're going for the leg. For stumping के लिए तो leg umpire.
अच्छा हाँ
Stumping के लिए
right,
But they'll
right,
check it, I'm sure.
right.
But I think even a quick 10-15 here from Haris
Yeah.
puts
Game
us at
over.
under a run a ball,
Game
well
over.
under run a ball. तो
Exactly.
but again जिस तरह बाबर ने उसे कहा था कि तुमने गेम फिनिश करनी
फिनिश
है,
करके आनी है
and
and he knows it himself. He knows it himself. अच्छा इस बॉल को अच्छा एयर दिया हुआ था, बॉल के ऊपर
And
रेव्स
that's-
थी
बल्ला लगा।
अच्छा और बिल्कुल
सीधी
उनके
पाँव पे लगी है।
टो पे लगा है, फ्रंट फुट के टो पे लगा है बॉल सीधा एंड इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी कि अंपायर ने
अच्छा, इधर पिचिंग
before
ये लेग साइड ही काउंट होगी ना, even if he's going for reverse, right?
pitching
So
I
with the
think this will
pitching
be
thing comes
outside off or on off. I don't think it will be considered leg side.
because
Even
he's
though कि
reversing-
उसने
he's
even though कि उसने
reversing the
reversing
ball,
कर लिया था, लेकिन switch नहीं कर रहा.
no,
his
so
reverse
that's
sweeping.
his leg side, no?
Yeah,
Because the
that's
righty,
Yeah, that's
so
his-
that's his leg side.
That's his leg side, yeah.
Yeah,
but-
it is, हाँ, okay.
But we'll find out
It's
कि
very
जब ball
tricky
tracking
with
आता है
yeah ball tracking के how do you know कि अब spin कितनी होगी?
कितनी
हाँ,
होगी,
exactly.
हाँ
I
क्योंकि
think वो पे-
ball
But this is hitting
the
out.
impact is
exactly
out.
impact
Right.
is outside.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you were mentioning.
Yeah, मैं
कि
ये
उसने
इसी की
switch
बात
किया.
कर
Okay,
रहा
so we have got clarity on that.
हाँ.
कि उसने switch किया,
तो वो उसकी
हाँ,
offside
तो
बन
वो उसकी offside बन जाएगी. So that is why the impact was outside. So everything so far has gone in Pakistan's way.
Yeah.
Nothing going in Kane's way. And we see Kane Williamson losing it in the knockout games of ICC tournaments.
Wow.
The
Yeah,
same
he-
story
they've wasted-
apart from the World Test Championship.
Yeah, they wasted both their reviews. और अब अगर कोई controversial decision हुई जो कि which we've seen कि
Yeah.
होती रही हैं,
Yeah.
so they have no redress.
New Zealand will be left on umpire's mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Pakistan is 42 runs away from
It's
a
a
World Cup final
World
at
Cup
the
final.
MCG
Yeah.
after what 30 years now.
True. This is after 30 years.
Unbelievable.
Uh,
The similarities in just
the
the
similarities.
last in these two cups is just
I mean, whole
absolutely
of Pakistan, the experts, the analysts across the world, especially the Pakistan fans,
Yeah.
they have been pulling up those similarities between Pakistan's 1992 World Cup campaign and 2022 T20 World Cup campaign, and so many of the things have been similar, including Pakistan chasing it against New Zealand in the semi-final. Albeit this semi-final is taking place in Australia, unlike the semi-final that took place in 1992 in New Zealand. And we see that
That's a
Sodhi
50
is
by
trying his.
Swan. Beautiful. That's a
But
well-deserved
also,
half
did
set.
you
Yeah.
notice how in the fielder was from the boundary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good 10
so-
meters in.
Yeah, Rizwan has brought up his 50.
36.
This is just brilliant. This is brilliant from Rizwan. We saw that he too was struggling against Bangladesh,
Yeah.
but for him, we can use the same phrase as well. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. 50 not out from 36 balls, really helping Pakistan go after this
Yeah.
total. This is brilliant from Rizwan.
It's just so
Sweet.
difficult to get him out. I mean, just as a bowler, मैं सोचता हूँ
Yeah.
कितना frustrating होता होगा. Even as a fielding unit, कि this man is running like he's just sprinting. He's rotating the strike. He has very less weaknesses. अब वो off पे भी आपको अगर शुरू में आके 2 shots मार देते
मार
हैं,
देता है.
तो आप क्या करेंगे, right?
हाँ,
Yeah.
हाँ.
Just for Kane Williamson, I
Yeah.
feel for him
Yeah.
because these
We all
two
feel
just
for him.
picked their day to work, and
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
here we
Right.
are.
So,
Let's see if he goes for it.
Right. So in the
Yeah.
meanwhile, we saw that Babar Azam was dismissed, but he reached a very important milestone that deserves to be mentioned here. Okay, Babar Azam has completed 2,000 runs in international cricket in 2022. This is the most by any batsman across formats in this year, 2022. And
Wow.
these runs have come across formats.
Wow.
We saw
And
when
this
the,
is to say he's out of form.
Yeah,
this
he's
is
been
to
out
say.
of form in 2 tournaments.
in 2 tournaments, but still you score 2,000 runs.
Yeah.
And we have got still, I mean, we've got 4 test matches to go. We've got a final World Cup final to go.
Absolutely.
He's got, I mean, 5 more games to go. But अगर हम देखें इस पूरे साल में, Babar Azam started it with, against Australia in the test matches.
Yeah.
We saw that brilliant innings of 196 in Karachi. Then he was really good. He scored 100 in the ODI series as well. He was then really good against, he scored runs against Netherlands as well. He again scored 100 against England in Karachi. We are back again. There was a little technical glitch as it has been happening today, but that was a short one.
But I'll
And
tell you someone who hasn't been having technical glitches, and I think
that
that's
is
our team today.
Pakistan. Yeah,
मुझे लगता है खुद ही ये बुलंद हो चुकी है.
yeah, exactly. I mean, what a gift to give to the nation
Yeah.
on the birth anniversary of someone like Allama Muhammad Iqbal.
Lekin, I think the best of Pakistan is yet to come in the final.
Yeah, the best is yet to come.
Shaheen in the final, bowling that first over is going
To
to
Rohit Sharma.
We'll find that out if it
And
is Rohit
KL
Sharma
or Joss Butler.
Or Joss Butler.
Like if Pakistan is going in the final, I would love to see them go against India, and I would also hate to see
Yeah.
them go against India. But
But
I
if
mean,
it
it
if
just
it
comes with the
अगर
package.
तू ये इंडिया के खिलाफ होती है तो honestly speaking ना, this is too much to ask for out of a Pakistani player as well as from Pakistani fans.
Fan.
क्योंकि recent past में ऐसे नहीं हुआ कि आप within a span of a year पाकिस्तान और इंडिया
इतने matches खेले.
इतने
Yeah.
मैचेस खेले.
We've
दो-
had one,
दो-
हमने
two,
वर्ल्ड कप में
तीन
खेला,
हो चुके हैं.
फिर एशिया कप में 2 खेले
हाँ.
और फिर वर्ल्ड कप में खेला 4 मैचेस. और अगर अब इंडिया इंग्लैंड को हराता है that will be the
Oh,
5th
is
game.
that a
Oh,
drop
draw.
chance?
Was there a drop?
New Zealand
Yeah.
are
Oh.
dropping their chances. They missed
Mitchell
Babar's wicket in the first over and
first
they had to
over,
pay for it.
Oof.
and they will surely pay for it as well. I mean that sounds a bit prejudiced, but I mean that is what happens if you
Yeah,
drop
but it
catches.
seems like New Zealand have given up
Oh,
almost.
no.
That
That
was
wasn't
just-
a difficult chance.
अच्छा ऐसा लगता है कि सेंटनर थोड़ा आगे खड़े थे and he wasn't moving. बॉल
Yeah.
सीधा उनके हाथ में लगा and he bottled it वहीं पे. लेकिन क्रेडिट देना होगा कि हारिस ने भी अच्छा स्लैश किया था. Oh, he's
That
again
is
gone for the
brilliant
scoop
from
shot,
Haris.
and
Playing that lap
that
shot won't
won't
get a
go for
boundary.
4. But this is the audacity. I mean,
Absolutely. Nokia वाला जो ramp shot
Exactly.
थी, I think
I
इसमें
think
थोड़ी
that
pace और होती तो it would have gone.
exactly.
But this is the kind of batting we want to see.
We
But
want
just
to
the
see.
intent that he's going there and he's not letting the bowler settle on his line.
Yeah, the modern day T20 batting, where you are playing the scoops, you're playing the lap shots, you're playing the cut shots, and against which bowler? This is Tim Southee. He's taken the most wickets ever in the history of T20 internationals.
That's
I
good
mean-
fielding from Bolt.
Yeah, Bolt.
Almost hit the
And
boundary.
Almost
he was
hit the
really
boundary.
trying. He was really trying to get it to the boundary there. 29, 28, I think the equation is in hand. 124 for 1.
Right.
No one can believe this right now.
Exactly.
Especially अगर 3-4 दिन पहले कहा होता किसी
Yeah,
ने कि
yeah,
ये होगा.
We're
Yeah.
getting into the final.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
No way.
Or
अच्छा,
the semis.
Or the semis, yeah, exactly. This is unreal. Rather, this is surreal from Pakistan's fan perspective as well from the players' perspective.
Haris is being really smart as well because
Yeah.
अभी उसने एक boundary की कोशिश की है with the lap shot and then he's gone for a single to get Rizwan back
Exactly.
on.
Good for his evolution as well as a batsman in international cricket. He will learn when to take chance, when not to take chance. But so far, he has taken all the chances great, and we cannot analyze or scrutinize Haris's approach so far.
अच्छा,
Yeah,
I
sure.
have a question for you both कि पिछले अभी जो ड्रेसिंग रूम की जो एक बल्कि आज भी जो आएगी it'll be great to watch.
It will be great to watch.
But जो पिछले मैच के बाद आई थी was where Babar was telling Haris कि you know मैच फिनिश करो,
Finish
विकेट
करके
थ्रो
आओ.
नहीं करनी.
हाँ, हाँ.
इसके ऊपर बाबर को भी बहुत क्रिटिसिज्म मिला कि
Past players की तरफ से criticism मिला.
क्रिटिसिज्म मिला कि ये क्यों कह रहे हैं हारिस को
हाँ,
and you
हाँ,
know
हाँ.
उसको अपनी विकेट कर देनी चाहिए and he should go for shots and so.
Yeah, sure.
What is your thoughts on
We'll
that?
start with Kumail, then I'll give my card.
Yeah, I think the conversation between a captain and his player happens within a context, and no one is better poised to understand that conversation than the players themselves.
Yeah.
तो मेरा ख्याल है कि as long as Haris took it well, and he knew कि वो किस context से बात कर रहे हैं, right? क्योंकि I'm sure कि उससे पहले इतनी ज़्यादा बातचीत हो गई होगी बाबर और हारिस के बीच में
Right.
कि you know you can go out play
Right.
your natural game, but don't
Right.
give away your wicket. That doesn't mean don't get out or don't play a risky shot. That just means कि lose ball पे out now.
Paper.
Yeah.
Acha, so the thing about the dressing room videos coming out and the past players going after the team management. First of all, I would say there is nothing wrong in that.
Absolutely.
You see कि वो तो सिर्फ एक क्लिप है या क्लिपिंग है जो कि पोस्ट की जाती है. अदर देन दैट ड्रेसिंग रूम में बहुत कुछ होता है. मीटिंग्स होती हैं, बहुत सारी बिहाइंड द सीन्स बातें होती होंगी, अनऑफिशियली एक दूसरे को ऑफ कोर्स बाबर बताता होगा उनको क्या क्या करना है. बट इफ योर कैप्टन इज देयर और हम देखते हैं कि वी आर लिविंग इन अ डिजिटल एरा जहां पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया आर मेकिंग डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज लाइक द टेस्ट. फैंस को पता चल रहा है कि बिहाइंड द सीन्स क्या हो रहा होता है.
Exactly.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड से कि there is nothing bad. अगर वसीम अकरम ये कहते हैं कि नहीं होनी चाहिए, तो वसीम अकरम must know कि 1999 में जो इतना all important पाकिस्तान टूर टू इंडिया था, वहां पे there was a documentary right from the inside, हमें पता चला था. So there is nothing bad in
इससे
it.
पहले मैं चला जाऊं, if I go very back, जो एज कारदार वाली किताब है, The Test on Trial, I think,
हाँ,
उसके अंदर जो 52 वाला टूर है, I think, I'm not sure,
लखनऊ में जहाँ पहला टेस्ट मैच,
हाँ नहीं, एक जो इंग्लैंड वाला
अच्छा
टूर था,
आर्ट टूर,
जिसमें बारिशें बहुत ज्यादा हुई थी,
फजल महमूद हेरोइक्स वाला,
yeah, and he wrote,
Right.
एज कारदार ने पूरी किताब लिख दी उसकी,
right.
and I think it's just again the demands of the current world कि the fans need to feel connected to
They
their team,
need to know this.
and I
Yeah,
think we were
absolutely.
also talking to SN Iftikhar Nagi, who's like the,
Exactly.
Yep.
PCB manager,
Yeah.
और उसने भी ये कहा कि यार मसला ये होता है कि we give undue criticism to these players because we
Yeah.
don't see them as humans,
Yeah.
and you need to humanize them, you need
Humanize,
to bring
right.
out their
True.
human sense.
True.
कि शादाब sitting in the dugout or the pavilion,
हाँ.
watching the match like a fan,
Fan,
you know,
true.
कूद रहा है, jump कर रहा है,
Exactly.
and that shows you everything.
And that is very important to portray and to document towards
Absolutely.
yeah, please.
और उसी
please
podcast में Ehsan said another thing about how
Yeah.
Babar is also aware of these videos that are
Sure,
being put
sure.
out. In
Of
fact,
course,
he
if
even suggests certain things because it shows to the world कि
Shows to the
हमारी
world,
team
yeah.
के dressing room में कैसा माहौल है. And I think what all the videos we've seen, ठीक है, they've some have been in winning causes, some have been in losing
Exactly.
causes, like the India match.
हाँ.
Lekin it gives the message to the world कि
Yeah.
like you need to trust us,
That-
and you know we know what we're doing as well.
Absolutely.
ये टीम का एक चैनल है, एक्सट्रीम है, जिससे वो बता सकते हैं दुनिया को व्हाट वी आर थिंकिंग. अगर फैंस के पास सोशल मीडिया है, अगर पास प्लेयर्स के पास प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं क्रिटिसाइज करने के लिए, तो टीम के पास भी एक चैनल है टू गिव देयर मैसेज व्हाट वी आर थिंकिंग, वेयर वी आर स्टैंडिंग. टॉकिंग अबाउट पास प्लेयर्स क्रिटिसाइजिंग पाकिस्तान सो फार, वी सॉ Hafiz was
that might be out.
that might be out, but
Whereas
let's give it.
Rasmus does not,
I think it was
and they
pitching
do not
outside
have a
leg.
review.
I think
Pitching
probably
outside.
going off, yeah.
Or
It looked
pitching
out
outside.
for a second,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I
don't think they have reviews though.
I
They
don't
haven't
think
got
so.
any reviews left, so they won't go for it. And umpire has given it not out, so
I
it
don't
will
know
stay
why
not
they're
out.
taking it this close though, like 23 of 21.
That was a knuckle ball.
Yeah.
Achha,
Yeah,
talking,
well, I think Haris is finishing it.
that's outside of stump maybe.
हाँ, बिल्कुल. I think umpire's call होगी. In
Yeah.
any case, I think that's a
अच्छा,
good decision.
Yeah,
The
but
CA
this is,
system.
this
Pakistan
is-
have got 2 and New Zealand have got
We've seen
0.
them take 2 decisions for reviews.
Yeah. So talking about
They were
past
in pressure.
players.
Yeah.
Talking about past players, Mohammad Hafiz was quite vocal कि बाबर एक उसके बारे में बात नहीं कर सकते and all that. But still, अभी we see कि मोहम्मद हफीज का tweet आया है where he has posted this picture of Babar and Rizwan after that win against India in 2021, and his caption goes like Jodi number 1, Babar Azam and
अब तो
Mohammad
सारे
Rizwan.
ही कहेंगे.
Of course.
Exactly. Look, I think
This is how the trend changes.
Absolutely. देखें ये इस तरह के sentiments fans से आए ना कि हम इस के fans को criticize नहीं, चले वो हम fans का फिर भी आप accept कर सकते हैं because look, they don't understand the game like a player who has played as much as Hafiz has played for the team. वही ना कि जितनी देर Hafiz would have been in the team, he would have been very protective at times, even defending his team. But you know, the moment you go out, he again ये ना, I think it requires a lot of awareness when you retire from the game कि आप जाके actually थोड़ी empathy दिखा सकें.
True.
आप systematically कह सकते हैं कि बहुत से issues हैं पाकिस्तान के setup में, लेकिन those show up in the team. Those aren't, the team isn't the cause. The team is a symptom.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's a great point, that the players, especially the former players who have shared dressing room with these players, must show some empathy when it comes to, and that's it's like a full toss,
and that's
taken. Let's see what's the verdict of umpire on that.
No, I think
that looked like a no ball.
It looks like they've called it.
Oh, I think they've.
Are you
Barbara,
kidding me?
Mohammad Rizwan को run out कर दिया दूसरे end पे.
Wow.
This was a no ball.
This was a no ball and he got run out.
But they didn't realize in the middle. उन्होंने realize नहीं किया. I think यहाँ पे game awareness बड़ी important आती है. अगर no ball थी और कोहली और पांड्या ने उस टाइम पे runs ले लिए थे.
It's not given. I don't think it's been given no ball. So they're arguing
Let's
over
see what has happened.
who's
Or who's got out.
Yeah.
But Rizwan has got out in both cases. Catch भी Rizwan का हुआ है और run out भी Rizwan हुआ है.
So how are they getting the wicket?
So there is
question now.
confusion in the middle. Let's see what happens.
I think Rizwan has to walk off. No?
Yeah, and
I think they're just checking.
हाँ, spotlight फिर Erasmus पे.
Let's see. He's been kind of slow with his no balls again with certain teams or certain players.
Yeah, let's see इसके ऊपर क्या call थी. First call I think no ball is. अच्छा, they're checking
he's
it.
way down out of the crease. I don't think it's
He's
a no ball.
out of the crease.
Yeah, that's out. No, it looked like a full toss.
It looked like
to
a
be
full
honest,
toss.
it's not. I can't believe we're talking about a no ball. Abhi tak.
Again, yeah.
I mean, it's just
I mean-
Mariah
I mean,
Erasmus on the
Yeah,
other end.
and still we've got the same umpire on the other end.
Yeah.
But then we've got Pakistan batting.
So if it is a dismissal, you can go to the third umpire and check the no ball.
If it is a dismissal, then
and
they
that is what they're doing.
reserve the right to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
In any case, Rizwan is out. The mode of dismissal does not matter.
So Rizwan will be out. So they are just trying to kind of confirm that कि कौन out हुआ है. It's Rizwan
they've
and
given
that
him
is
out.
out. And I think that is not a no ball.
Yeah, it's not given no ball.
That's not. अगर तो no ball होती तो हमारे पास free hit भी होते.
I think
That's
it's once
what
again
would
Shan and Haris finishing the match.
Right. Yeah. So it's once again
Let's hope
down
so.
to Shan and Haris. And
23 of
it's
17.
If the Khar also has the opportunity to come out,
नवाज को भी भेजते हैं.
नवाज को भी भेज सकते हैं.
या फिर भेज देते हैं ऊपर नवाज को.
Exactly.
but I don't think they'll do it in this case. We have pretty solid batsmen, and I think they'd want to just get it
I would
over. But
personally.
also Nawaz to hit. It's
Yeah.
it's
I would
interesting.
personally-
We're spoiled for choice
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Exactly. I would personally not send Shan at this moment.
Really.
Maybe that's my choice. I would kind of go with either of Shadab
Someone
or
to
if
finish
Iftikhar.
it early.
Someone to finish it early. Maybe hit a shot or two, get it just under run a
But we
ball.
have Haris for that. So you want to attack? from both
Yeah.
ends.
We have
Okay.
got Haris on the other end. Sure, I mean, Shan Masood can ensure singles and doubles around the ground. He can hit the weak ball if it is bowled at him. So it will be interesting to see कि अब पाकिस्तान किसको बेचता है. और I mean, of course, Pakistan have almost sealed the deal. लेकिन you have to make sure that you have finished the game. क्योंकि अभी भी आपका जो balls और उसके दरम्यान difference ज़्यादा नहीं है. लेकिन you cannot take it towards the last over or the last few balls.
Definitely not. They'd want to finish this by the 19th over, no later. Because आप जैसे last over में लेके जाएंगे again, it just adds pressure. You don't want to end a semi-final on that note.
On that note, और आप इसको bottle नहीं करना चाहते. अभी तक you have dominated New Zealand, so you should finish it in a dominating way. मैंने देखा कि जब रिजवान आउट हुआ है, बाबर भी आउट हुआ है, तो केन विलियमसन was quite ecstatic. It's like thirsty man sees
that's a
water
good slow
in the
ball.
middle of desert.
They're actually gonna run.
They've
That's
got a run.
That's great.
That's
Okay,
great game
that's great.
awareness.
Now this
Because
is
you
game
have to
awareness.
see, like आपको पीछे देखना पड़ता है कि विकेट कीपर ने पकड़ी है नहीं and
ये
then
नहीं
start
पकड़ी, ये
running.
फंबल हुआ, फिर आपने 22 yards भाग के भी
भागना है.
जाना है. अच्छा, शान मसूद has walked in.
Which I'm fine. I think
Yeah,
they want Shan to take it to the end if needed.
True.
But Haris will, I think, take the bowler on.
Still we've got Haris जो कि hit कर सकते हैं.
Oh,
Haris
that
ने
was
रोका
bad
था.
awareness. I think
रिजवान मिडिल ऑफ द विकेट तक पहुंच गए थे और उस टाइम पे हारिस ने रोका है.
I
But
think
I
he
think-
had the eyes on the ball. His wicket was also on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So 20
yeah.
needed of 17 balls with 18th over in progress. Second ball to be bowled to Shan Masood.
Yeah, I would say go for 20 of 12, like 10 balls. Just
10
think
balls.
about it like that.
Yeah. So Lockie Ferguson will be entertaining himself against
That's
Pakistani batters.
oh,
he's made a-
Williamson.
He's made a
अच्छा,
fumbled it there.
You see pressure on both sides. क्योंकि 20 और 17 लगता है आपको कि जीत गए मैच, लेकिन एक सेमीफाइनल चेज है और अब आपके ऊपर एक्सपेक्टेशन है कि आप खत्म करेंगे. There is a lot of pressure.
Exactly.
And I really hope that they don't bottle it because they shouldn't.
I would say कि Pakistan should not make a mess of it at the end.
Yeah.
अभी भी 3 का डिफरेंस है. 16 बॉल्स पे 19 रन चाहिए. But I would say कि इस ओवर में अगर हमें एक बाउंड्री आती है या फिर इसके बाद Haris was
still
trying to
going
go.
for it, and
You see
Lekin this is-
confusion in the middle, right?
I think Haris just wants to keep rotating the strike wherever
This
he
is a
can.
dot ball as well.
Yeah.
तो न्यूजीलैंड्स चांसेस. अच्छा, इसमें ये एक न्यूजीलैंड को बड़ी एक अच्छी बात है उनके लिए कि 2 नए बैट्समैन आए हैं, उन्होंने कुछ डॉट बॉल्स किए हैं, सिंगल्स डबल्स दिए हैं, एंड नाउ ऑल ऑफ अ सडन पाकिस्तान नीड मोर देन रन अ बॉल. 19 रन चाहिए 15 बॉल पे.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a huge equation. Again, they've brought it so close. कि अब kind of one boundary here and there will just
Yeah.
Here and there. as
here
well.
and there.
Here
also.
and there as well. Yeah. अच्छा, लॉन्ग ऑफ का फील्डर ऊपर है,
Try to target
डीप
the,
मिड विकेट है, डीप कवर है.
That's a beautiful delivery.
Oh,
he's
he'll
dug it
find the
out,
gap.
and
He'll
he
find the
hit
gap
it.
through the cover.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's a
Brilliant
brilliant
timing.
shot.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he got the middle there somehow. Dug it
Muhammad Haris
Wow.
was struggling to hit it. He was struggling
So
to
good.
find a boundary. But then Lockie Ferguson comes in. He bowls this
He's
ball.
dug that Yorker.
Exactly. He's
Oh,
stuck that
wow.
Look at the gap.
That was a
That's
low full
perfect,
toss.
yeah.
Look at that.
Surgical precision.
Oh
from
no,
Haris.
that was a good Yorker.
That was a perfect Yorker.
But look at the connection that is
That's
made.
such brilliant.
थोड़ा सा उसने room बनाया था, room बना के उसने hit किया है, and that has gone for 4. I mean,
it's so difficult to bowl to a batsman like that. Like you go to your best delivery, you execute that
Execute
delivery,
it,
and
yeah.
he still goes for a 4.
oh,
That
he's
is
hit it
gone
to a
for
square
6.
leg,
Haris
and that has gone for 6. You are
Wow.
hitting
Has
Lockie
changed the
Ferguson out
game
of all
again.
people. This is brilliant from the
That's
young man.
3 back-to-back matches. He's
This is
completely
He's
turned
completely turned on its head. Pakistan a little bit lagged after falling off Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, but Mohammad Haris has ensured that he hits back-to-back boundaries to Lockie Ferguson, their best bowler, who's an express pacer. Yorker को उसने covers के अंदर से चौका मारा है, back of the length ball को उसने hit किया है over square leg. This is world class batting from Mohammad Haris.
Absolutely
This
brilliant.
And I
kid,
think up New
yeah.
Look at
Zealand.
Matthew Hayden.
Look at Matthew Hayden.
He
He's
knows
pumped
that's how
up.
you play.
Yeah, please continue.
और अब New Zealand को पता है that the match has slipped out. For good.
Slipped out.
There's no coming back
There
from
is
those two
another
boundaries.
shot through the covers.
And Mohammad Haris is in a hurry. You know, like
Yeah.
Rizwan Babar have been patient so far.
Exactly.
Shan has been patient, but Haris wants to end the game. He wants to go into that finals. He, in fact, अगर उसका बस चले तो बस आज ही ट्रॉफी उठा के वो पाकिस्तान ले जाए. And that
But
is
that's what you want from a
absolutely
youngster.
brilliant.
आपका एक youngster आता है out of nowhere, he starts batting like he goes berserk.
Yeah.
और इस अभी भी हमने देखा है कि if the pressure is on पाकिस्तानी बैट्समैन, normally ये होता है कि हमारे बैट्समैन बॉटल करते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
But then Haris is different. He's a different breed.
Hayden was talking about Haris the other day और वो यही कह रहा था कि ये जितने भी players अभी tour पे हैं, these guys have been playing for the last few months
Yeah.
consistently, and
Yeah.
he said that Haris brought in like a freshness almost into the team because he just came out of the reserves. और वो बात करता था कि जब से हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया पहुंचे हैं, every single time they've had a training session, Haris has come out and faced our fast bowlers. So he was ready to get an opportunity like this, and he's changed the tournament for Pakistan at this point.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
it's to do with Haris's attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, you are traveling with the game. You are in traveling reserves for with the team. You are in traveling reserves for the World Cup. You don't see any chance of playing,
Yeah.
especially playing at this time of the tournament against South Africa, against Bangladesh, and then into the semi-final of a World Cup, and then coming with such performances. This is brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's just कुदरत का निजाम, stroke of luck कि
Yeah.
हमने हारिस को chance
Yeah.
दे दिया.
And Pakistan
Exactly,
will want to finish
exactly,
it this
yeah.
over.
That's a dot ball to start with, but still Pakistan need 8 runs from 11 balls, and interesting to see that they are going with still going with Mitchell Santner.
Yeah, I think they're out of options. They've had to bowl out their fast
Yeah.
bowlers.
Exactly.
And you know, it's again a lot
Yeah.
of teams have faced this.
Yeah.
कि जहाँ भी end तक लेके गए हैं, they've had to.
Exactly.
Oh,
yes,
that
yes.
is.
Oh, he's dropped
they
it.
dropped
He's dropped
That
another
is
catch.
just poor. That is
हारिस ने
just poor.
हारिस ने रिवर्स स्वीप करने की कोशिश की थी
Yeah.
और it went straight to
That's just poor.
इश सोधी on
Yeah.
short third man, लेकिन उनके हाथों से गेंद लगी, but he's dropped it.
I
You know,
mean,
this
that's-
is what pressure can do to the best fielding side in the world.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was just dipping in at him. He tried to dive, but he could not grab it completely.
But you know, I just feel like Kane Williamson has given up, right? Like,
Yeah.
But like,
Look at
good
him.
teams, great teams don't give up. They're like, you know, bounce on the ball, create
True,
chances, even if you're
true.
losing, play to the last ball.
Exactly.
I don't see that from New Zealand right now.
Exactly.
I think they've just almost been overpowered by Pakistan. Like the
that's very
energy is unmatched right now.
Unmatched.
Like again, we're coming off such
Exactly.
an insane journey. कि
Yeah.
अब तो anything we're getting now is based
Exactly.
on like
I mean,
luck.
coming into the semi-final, I mean, no team would have liked to face Pakistan. This is the other Pakistan. I mean, we've just crushed New Zealand out of the
Let's
tournament.
see what Sean does here. He
He
goes.
makes room
is
and
he-
cuts it
I
towards
saw the
cover.
Bales light up.
It
So I
almost
think
looked
he-
like बाबर का जो है वो sorry शान का
And,
पाँव उसके अंदर लगा stumps में.
नहीं, वो I think it's the wicket keeper.
Yeah, it's the wicket keeper doing that.
the team is getting ready
Yeah,
to
the
run
team
onto
is
the field.
up. अच्छा हमने देखा कि बाबर आजम की क़यादत में यही जो टीम है that has been going places. We have won games, we have lost games, and talking about semi-finals, we lost that semi-final against Australia. That was a real heartbreak. All of Pakistan's players, our fans back in Pakistan, we were heartbroken, down and out.
Will
But then we
Haris
see.
finish it with
Exactly.
a 6. No, he won't, but he will send it to
Exactly. That's
the
a cut
deep
shot for one.
cover fielder for 1.
Exactly. But talking about the importance of this semi-final win,
Yeah.
just for the mood of this team,
Yeah.
they have traveled around the world. They haven't been able to win any major trophies.
Yeah.
I mean, apart even Asia Cup को भी हमने final में हम हार गए थे. But then you see for Babar and his men winning this semi-final, this is brilliant.
Sean,
should go for
let's
a
see
six.
if he goes.
Oh,
that's through the
he
batsman,
just
through the
needs to-
keeper.
And it
That
seems
go
like that
for
might
four is
rush.
Go
surely
for
is
4.
chasing it.
Let's see. No,
They
it
might
hasn't
just
gone.
run 3 or 4.
It's fumble
Yeah.
again.
Exactly.
It's just
So that's all runs for Pakistan. 3 runs for Pakistan.
I think Haris will want to finish it on this ball.
and I think he's the
in
person who
style.
deserves to finish it, honestly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Again, this puts up a huge kind of conversation about man of the
Oh.
tournament as well. Who's
Oh,
been
exactly.
Pakistan's man of the
That's
tournament?
just
Yeah.
missed everything.
Yeah,
That it had a big turn on it.
Shadab has
Exactly.
been brilliant throughout
Brilliant
the
throughout
tournament.
the tournament.
Haris has kind
Haris
of changed
has
our
changed.
fortunes.
Well, look at
You look at Haris Rauf as well. You look at
Yeah.
Muhammad Haris. Everyone have, come in, put their hands up. They've given all those performances whenever
Yeah.
required.
Yeah.
This is brilliant from Pakistan.
Yeah.
2 runs required from 7 balls, and the field is in.
Will we see a victory on this ball, or will they
Or
take it to the
will
last
they
over?
take it to the
Run
last?
out.
Well,
Let's see. Let's see if
I
Haris
think
can
Haris
go for a
might
big
for it.
shot.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think he'll try
finish
to
it
lob
off
it
in
over.
style.
Babar said,
Uh,
finish the game, and
Oh, he's out.
he hasn't been able to.
Is it straight in the throat of short, fine leg?
Haris has
Yeah.
played a
And,
brilliant innings. though.
yeah,
That's
he departs.
absolutely commendable.
Yeah.
That's brilliant innings.
Yeah.
This is what he's been doing on all the games. Comes in, scores those runs, brilliant runs. Crucial runs, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
But I guess
think
he's finished
it
the
went
game off.
finer than he wanted to. He wanted it to go
Ah.
between the short fine and the deep square leg
Exactly.
fielder, and he would have gotten a 2 there if it wasn't for a little.
But then again, it was the
late
tennis
timing.
ball bounce, जिसको आप पूरे से overpower नहीं कर सकते.
Yeah.
Ball goes right into the hands of the
But
fielder.
I think match is pretty
Yeah, it's
much
game, set, match.
done for Pakistan. They should get
Yeah.
the 2 runs in the next over.
Exactly.
I think if Takhar might come out to bat now,
yeah, if
if
Iftikhar was
he-
padded up,
who I think deserves to
Ah,
finish
If he
the
also
game.
deserves
और इफ्तिखार ने ये भी कहा होना है कि ऐसे कामों के लिए हम ही रह
हम
गए
ही रह
फिनिश
गए
करने के
हैं।
लिए.
और
और-
कोई साढ़े like.
हाँ, ये भी हो
बाद
सकता है
में
और
आएगा
कोई
वो।
सैटेलाइट.
Yeah.
और कोई सैटेलाइट से याद आया कि आसिफ अली इज बेंच्ड.
हाँ.
लास्ट टाइम जब हमने वर्ल्ड कप में न्यूजीलैंड को हराया था तो ही डिड हिज थिंग.
Yeah.
But this time we have got a different hero, a different game, and coming back to the grandiosity of this occasion, Pakistan beating New Zealand at SCG and marching into the
In the
final at
semi-final
MCG.
of this World Cup,
This World
where
Cup.
they started off with 2
Where we
losses.
lost to
Exactly.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, this is World Cup where we lost to Zimbabwe. We kind of struggled against Bangladesh, and this is Pakistan after all. The characteristic Pakistan
Some things never
cricket team.
change.
Yeah.
And just as this match will finish, I would like to present a theory
Sure,
about
sure.
Pakistan.
Sure, we
Which
can
I
have
think-
all those.
and we can do that as soon as the match ends.
Exactly. And still, as Pakistan are inching towards the victory at SCG in a semi-final in a World Cup against New Zealand, the parallels galore with the
Absolutely.
1992 World Cup.
Of course.
People calling this, on Twitter, if we see people calling this cameo of Haris, comparing it with Inzamam's cameo against them, and a wicket-keeper batsman like Muin Khan coming in and playing that cameo.
Yes.
We see
Us
two-
batting second,
yeah,
beating New
yeah,
Zealand in
exactly.
the
Two of the
semis,
wicket-keeper
going into the
batters
finals at the MCG.
at the MCG.
Uh,
New Zealand are taking their time with the last over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
setting
think
a
they're
field, I think
deciding.
Yeah, maybe they'll have to.
they'll have to
would
bring
they go
everyone
with?
in.
Saudi,
There's
I think.
no,
Saudi
Uh,
का over पड़ा.
Yeah, Saudi is back.
There you
He has
go.
to defend 2 runs.
That's
and
why.
that's a
That's wide down the leg side.
Yep. And the scores are level.
And the scores are level.
Pakistan
Pakistan.
inches closer. To the
Exactly.
finals, and
We are
look
just
at
one
Babar.
run away. Pakistan are just one run away
The
from
dugout
qualifying.
must
Absolutely.
not be able
Exactly.
to believe what they have
Not just the
achieved.
dugout in the ground is pumped up, but the dugout here at Cricket headquarters
Ecstatic.
is pumped up as well. This is brilliant atmosphere, especially after cruising
Look
out
at
of the
that.
tournament in
Look at that, look at the
2021.
faces. It's
Look at the
so
faces
great
of
to see
Pakistan
that.
players.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
Wow.
Everyone's in. No one outside the field.
Exactly.
They just have to get it over.
Yeah.
And
that's
Sean
the winning
finishes
ground.
it off, and
Pakistan
goes to
have
the final.
qualified for the finals of ICC T20
What
Cricket World
a
Cup
moment.
2022. Of course, this is a brilliant moment.
Yes.
Kamal, Pakistan have just run through New Zealand. They would have taken it any day of the week.
No
this is
words.
just brilliant.
I mean, this is just a convincing, dominating victory. They've just
Exactly.
destroyed New
Exactly.
Zealand out of this tournament.
yeah,
Yeah.
New Zealand is in pieces. Like, this wasn't a match that you felt like was two-sided in any way or
Exactly.
any sense of the word.
Exactly.
I mean, they've lost to Zimbabwe, they lost to India,
Huh.
they won 3 matches on the trot.
Right.
Netherlands won to South Africa,
right.
and now here we are.
Right. Right.
Unbelievable.
Right. So, Arham, Pakistan are in finals. I mean,
Yeah.
the last time we were finals of an ICC global tournament was in 2017 Champions Trophy against India at the Oval. It's been 5 long years, half a decade. Pakistan are back into the final, back at MCG.
Yeah.
I mean, just
This
describe
is
the
sensational.
grandiosity of this moment.
I think lost for words. इससे बड़ा moment I think
Yeah.
MCG में दोबारा से एक final होना पाकिस्तान का.
Yeah.
It's massive. But I want to actually go ahead and present that theory
That
because
theory again,
Harsha
regarding
actually
Pakistan.
said Harsha क्या एक बहुत video
Yeah.
चल रही है कि पाकिस्तान जब favorites होते हैं तो they manage to mess it up and choke, but the moment they come up and and they're favorites they mess it up. I actually would
So-
kind of disagree, and I think the example has been seen in the last World Cup.
Yeah.
Pakistan were one of the favorites for that. We performed really well.
Yeah.
The problem was
Huh.
we didn't lose anything. We weren't, and to bring back memories from '92, we weren't wounded at any point.
Yeah.
In this tournament, we were wounded quite early, and I
down
think
and out, down and
down
down.
and out, and I think that is something which even Matthew Hayden was pointing out. I feel more comfortable where we are as a team right now. Because we've gone through so much turmoil, and there's been so much challenges they've had to overcome to a point where they were completely out of the tournament.
Exactly.
So I don't think it's about us being favorites or not. It's about us being wounded at the right time in the tournament.
Yeah.
I think I would also like to talk about the emotional value of this victory. Yani ke, Pakistan isn't going through brilliant times, right?
Exactly.
And
Since
there are
92.
very, very few things that are giving us that sort of comfort. Yeah, that can give us some sort of semblance of peace or happiness.
Exactly.
We knew that all eyes were on this match today.
Yeah.
And I think Pakistan have pulled something out of thin air.
Right.
I did not think this was possible.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I don't think any analyst thought that Pakistan would be making it to the finals
Exactly.
of this World Cup after the start they had. It is truly an unpredictable game.
Exactly.
And that is perhaps why we love it so much. It keeps us on our toes. It is not only Pakistan that is unpredictable. I think it is the nature of the game.
Exactly.
And just the turn of the hearts and the nail biters that we've had, and then the convincing victories we've had. I do think that we are at a place where Pakistan deserves to be in the finals. Especially after this match.
Right. So this was a batting performance from Pakistan. Rizwan scored 57, Babar scored 53, Haris scored 30, and Shan scored the winning runs, 3 runs of 4, and Pakistan chased it on the first ball of last over. New Zealand's bowlers were all over the place. Only Bolt picked up 2 wickets. Santner chipped in with 1 wicket, but otherwise Ferguson went for runs. Saudi went for more than 7 and over, and Sodhi was toothless against Pakistan. Pakistan have marched into the finals. We have to wait who wins in the second semi-final, either of India or England. My question to two of you would be, who would you like to face in the final at MCG? 100,000 people, I mean, just shouting their tongues out. Who would you like to face?
I think let's do it, Pakistan, England.
Okay, so you're done.
I'm done with England.
And what is the reason with it?
I think England, पिछले साल भी England and Pakistan were the best team of the tournament, even though we didn't get through. It just became a matter of toss, kaun jeet raha hai, and so on. I think Australia has been a much more level playing field for whichever team won the toss. We lost the toss today, but we convincingly beat New Zealand.
Yeah. Even if it was 160, we could have chased it.
England has been a team जो पिछले कुछ सालों से white ball cricket में इतनी जबरदस्त तरीके से वो खेल रही है. They beat us at home. I think it will be more challenging to beat England, and I feel even against India, England will come through. I think their team is brilliant when it comes to white ball cricket over the last few years.
Right. So Arham gives a chance to England, and he thinks Pakistan would be better off playing England in the final at MCG. Kamal will take your take on it. Who would you like to face, India or England?
I mean, there's nothing bigger than India versus Pakistan at the G.
At the G.
And Pakistan winning it. I think I would, any day of the week, any day of the month, I would take India versus Pakistan.
Right.
Rizwan
So,
gets man of the
yeah.
match. Ahmed Shahzad ने एक वीडियो बनाई थी
Yeah.
which me and Kumail were talking about before
Yeah.
coming here, and he said कि आज या तो बाबर या रिजवान में से कोई man of the match
Match
बनेगा.
banega.
And look at
And
that.
that is good. I mean,
It
how
looks
to,
like he's come out of a war.
yeah, it
And
looks
this is
like
something
His-
I always say.
Exactly.
Everyone else is playing a game of cricket,
cricket.
and he is going into war.
Exactly. It says a lot about his character.
Yeah.
जब भी वो फील्ड में होता है, he gives his 100%.
Character and the gymnastics he
Gymnastics,
does, यानी आपको लगता है कि पता नहीं कौन सी जंग लड़ने आया है
Exactly.
Rizwan
He's
ने.
30 years old, he's super fit, and
Yeah.
we see कि वो runs भी score करता है, wicket keeping भी बहुत अच्छी करता है, and rightfully he's the man of the match in this brilliant match. And of course, it will give him this confidence going forward into the final. And so Pakistan have kind of ticked all boxes coming back from that loss against जिम्बाब्वे. हमारी बॉलिंग चली, हमारे स्पिनर्स चले, हमारे मिडिल ओवर चला, हमने एक न्यू यंगस्टर डाला, वो चला, हमारी टॉप ऑर्डर चला, और our openers have scored runs. So everything has ticked. Every box has been ticked for Pakistan so far. And I asked both of you for who would you prefer as the finalist against Pakistan on 13th of November at MCG, and the opinion is split. Arham would like to go for
I
India,
think England deserves it more.
and Arham would like to go with England, and Kumail would like to go with India. And personally, I know it is
Like
going
to
to be.
go with rain.
No, I would not
अगली
like to
बात
go.
नहीं
No,
की.
no, rain. No, हमारे पास रिजर्व डे है, तो रेन आती, अगर
Reserve
बारिश
day पे
होती भी है,
बारिश की है वैसे.
दोनों
तो
दिन है.
उस पे हाँ, बट देन इट्स 20 ओवर का मैच है, कंप्लीट हो सकता है. खैर, so the opinion is split, but personally I would like to see an India versus Pakistan final
ये
on
चीज.
13th of November on the G. Of course, it is going to be nerve-wracking, but then historic feats are done via such challenges, by overcoming and surmounting such challenges. Pakistan have won against New Zealand at SCG. This is historic. This is stuff of dreams, not just for Pakistani cricketers who were led by Babar Azam, but also for the fans out here. We have seen this Babar Azam-led team going to places ever since 2020. Then in 2021, we cruised out of the semi-final against Australia. That was heartbreaking. It still stings, but then this is going to be healing after qualifying for the semi-final. Pakistan the Pakistan bandwagon continues their topsy-turvy and smooth run in this T20 World Cup. And now they will be playing the historic final of ICC T20 World Cup, those are buys, on the MCG against either of India or England. And don't forget, we'll be joining you again with the live ball-by-ball analysis of that game as well. Make sure you tune in. So far, I hope you enjoyed our analysis of this game. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.